heard it's cold up there.
Say what you feel.
I don't feel nothing.
Yeah, we know that.
I hear he's got a pussy.
So, we're fucking live. All right. So, what's up?
What's going on?
Not much.
Special guest.
Finally, I got all of this shit fucking going. I apologize
No problem. This
for
is a great little setup, guys.
the inconvenience. So yeah, tonight we have a special guest.
How you guys doing?
We're doing well, doing very well.
I don't know.
Well, I had thought about a little bit of a intro. I was gonna say, I had it too, and now I'm blanking on it. Fuck, bro.
No, you're gonna get it. Just no, stop. You're gonna get it.
Let's go.
You're getting it. You're getting it. It's
Let's
coming. I
talk.
see it. It's coming.
Yeah, let's talk
It's coming
about
right
something
now.
else.
No, but it's on its way.
And
We'll talk about something else. That's on
it'll
its way,
come.
though. I'm telling you, no, because you said it. You heard it. It's on its way.
yeah, I already thought this through.
Oh, fuck.
That's the best part.
Through?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
A full through.
Full through.
But yeah, fucking here we are.
What's going
Nothing.
on here? What's happening in the shop?
Well, what do you think of our set, our studio? Do you
I think I
like
can see
honest
that,
opinion?
Oh, listen, you know you're gonna get that from me. I would say the color scheme is amazing, the line work is good, but I can see that you're still working on it.
Yes.
I can see that.
Yes.
And that's just so
The
much more exciting.
the
No,
camera half looks good.
But that's okay. But that doesn't matter because essentially this camera half probably didn't look good at one point.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how things go. That's how you build up.
Even the first podcast, it was pretty.
This is amazing.
Pretty insane.
is
Post
amazing.
is looking fire. Post is looking very fire too.
Well, it's kind of depressing on film because it's got a good glare, but we'll deal with that later.
Yeah, that's something you can fix up. That's an amazing. I'm telling you from this angle.
Yeah.
And they can't see it.
They can't
unfortunately,
see, but
that happens.
it looks good.
It looks amazing from here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Love
it.
There's a little story behind that too, but we can talk about that later. I wanted to talk more to you about stuff.
Yeah, for sure. What do you want to talk about? Anything you want to talk about?
Well, no, I just wanted to shoot the shit, bro. You always have great conversations, so
we always do, eh?
Yeah.
We always do. This guy is not around as much as I don't know what he's like this for. We did. Yeah, we did. He was a we did guy, him. He's never around anymore.
We did, back in the day.
He's a busy man.
Times were good.
He's
a busy man.
He's a hard guy.
He's a busy man. So we should at least tell the folks who you are. That's probably
okay.
It sucks, bro, because I had a fucking really good intro,
I know, and, that would've
and
been
for
sick,
some
'cause
reason
feel like
I
I'm on that
can't
spot now,
I
but I'll
can't
be it. Don't worry, I can handle
think
that.
I can't even think of like the first line. It's like once I could think of that, it would be good.
All the technology
But it
we
was
have.
like something. The man, the myth, the legend keeps coming to my head, but that was not it at all.
But if you were to roll that ball,
that would have
it
been
would be a
good,
strike.
right?
Yes, of course, a strike.
It was more like it was like man of what was it? Of adventure and something. He's a rambler, he's a dancer. Motherfucker could cook you a mean, you know what I mean?
Yes,
right?
yes,
like it was good. It had good flow.
If that's what you want to
write
know,
a
I
song
am,
about
brother,
it.
I am a rambler. I'm also a
Right?
dancer for sure. Yes,
Right?
of course. I would say really.
But
everything
anyway-
you just said is
is-
my gosh, you hit it so on the nail.
I know.
Right through the wood, bro.
And then I was just gonna say basically that now I blanked again. I can't smoke weed before we do this. It's not stage fright. It's because I smoked two beans
Listen, bro,
and I'm
I
like
saw it.
fucking.
You came around that fucking bin, bro, and I saw you snap back into it. Like, oh, yeah, so I was just saying. And I was like, holy moly, that was a good bong he just took. But
It's
who
that
am I?
weed.
Who am I?
It's
I'm
that weed.
Rick, you have chill, bro.
I'm a guy that's just chilling, bro. I'm just chilling,
Well,
trying to figure.
let's tell them what your name is
Oh,
first.
my name's Craig. Sorry, I guess I
that-
don't have a nickname or anything like that.
We could
but,
start there.
Yeah, I'm just Craig that's chilling. And
Yeah.
I've in my adventures I've got to run into you two guys, and now we're here. And I mean, we can talk about my past, and then that's not Craig the dancer, the ballerina,
Yeah.
or we didn't
Right.
him, you know.
Yeah, no. I think
Like I think it would be easier for me if you were to describe me, because I'm a pretty humble guy that way, and I am a dancer.
Right.
I do dance.
Dude, I'm bummed because I had a really good
But that's-
intro, bro.
don't be bummed. No, listen.
No, I'm not that bummed. I'm just saying.
Yes, you're good.
I'm bummed on my own little brain because it's farting right now hard.
That's good.
Yeah.
You hit that bump.
Yeah,
You went
yeah.
outside of your space, bro. You're in a different spot for a little bit.
Two Beanos. But no.
I have to get Rick out here.
Why? What's he doing?
Ricky is absolutely enamored with me. See,
Rick?
he's even talking now.
He's getting all horned up.
Rick.
What's that? What's happening? He's courting me. I'm being courted by your dog.
Hey, Mags. Will you grab Rick?
Come on, buddy. Come. Ricky now.
He's a great listener. He's a great listener.
He like looks at me and like gives me the eyes. Look how he was walking. See how he like walks?
Take your time, bro. You're gonna get there.
No. Hey.
Get out here.
Oh my gosh, this dog. Come here, Ricky. Come here, buddy.
Come on, Ricky.
You gotta go.
Yeah,
You gotta go, pal.
Come on, Rick.
He's so strong when he puts his feet down, though. He's just saying, "I'm not doing any of that business." I don't know who you think you are talking to me like that.
And the funniest thing about that dog is he thinks like it's like that connection. So he thinks he has that connection with every human where if we're telling him no, you're telling him yes.
Oh, good.
You know what I
Oh,
you know
good,
what I mean?
Good.
Like,
That's a hard
yeah.
dynamic to.
Yeah, the shop really fucks with him on that level cuz he can't like he
Dog's
can't
his own, bro.
yeah, he can't decipher from like what's right and what's wrong, you know,
Sure,
like
sure.
dad doesn't want me to do this, but other people let me do that.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
the
like
problem
one of
when
those
when you put him in
things.
public like that,
Yeah.
and he's got the character that he has.
Yeah.
It's trouble if you're
Yeah.
trying to keep discipline. It's trouble
Yeah.
because he's gonna go for affection wherever he gets it. Just
Oh,
like a human. Like
Right?
that.
Why
Like
wouldn't
a
you?
butterfly to
Yeah,
love.
yeah. And
Sure.
yeah, that's the hardest part with me is it gets me I get stressed out on it, but at the same time it's like it's our situation. You know what I mean? So it's
For
like
sure.
yeah.
he's
Learning to cope with that is one of the hardest things. So he's a great dog, bro. I
That's
don't
it,
mean
buddy.
anything like
That's it.
that.
That's
I
what
don't
it
mean
comes down to, man.
no, like
And you could have got a dog like that that's strong as him, acting like a real asshole, and he's not.
and I think he doesn't because he knows.
Yes, well, it's because how you raised them.
Yeah,
It's how
like
you go.
yeah.
It's on your flow.
Yeah, it's like one of them things, right? Like yeah. You got it when you have a dog like that, bro. You gotta fucking put him in his place. Not put him in his place, because that dog's never been beat. But he definitely
No, you have to
knows.
put him- you have to
Yeah,
tell him, Yo,
yeah,
This is what the scoop is. You're the dog in the relationship.
yeah.
For sure.
And I think that's the hardest part, because he is such a well-behaved dog when no one's around. It's almost like you gotta train the humans, not the
Yeah,
fucking
that's
dog.
it. Good luck training the human.
You know what I
Good
mean?
luck with
Yeah,
that. Good
yeah.
luck with
It's
that.
a
They're
tough,
trying.
it's a tough situation. But
Yeah, I was thinking.
What's up?
I was just thinking the exact. Funny you say that.
you haven't said a goddamn
I know.
word
Not
since
a
we
word.
started this
I've been
podcast,
listening,
bro.
I've just been absorbing.
Strawberries,
Taking all
strawberries
in,
is good.
Absorbing, waiting to pop
Yeah, the
off.
strawberries is the real deal, buddy.
It's a good, it's a
good
good
one.
What do you guys want to hear from me? You want to hear me?
Whatever.
dance? I can
Listen,
sing,
I
bro.
know you can dance and sing. I know that. I've seen your
How-
moves myself.
How was the shop when you got
It
back?
was good, man. It was good. Got the fire going out back end, burn some wood.
Oh, fire it.
Well, we took a tree down
I
yesterday.
saw it, but I follow the Instagram
Wow.
feeds.
Burn up a big spruce yesterday. It was
Sometimes
actually
you're
some
busy, though,
hot
you
Why
good.
did you guys do that?
We're gonna put an osprey nest on top of it.
Okay.
It was blocking sun.
That's not why we did it.
Yo, I know 100%. There's no fucking off-spray net going on. I don't know why this guy thinks that he just sold me on that though.
Bro,
He's
we're
like
gonna
this.
put a skid
We
up
are
there.
actually gonna put a flat up there, but that's not why we did it.
It was falling over.
That was a thought that came up halfway through.
Like, hey, we should put something up there once the trees cut.
Yeah,
skid.
yeah. So I'll tell you what's up.
We never thought of how we're gonna put said skid up there.
Yeah,
yet.
you go up the. We got
gonna
to
be a
No, you put
thing.
the ladder up. So we make
Oh,
we
touche.
make ladders.
Lateral,
One of
yeah.
us climb.
Oh,
No,
you
you don't.
make
No,
it.
yeah.
This guy's
See.
talking about a skid
Hold
that you
on.
Put, like at a warehouse. They put the stuff
Yeah.
on the skid like a pallet.
Yeah, like a pallet.
Okay, I'm just following. Sorry.
So we make ladder. Dunk, dunk, dunk. We go up.
Make pulley.
Right. We don't even have to. I'll be the pulley.
Yeah, lug it up. Just tie a rope to it. Pull it up. Tack her on. It's gonna be kind of sketchy tack. Maybe not.
No, it has all those
Yeah,
fucking
he's
feet
gonna-
thing,
yeah,
bro.
just a second.
As long as you-
Sorry. It's gonna be sketchy for sure because of how you just told me the blueprint. I'm gonna go. I need a pulley. I'm the pulley. He didn't even say nothing anymore. He went like this. You could hear his breath go out, and he just let you talk.
That's because he knows I'll try it. That's
And
why.
I was sitting here listening to you two go, and I said, one of these motherfuckers is gonna get hurt for sure.
No,
Yeah,
we'll
you-
get
the
it.
guy that went, It's gonna be on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, your arm is on the ground here. How's that pulley going? That's what
Yeah,
you
but
just
how
said.
many times have I been all right getting up on shit? I get down.
Yeah.
I get scared when I get
There's
up
been
there,
some
bro.
times-
But
Of
I
course
get
you
down.
do.
I
Of
get
course you
down.
do,
I
Yeah.
bro.
think there's been a couple questionable times.
Last time I was on the
There's been a
roof,
couple
I
close
was
times,
shook
yeah.
for
That
some
was a
reason.
good
I was
one.
shook last time I was on the
love
roof.
that. That's when you get with the camera.
And it's not even, it wasn't even high, bro, but it's like I'm getting older, so I'm getting, your fucking knees just start doing that shit.
Yo, bro, I got a funny story to tell you about that. Let me tell you. Me, I'm generally not scared of too much, okay? And that's just because one time I skinned my knee and there was just a little bit of blood, so from that point on. I go to a girl's apartment. This said girl, very nice lady, says, let's go check out the balcony. Now, they had a glass. You know the balconies that have like the bar? And then there's just a window? Well, I don't
That's
know.
a swanky apartment, bro.
Well, I can tell you, as soon as my 380-pound ass got on that, I have never been so insecure and vulnerable in my entire life. I went right against the wall, like this. She said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm just trying to get used to it." It's just weird because I feel like there's no... And I was like looking like this, looking over. She's like, "Are you sure you're okay?" I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, for real, it's really okay. But just, could you do me a favor? Come stand in front of the glass part. Because if I start going that way, I need you to come with me. She goes, no. Well, let's go off of here. I sat there on the couch, bro, for probably 10 minutes thinking to myself, how was I so scared? I have to do it again. And, bro, I went in and my feet locked right up again. My heart started pounding, and I went right back into the place. I said, I can't do this. That's 7th story. You know why that is? It's because I'm fucking near 400 pounds. If my weight gets shifted one way or the other, it's trouble.
It's
trouble,
it's true though.
It's trouble.
It's true though. Like, have you always been big?
Yeah.
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 You do a lot of like sports when you were a kid.
Yes. I wasn't always big like this.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't always...
No, but you're a big. You can
yes,
tell.
yes,
like,
yes,
bro,
of
you're
course,
just.
of
If you
course.
ask, even Yeti and I talked about this the other day.
Yes, of course.
Right? Like
Yeah.
Yeti and I talked about this the other day. We were talking about you. I don't even know fucking how. We were telling you. I was telling someone about you, like just how big you were.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, I understand.
And Yeti, like I was telling, I think, who the fuck was I telling? I don't even know. We was at the shop, or were we here? Yeah, we were here. It was Phil and them. That's who it was.
Okay.
And fucking Yeti stands up and he's like, the dude's not just like, it's not like he's just fucking big. He's like, the guy like looks me in the fucking eye. So even for Yeti to like stand up and say that, like you're
I'm a big...
you're
I've
a
always
big,
been a big kid.
yeah, you're a big guy.
Yeah, I've always... My brother's a big guy, too.
Yeah.
I've always been a big guy, and I've always been in
Sports? Yeah, because that was
Always
my
played
next
sports.
thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
always. So, not only am I big, but I'm really
Like,
strong.
bro, me and you,
Strong.
you big me QB, you fucking center. Like, bro,
Yes.
we would have
We
fucking.
would've just it would have been a wrap.
Yeah,
But I wasn't
there would've
worried
been
about playing
nothing.
Football back when I got to the age where there was girls, I didn't care about the sports things again. It was the sport.
Yeah, but you get mad pussy from sports.
Well, you do when you're really good at sports, bro.
Yeah.
If you're on the team
When you're
because
the
you
center
didn't
of
say,
it,
Craig,
yeah.
You know, I saw you play center and you're so good at it. You said,
Yeah.
Craig, you're big enough to be my center. You
Yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
you're not getting pussy. That guy
I
doesn't
get
get the
it.
pussy. That
I
guy's
get
not
it.
catching nothing.
Yep.
He's putting his
Yep.
bobber in the water
Yep.
and he's going to eat a sandwich. He's
I
not
get it.
getting shit.
I get it.
Yeah, if you're the quarterback, you're
I
getting
get it,
tons of
dog.
pussy.
I
So,
get it,
yes.
dog.
So,
Even if you look at that, what was that college movie, Varsity Blues?
yes, that's a great
Yeah, that's like
perfect
prime
Look at-
example.
Dude is, and he's the man. Bro.
But he's the shit.
He's the man, bro.
the center guy's the shit too.
He's the yes, of course. No, the center guy's the shit.
Yeah,
he's the man,
that's
bro.
what I
The guy
mean.
with the headache.
Yeah,
always
he's
got
got the headache. Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
He's, that's what I would have done. What
Because
did
you're
you say?
too
I've
young.
never seen Varsity.
It's because
Blues.
you're too fucking young.
It's got Dawson's Creek, fucking James
No,
Vanderbeek.
Fucking
this
Dawson's
guy
Creek
does the
either.
girl. Listen,
You don't know what Dawson's Creek
I
is?
know what it is. I never watched it.
Bro, this is what you brought me here for. You brought me here to educate this
See?
fucking guy.
I needed someone that had a little bit of fucking age and
Similar to Coach
experience.
Carter.
Oh
Varsity
my
Blues
God.
reminds me of Coach Carter.
Listen, bro, Coach Carter.
Gridiron
Varsity
gang.
Blues. Okay, can
Gridiron
I
gang.
tell you something, my friend?
out of the game.
You
Gridiron
you
gang.
basically, I would say,
Gridiron Gang.
have probably
That's that rock movie, right?
I think so.
An exhibit. Exhibits in that movie.
there's probably three exhibits in that movie. There's probably three things that happen in Varsity Blues that you have to go like at least in my generation, you're like, yo, did you see that scene in Varsity Blues? And there was numerous of them.
Oh, okay.
But there was like 3 real bangers. There was 3 ones that really made you question what the fuck was really going on in the world, you know? Like, oh, did she just put whipped cream on her nipples?
Yep.
Holy smokes. And we weren't supposed to know that. Because we weren't in the bondage books yet in the dirty porn on Pornhub.
Bro, that was
we didn't get to there, right? So you see that stuff, you're like,
That's like Porky's time.
yeah. Oh,
You see him sneaking in on the
Buddy,
shower and shit.
Porky's 1, 2, 3. Bro, movie pics. Don't even worry
Dog.
about Porky's, bro.
See, you didn't even get to grow up with the good
You didn't get
shit.
Porky's, did you?
No.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
There's like the
Wayne.
first movies you seen tits in.
Bro,
Like
I
as a
remember
kid
seeing
and shit.
tits. I remember seeing tits on the TV.
But it was normal when you were a teen. That's what I'm
no.
saying.
When I was a teen, yeah.
That's what I
Pornhub had
mean.
already won awards, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was a young kid, bro.
What did you get? Okay, when you were a young kid, what year was that? 97? 98? What was it?
Right.
2014.
Yeah. 2006? What was it?
Late 90s, mid 90s, late 90s.
Bullshit.
Bro, you're
I'm a
27.
90s kid.
I'm 40. I was born in 81.
Yeah, but we're not that
I
far
wasn't
off.
doing shit. I wasn't doing shit.
Bro, when I was
the
a
first
kid,
10
man.
years, man.
When I was a kid, I was sniping shit with my pellet gun, living outside, checking the ice, skating.
Watching the Food Network.
Crab Apple Wars. I watched TLC, Take Home Chef.
I'm not sure if anybody else is.
Fran's a
fucking
different kid, for
Just a
sure.
minute, but- I was
You
talking
mean
about
just
I just wanted to make sure everybody's going to listen to this. This is very important. This guy just talked to us about getting pussy, seeing tits on his fucking TV, and then he came out and said, actually, that's not true. I use BB guns, and I did things outside more.
But also-
And then they wonder why white people shoot up schools.
No, I'll tell you,
I didn't see boobs.
Okay, the weird thing
Yeah,
was, though,
yeah.
the weird thing was, so I seen boobies. We find weird magazines around town. 'Cause there's a lot
Yeah,
of
you're
weird
from
dudes
Deserano.
around. Where you
He's
from?
he's from Deserano, bro.
Oh.
Bro, so there's this one spot up at the
Of
old
course, there's
school.
1 or 2 spots
So
by
we were
the old
scared.
school.
We were
Sure,
scared.
Desirado.
There was this guy where we were scared of. Like everybody
Of
has
course
that
you
kid.
were.
There's a couple,
Yes.
but there's one guy like out of
Sure.
a nightmare. And this guy was addicted to like some crazy shit.
to
Drugs. Yeah, homie was gonna come with that. And this guy, let me tell you about him.
He's on that
Addicted to drugs.
methamphetamine.
This motherfucker was playing gold for Alien though.
But
But
really,
no, this guy.
the first thing he thought was gonna shake us up is if he said the guy was addicted to drugs. So
Yeah.
I'm really gonna get him good. I'm
Yeah.
gonna set the stone here. The guy was addicted to drugs. He was addicted to drugs. This guy.
Okay, no, like, okay, this the reason why I'm not talking like I'm talking some. So we would go play manhunt, and this guy would be at the school.
Manhunt. We played manhunt.
Oh yeah. Well,
Sorry,
we'd walk up
go
to
ahead.
school with a group of us, and come to find this guy, fucking up there doing some weird shit, and he takes with a needle,
Bro, what
bro.
was he doing?
Okay,
Sorry.
honestly, one time we come down to school, and there's a basketball court, and there's one light on the corner of the basketball in the building where the gym was, and he was sitting there and he was jerking off, and that's the time he chased us with a needle.
Well, I'll tell you, anybody that is putting risk to their dick like that, they're jerking off with a needle close enough to chase you down, bro. Then I'll say this to you right now: you need to get the fuck out of there, bro. That's the truth. Whatever
I
you
stumbled
did,
upon that. I was,
Whatever you
I was
did.
going to play manhunt. I wasn't going to watch that.
any man chasing you with his a hard dick and a fucking needle, you get the fuck going, bro. Me, I can run fast in a situation
Oh,
like
I
that.
can run fast,
I can
too.
tell you, not Usain Bolt fast, not like that, like fat guy fast. Like holy shit, that guy's pretty fast for a fat guy.
I'll
Like
tell
that.
you. I'll tell you. I bet you.
Momentum
faster.
fast.
Okay.
Yeah, like yes, exactly.
Momentum
How I
fast.
stopped is I just dropped.
I had a buddy.
Skid.
I had a buddy
Break
the
it.
same size, like say big boy, like he was like 6'4" and he was
Sure,
big,
sure.
and he was
Yes, he
always the
was.
fastest one. He
Yes,
was
he
always
was. That's
gone,
not
and he had
the case with
asthma.
That's
Fucking
because motherfucker
asthma.
was momentum.
Yeah,
he
that's
learned how to
why.
use
Yes,
fucking
man.
gravity.
He was
Way
fucked
back.
though. I remember times that we'd run and jump over this like it was actually
Yeah,
funny
we
because
can't jump,
numerous
bro.
times,
This
bro,
guy.
this guy couldn't jump.
You
We
see
would
this one?
we would
Hey,
run
look
and
at this
jump
one.
like over fences to get out of
Hater here.
situations.
Hater.
And for like I don't know how many times Buddy goes up to the
Couldn't let
fence,
the fat guy be a
and this is
champion.
disappointment.
Yeah.
Couldn't let the fat guy be a champion.
There's a fence.
He
Let's
said-
go this way.
He goes like this. Oh, that guy was so fast, but let me tell you what him in the fence had on.
Always guide towards the fence.
Oh, I
When he
would
did,
fucking
then he
hit
grabbed
you
the
so hard
fence,
with something, man.
and the devastation of like,
Yes, of
I gotta
course.
run around this motherfucker.
Yes, of course, because he knew he was being bullied. That's what he knew. He knew. He said, I'm faster than these motherfuckers, so I'm going to put things that are just a height I can't do.
I was like one of those kids because we had a buddy that was really light and fast, and he'd take to people's backyards, and I was like, when shit got real, it's like I'm running, but like I'm gonna go close to my house. You know what I
Wait, just a
mean?
minute. Can I get a definition of when shit got real? What does that mean exactly? In Deserano, when shit gets real, what are you talking about? Are you
That
talking-
means they just Probably like
Like threw a snowball
yeah.
in the wrong house?
or like hit,
No.
hit through
Okay, or
pumpkins.
Or like egged the wrong car?
Yeah.
It depends really because there's a
And
couple
like
times.
Jeremy came out and chased you down? I'm sorry.
Okay,
What
so
happened?
a lot of the times there's always one of these good friends. Not really good friends actually.
So there's a
Anyways.
person
Can't
you
say
know.
Oh, like
names.
Nikki. Yeah, I'm not gonna
no
say
names.
Nikki, we were playing Nikki at times, right? And then we always had a guy like one time we'd play Nikki, and the guy picks up a handful of gravel and throws it at like a 5-plex's windows. So you're gonna have a couple pills. He always took it too far. You know what I mean?
Okay, you
And
guys were playing the traditional Nicky 9-door. That's what I'm assuming
Yeah.
Nicky is. So you're out and you're rummaging around the local garbage cans and stuff, and you say, let's go knock on people's door. And then you're doing that, and Trevor, he picks up rocks and throws them at the window.
More
More than once.
like
Did it happen more than one time?
okay. There's another time. Here's the other time.
Did he
where
do
she-
something stupid again?
Yeah.
It was your gang's responsibility to get him the fuck out of there. Once he threw the rocks.
This
and
guy
Nicky
threw a
9-door
pumpkin
broke.
through someone's screen door.
Yes, see,
I said pumpkin too. I knew it was a pumpkin.
It's
involved.
pumpkins always
yeah,
come.
pumpkins, man.
We actually had a good spot. There used to be this old abandoned mansion, and this is probably the coolest thing that I've ever done in my life. Not really,
This
but the
better
coolest
be super
getaway.
fucking cool, bro. I'm just telling
So,
you, I know this one.
There was a
If
mansion.
It's not super cool, bro.
There
you're
was a
fucking-
mansion,
I'm telling you right now.
and it beautiful, like marble floors. But at nighttime, you go up in it. It was abandoned after a while, and you go up, and at the very, very top, like it was tall, overlooking Deserano, there was a sunroom at the very top of this mansion. So we'd grab crab apples and we'd load up our shirts, and we'd all go up to this place in the middle of the night, and we'd lay up on top of the sunroof, and it was right on the highway, and we would bomb cars, and they would stop. And they didn't have the slightest fucking
Of
clue.
course they don't
They
know.
called the cops one time,
Of course they did.
and the cops came back. The cops
didn't
came
know
down,
either.
and we were sitting there. We were like, "What
Quiet.
do we do?"
Yep, I know this one.
And buddy, he hums a frickin', starts humming at the cops. Throws one or two at the cops, and the one hits the roof, and it's really, really loud because it like dents the roof, right? It's like aluminum, or whatever. And the cop instantly like speeds up, thinks we're behind the building, walks around, and it's very weird, like. As a kid, because like we'd be in a group, right, and we'd like hide in these weird spaces. But when a cop's after you and a cop's by himself and like comes, like there's many times they just wouldn't go in this building.
Of course you're not going to go in the building. It's one cop by himself. There's
Yeah.
a fucking building there.
I don't know how many times like we would be up there, and I don't know if they just thought they realized we weren't like we were up top or we were gone, but they never once like we threw him up there. He came in, shined his light. You could tell it was like, you know, if someone shines in, they're like looking, but they're not like, I'm not fucking getting too close. And he got in his car and drove away. And we stayed up there all night and continued to have a blast.
Well,
Small town vibes though. Like there's times we sit in a park and just
It's a
throw
very
apples
small
at the
town
windows at the town hall.
At the town hall.
Cause yeah,
I didn't know Deserano was really that
Was
country.
so hard,
I thought
yeah.
I didn't know that.
it wasn't really that country. Like we just did a lot of stupid shit growing up. We were assholes.
How many kids would be like in the Deserano gang? That would be like
There
of
was
the.
no gang. It was the days of everybody being outside and hanging out, though. You know,
Yeah, I
everybody
remember
enjoying the
those days.
outdoors. You know,
I remember those days.
Yeah, those days were so much.
crab
fun.
apple
Oh,
war.
I never had one of those, but yes,
No?
outdoors was so much fun.
Oh,
before.
see, that must.
That was a later
we
kid.
threw crab apples. Yeah.
Yeah, I never did that. I don't think I ever popped that cherry. Really, I think that's still something I really want to try though.
It was always older
Sounds
kids
like
versus
fun.
younger. Oh, but the way it works out is never very
The
good.
first time I ever did that was with my brother actually, right out in front of our house when we were kids, man, like real young when we used to get snow, and then
Holy
snowbanks.
fuck, eh?
No, like I mean like snow, like
Real snow,
you know
yeah.
the front of my parents' house.
No,
Like
I
real
don't.
snow. I know what you're saying.
No, I have
Never
never
seen
He's
seen
not
that.
born then. This goes back to him being a young fella.
Okay, so I just assumed you'd driven by it before or whatever. It's on the main road in the county, right? But it's a small house, like
I wish we had a computer so we could bring it up on the map.
it's 2 floors. Well, we could. Actually, I could bring it up. They
Anyways, go on.
won't be able to see it, but
No, it'll be
eventually we'll get a TV up in here. people
Yeah,
will be able
yeah,
to
that would be sick. That would be sick. Because then you can start talking about real good stuff that you can fact check quickly.
Yeah, well, Mags was gonna be sitting in here soon. We're gonna get it rocking.
I
It's
know you're
gonna
going
be a
to, bro.
dope
I have
show.
no
Yeah.
doubt in
Yeah,
my
it's
mind
gonna
this
be a
thing is
dope
going to
show.
be off the fucking hinges.
Mags is gonna be like our fact checker and
Yep.
Our bullshit.
Sure,
Our
sure.
bullshit scam.
Yes, of course, man.
I'll tell you
Like,
one thing.
you guys
is-
are full. Fran, shut up! You're full of fucking shit.
No, Megs, you don't have to do. Megs, you can just bypass everything I say because that shit you take straight to the bank. Cash. Cash money.
Cash money.
Oh my god.
She'll just be like, yeah, don't even bother. There's no point me typing it in,
Okay.
bro. Earth's flat.
I know.
Did you see the Earths? Yeah, you know, I've seen that picture. It's very compelling. It's very compelling. I see what NASA did, and I
How
see
come
what
every
Jared from Connecticut did, and I don't know
We got it.
who's in a better spot to tell me Is the Earth flat or round? I don't know. Who should tell me that? Who should be
Earth's
that
definitely
person?
round. Just baffles you every time pictures from the
I
airplane.
thought it was a sphere. What is it baffled?
Yo,
I've never
Ray,
been
look
baffled
at-
by this.
look at
I
how-
can
look
tell
at
I'm
how-
just fucking with you.
Look how cute this little house is.
Oh, bro, that's beautiful.
So
Mid-century
That's why
home.
you busted your teeth open?
So-
That's nice, bro.
So where I
Are both
grew,
those houses connected?
grew up. No, but you would think so. That's the one I always try and tell my dad to buy.
I knew they
He's-
weren't connected
he's-
because of that blue paint on it.
He's slept on
Holy,
that
bro.
house like 4
Like,
times.
That's right on top. That's literally your neighbor.
You want to know a funny fact about this? So, this row of houses here, they're like all attached. There's like 4 or 5 of them. They're not attached. They look like they're attached, but it's only because they're so old.
And you'd even like your neighbor.
No, he's a cunt.
Of course
Isn't-
he was. Why
bro,
wouldn't he? No,
Actually,
if
that's
you
a
have
lie.
house that
That's a
close, he's
lie.
an asshole,
That's
for
a
sure.
lie. That's a lie. So the very first neighbors we had were cunts when I was a
Mm.
kid. Then,
Like as
They
a
s-
group, they were cunts. Like,
so it was a wife and a
So
husband.
your parents
Just-
did all the
just the
gardening.
wife-
Your
just the
parents
wife
did all
was
the
a cunt.
gardening and took care of that front yard.
Yeah, my mom does all that shit.
Figured so.
Yeah, my mom loves it,
Yeah.
bro. She's got, bro. You know what's the
Well, that's
funniest,
what I was gonna say. Who cut the grass?
the funniest shit?
You know, it's one of those
There's
weird
no
things, bro.
fucking grass there to cut, homie.
Yeah,
It's
is that
like
your
it's a
back? Is that your
fucking
backyard? Is
4x4.
the top left your backyard? Or what the fuck's going on there? Do you
No,
have a
this is
backyard?
across the road.
Do you have a backyard?
Their backyard is small. Will you let me fucking answer
I'm
the
just- I got
one,
questions,
like the
bro.
first fucking question?
I know.
He is
I've been
on
keeping track.
fire.
This
He didn't
guy-
say a word the first
No,
45
no,
minutes.
he's
Now he
tired.
hasn't
He was
took
sleepy.
a
He had
fucking
to-
breath.
That's because he's still 27 years old. He can't handle that strawberry.
He's on
He
his-
can't handle the strawberry in that bum, the
Yeah.
2-day-old bum.
Yeah.
He can't handle that.
I'm on that weak shit.
That's got him twisted
Okay,
right up.
so I'm going back to the beginning. Okay, tidbit. This is a
Looks like a
tidbit.
movie, this house.
No kidding.
My mom has like,
Leave it to Beaver.
my mom has like, you know the rock, that crystal bullshit that man gets into
Yeah.
and stuff? My mom has like fucking like $200 rocks in her front lawn. Okay, hold on, hear this out. You couldn't even keep a lawn ornament in the back. Anywhere, motherfuckers would steal it. But this bitch has like two or 3 grand worth of rocks in the front, and
And nobody's
nobody's
touching
touching
them.
them.
That's
They've been
because
there
there's
for
no
10
show,
years. Nobody even knows what they are.
You
It's
know
just
what's
funny.
fucked?
rocks.
It's just
How
funny.
ruthless old people are, like stealing gnomes and shit, and then next you see them in someone's garden. It happened in Desperado. It happened in Desperado all the time. And I'm not.
Of course,
it
this is.
It
They don't
was-
have that problem in Kingston,
So
bro.
I knew the lady. Like
No, they're smart. They drive to the
there
other
was
side of the
obviously,
city.
though, there was
spray
obviously,
paint it.
you know, there was obviously something. You know what I mean? Like
I
it was my
think-
buddy's.
know
It was my
what
buddy's mom. It was my
Bitch
buddy's mom.
stealing flamingos.
It was my buddy's mom.
Yes,
But
of
at the end of the night,
Yeah.
she would go in the middle of the night. She would take fucking like gnomes and nice guards. She had and she lived in a
All
duplex.
high on the myth-to-methamine.
No, she was
That's
just.
the myth.
It was hard because his buddy's mom, right? So I didn't say anything ever. But like he'd make jokes sometimes. But he would like go and there'd be so much shit in front of her house, and then they'd be like, yeah, she came and stole it in the middle of the fucking night. She'd have everybody's yard.
That's
permit.
straight savage.
Put them right in her house.
It's so
But
savage.
that's a beautiful little house. I'll show
Okay,
you where I grew
so
up too.
couple
after.
points. No. Couple points.
It looks just like that. It just looks like that.
Get to the story here. You got to stop interrupting him.
Okay, okay, I'll let you go.
points. Couple
Go, go, go.
points. This is in the Settler's Dream. This row of housing.
In the movie?
No, it's a book.
Okay.
It's a book from like the early, was it 1900? No, 1800s, I
Oh,
think.
cool.
When is John This is fucking. Here's a question for you, boys.
Okay, Mags, we're ready for you.
Yeah.
When? No, you can't. You're not allowed to answer. Well, if she knows
Do
this.
you know this answer?
No,
Okay, so then how come she can't answer? Because I know he doesn't know it.
because
Neither
if
do
she,
I.
you know what, bro? If she knows this and we don't know this, it's kind of fucking blasphemy.
Shoot.
Okay,
Something about
Mags,
John
you
Henry.
can't answer. We're not talking to you anymore. We
Something
said
about John Henry though.
I'm talking. Yes, you know it.
John Henry.
Yeah, McDonald, the motherfucker. When was he?
McDonald.
John Henry is a big difference between John Henry and John McDonald.
Sir John-
Henry.
Sir John A.
18
McDonald.
something.
Yeah, 18, right?
I want to say 18.
Yeah, 1872.
I want to say
18,
I want to say
18.
67.
18.
67.
Oh!
What I tell you, that's because that one time in Catholic elementary school, bro, I knew they were gonna tell me something that whole time in Catholic from 1 to 8. I didn't learn a fucking thing. But 1867. Boom.
They
That's
made
probably on
sure.
a bill. I'll
They
bet
made
you it's on
sure
a
they
bill.
raped that date into
Oh,
your brain.
fucking right.
They
I'm
made
saying-
sure
I
they
didn't-
raped
Oh,
that
yeah,
date.
for sure they
Yeah.
did. Don't worry about the Catholics, bro. They know what they're doing.
You ever see the mural in Napanee of Sir Johnny McDonald's by the drugstore downtown?
No.
That's instantly what I thought of. There's a big mural on a brick wall of Sir Johnny. I'm like, what does it say? What does it say?
So his slaves lived in these houses.
Of
Oh,
course, yes,
shit.
he did
Yeah.
have slaves. Yes, he did. They're,
Yeah.
I work with a crazy lady. She's absolutely batshit crazy,
Yeah.
but just not crazy enough to have to go to an asylum. Just crazy
Just
enough that
verge.
she can have like.
So like 75% of North America.
No, like has a kid. But maybe shouldn't.
That don't
You know-
matter, bro.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying like I'm just using her to characterize her. She has a child that she probably shouldn't have a child. You know, one of them.
Yeah.
And she came in one day, and there's a native kid that works with us. He's from Belleville, and she said to him, she said, Christian, are you mad at Sir John A? And he said, what the fuck are you talking about? This kid is 18 years old. He doesn't know a fucking thing about any of that stuff.
Yep.
He knows when Xbox 4 came out. That's
Yeah.
the truth, man. He doesn't know.
Can I get a PS5?
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a date. Yeah, it's I think I was born at a time or something. These kids are out to lunch.
Oh yeah, they don't give a
Holy
fuck.
Smart
fuck, bro.
smart boards, bro. Kids
Yeah.
learn on smart boards
Oh, bro,
nowadays.
these kids, I'm telling you, are walking into fences for fuck's sakes, bro. These kids are
And they're not big.
Eggs with no
They're
yolks.
not
You know what I'm
big,
saying?
yeah.
That's the truth, bro.
Damn.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Anyhow, so he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. This is coming out of left field, and now I'm interested. So I'm sitting back, letting this unfold in front of me. But I know I'm gonna pounce. I can feel my tail starting to slow down. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to jump because I know where she's going. He goes, no, I don't even know who the fuck that is. Actually. And she goes, well, I'm offended. You're not offended. He goes, what do you mean? How are you offended that if I'm not offended, how can you be? And he's so fucked up that I go, I'm not going to say her name. I go, hey, why the fuck are you giving him a hard time about Sir John A. MacDonald? He doesn't even know who the fuck that is. And then he goes, what is it? And then she starts talking about this fucking houses, bro. She started talking about his slaves in Picton.
Isn't that funny?
Isn't that crazy?
That's where I grew up.
Yes, and she's just to be clear.
Tell a bitch you know a descendant.
No, she's not. Are you crazy, bro? This one is like this. Says, how are you doing today, Craig? I say good, but I use it as neutral as I possibly can because if I say good,
Yeah, you're not open.
if I'm excited,
yeah.
she needs to bring me down.
Yeah.
If I'm down, she needs to pull me deeper.
Yeah.
She's one of those people, you know, and that's
Yeah.
why she says she shouldn't have kids. Not because I don't think you should ever take your child from their mother, but if the mother is an absolute cancer,
Yeah.
then you have to make a decision. That's why I say that. But she is.
Well, see,
she's a
if
special
I got to run the country, shit, I would make you would have to take. No, I'm listening. I'm serious, dog. I feel like I'd be a good guy to run the country.
I think you would run the country.
I don't know economy, but I'd be the fairest fucking goddamn motherfucker up there.
Yep.
Straight facts, dead
Fair.
facts.
Yep.
'Kay.
That's fair.
And I would make any female, not any female. Sorry, that's.
Oh, you're gonna
that
step
was
on
bad.
toes, bro.
I didn't
my
mean
God.
that.
Oh,
I
my
didn't
God.
mean it like that. I categorized that in the worst way.
Yeah,
in the
it
worst way.
sounded like we were going down a road that I
Any-
don't think none of us want to be part of.
Any
Listening.
group of
A group of
people
yeah,
that
not
want
females, any people.
not just the female, the male as well.
Male, okay,
They have to take an IQ test.
Okay.
To have children.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is, okay, just a second.
110%.
I'm with you on that. I'm good if we have that island we were talking about before. That's a good thing. We should be doing that there. But if we start doing that here, bro, we're not gonna have any fucking kids, bro. That's why they don't do that, man. You have to have kids to keep your country going.
Yeah.
If they start saying, "Excuse me, Sally, Andrew, come here for a minute." Okay, now how fast can you make that square into a circle?
Okay,
And
can we
little?
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm listening, bro.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
Bro,
That's a fair
that's
thing.
It, that's the
That's
truth,
fair.
bro. That's why they don't do it. And I understand what you're saying, and I understand the point, and I agree with you. And when we make a community, because the shit's gonna go downhill here soon, sort of clear.
Yeah.
When we make a community, yes,
Yeah.
of course it is. Of course it is. There's way too many. This is the truth. There's way too many. There's way too many insecure people in powerful places. That's the reality of it, man. That is the absolute reality of it. And I would say that when the world does go to shit and we have our community, this is something how we vet people. Yes. They have to have an IQ test just to come on the fucking island, bro. Because I don't want some dumb broad slipping through because she looks nice, and then the next thing you know, I want to have babies with her, and I can't have babies with her because our IQs don't work out.
Yep.
We need to know every person coming on what their IQ is.
See, that'd be terrible, bro. You want to just make love to some girl, but she ain't smart enough.
You'd have to snuff her torch out, bro.
You'd have to forge tests, bro.
And that's what would be happening.
That's Dictator Bush.
What I would say, if it's our island, then I mean records could be smudged.
Yeah.
If there was a-
Bro, but then you can have a serious problem because you're gonna have all these fucking dudes, and if say even women.
Bro, I'm not saying like you can only doctors are allowed to reproduce. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just
depends
saying
what your numbers are too. right?
like yeah, like I'd let you reproduce.
Well,
just
I don't
not
know. I don't
just
know.
not more than once.
Just maybe, I don't know. Maybe
Bro.
get a sample from like if he has a sister or a brother. Maybe let's try something first, and then we'll go to him. We'll see how that one comes
No,
out.
we'll clone you first, friend.
I'm just fucking around, friend. I'm just playing with you, brother.
You have me on an
You could
island.
have a baby.
I'd repopulate that whole island.
You
work
would.
2 days. I'd
Yeah,
repopulate
yeah.
I've
I'll
seen
tell
your
you.
Tinder.
And I'll
Walk
say
around like
something.
walk around like a rabbit.
I don't know.
You just be
I
like
don't
this.
know.
Fucking no liquid, just drying right the fuck out. Look like a leather fucking glove.
Blowing out fucking sand.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
that's too funny.
It'd be like that Sentinel Island. I feel like though.
You know what though? I never told my original shit, bro. So
We were at slaves.
no, I was throwing shit. We were throwing cherry apples. That's what I was.
Yes, we
that's
were.
where
Yes,
I went.
We were doing that.
That's deep.
Of course.
So back, I remember being when I was a kid, dude. They would pile like snow because they had nowhere to put snow. So the banks would get so high that you could pretty much jump from the top of the banks to the roof.
Okay, that's what. Yes, I remember.
It was
that.
like
Okay, yes.
crazy, right?
That's real snow.
It was like yeah,
Oh, that's when we had snow
yeah,
before. He
yeah.
doesn't know that.
That's what I mean.
He's not
I've
looking
seen
around.
snow. I've seen
Yeah,
snow.
in the middle of the north, never down by the water, buddy.
No, I've seen snow on the water.
So my mom used to be like, "Why don't you guys go outside and play?" And we'd be like, "Okay," and we'd always get it, and she wouldn't know at the beginning that we'd be out on this fucking mountain, and I'd be like. We played King of the Castle with my brother, and
Oh, that's
he's,
the
what, 5 years younger than me?
Oh, that's
right?
the sickest. Yes, yes,
I'm
for sure.
winning all the
Of
fucking
course you are.
time.
Bro. You're
bro.
5 years older than him.
So I'd be like, "Oh, let's climb to the top," and he'd be like, "Okay, yeah," and I'd like help him get to the top. And be like, "Let's play King of the Castle," and just
you would
fucking
push him down,
hoove this kid
To get head trauma.
like 12 feet off of this fucking thing.
Delivering him some
Oh,
head trauma.
It's a pavement.
Bro, you don't
tell
realize-
mom.
Oh, dude,
I was just joking, you're fine.
Fucked
You're
my
I was
brother
just
up.
joking.
I was just joking.
I was just joking, man.
But dude, this road, that's a major road.
Yeah.
My brother would like roll out into
Of course,
traffic
of
and shit,
course.
and like me, you're just like you're under 10, so you don't even give a fuck. And
I
then
do.
your mom comes out and shit gets real, you know. But what we did do was throw. So I used to get in shit for doing that, so
Of
I
course.
came up with the idea of fucking throwing snowballs over at the cars.
fruit
It was a
fly.
little fruit fly,
Okay.
and yeah, that lasted once.
There it is.
Yo, the assassin, the fruit fly assassin. I saw him,
Yeah.
but he just. Like he hit it so gently that it just kind of just rendered it still, and then he just flicked it off and kept it moving.
Peaceful.
Like,
Go on.
you know,
Burn it.
you know when you were saying you were up in the fucking house and the cops came and they shined
Yeah.
the light and they couldn't see you because you're far away. Okay, so that's a smart, well executed, crabapple
Assault.
plan.
Essentially.
Yeah, that's
Assault.
a smart plan. That's coming.
Strategize.
That's strategized. It's
Yeah.
coming from like a teenager who's
Yeah.
who's been in shit before,
Yeah.
thought
Sure.
his way through.
Sure.
Me being a young buck, not giving a fuck,
Mm.
not really knowing which way to go, you know.
Yeetin.
Yeeting, bitch. I'm like 7 feet from the road, and we're like
Kicks his mom down the hill.
fucking no, dude. We're lobbing like me and my brother are
Oh,
like
yes.
lobbing snowballs up over the
Ice
fucking
balls.
hill. Yeah,
Ice
balls.
balls.
Ice balls.
They
for
start
sure.
snowing, they get
Yeah,
harder.
For sure,
Onto the
for
road.
sure. Onto the road.
Where the cars and the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
citizens are moving about.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
We
very-
can't even fucking see anything, right?
Okay, good. So you
Because
don't
it's
know what
like
you're
I
hitting.
said, no, you have no fucking idea.
You're behind. You're behind. You're in between.
We're
the
on
house
the
and
sidewalk because
snowbank.
they
You're in-
plow the sidewalks.
Sure.
So it'd be like you could be like on the sidewalk, then it'd be 8 feet of fucking snow
On each side.
on each side, and then there's the fucking road.
I hear you. Yes, sir.
Right?
Yep, for sure.
So,
I'm
and we
with
would
you now.
play up on this thing,
Of
and it
course,
was
of course, of course. I'm
fucking
with you for sure.
major dangerous, bro. Like, we should not have fucking been up
Of
there,
course.
right? Especially at the age we were at, you know? But we'd always be like, "Mom, we're going to play out back," and she'd be like, "Okay," and we'd always end up out front. Me and my brother were like, "Fuck yeah!
Yeah,
Mom's
for
not
sure.
watching us,"
For
you know?
sure,
And I was like,
for
"I'm gonna
sure.
kill this kid," so it was awesome, right?
Yes,
I
for
fucking
sure.
I hated my brother so much, bro. It was kind of sad, but
I think my brother hates me like that, or hated. Not now, but they did.
yeah,
When we were
yeah,
young, I think
yeah,
he did too.
yeah.
We had a rough.
Were you like babied and shit?
No. I was an aggressive young lad.
Oh, okay. So my brother was like middle child, right? So he was like spoiled, like
So you were mad at him.
yeah.
My brother was like, I was the man, and then my little brother showed up, like that. So I was the little brother.
Yeah.
I was the baby of the family, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it didn't take long for me not to be the baby anymore. As soon as I was young enough to know like how a weapon worked. Honestly, God, I'm not even kidding. You know, it sounds crazy.
I was
know
a
that-
stepchild of 5 other siblings.
Yeah.
so it's
Listen, man.
I would fuck you up.
yeah, I'm telling you. Yes, if you grow up with my older brother's a big kid, right? I mean, we're talking go out and play some hockey, and then he would come in house with a knot in his fucking forehead because I smashed him with a hockey stick.
Mhm.
Because he tripped me when I was trying to skate fast. Or whatever the fuck I was doing.
You really learn how to boomerang a fucking hockey stick when people skate
Oh,
away too,
buddy,
right?
yep, I can boomerang your feet right out of you like
Yeah.
I'm from fucking Australia, buddy. I can get then the stick will come back to me too. Just slide right back like this. I just hold it. And I look at you and I think, you stupid motherfucker.
I think that's the Canadian in us.
For sure it is.
I
For sure it is.
Because I think every fucking Canadian kid, I can't even skate on fucking ice skates, but I got a hockey stick story.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
I got
for sure.
like 3 or 4 hockey stick
Yeah, so do I.
stories.
So
Yeah.
do I.
yeah, a lot of people with hockey sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is a Canadian thing. I think it really is. I think
It
that's-
is.
I think
It must be.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Cause like
You're right.
I fucking one time, dog, my brother was being it's always my brother. He's being a bitch, like a fucking little bitch. And we were all playing road hockey
Sure.
at the park, and he was playing net, and we just kept fucking putting the ball in on him, and
And he's getting mad.
Bro, the whole like pick the net up. I'm going home.
No, not the net on the
with
shoulder. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
With the net,
Oh, bro.
boys, and he's my little brother, and we're playing with like
You better hit
a
him.
couple
watch
of my
this
buddies
guy.
from the whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm
you
like,
better hit him.
get back
Yo,
here,
get
bro.
the
We don't
fuck
need him
back
being
here.
a bitch,
Sure,
you know?
sure.
And he's
Yeah.
like, I'm taking my net home. And he's like walking away, and he gets farther and farther. I'm like, bring the fucking net back. We're all like yelling at him, whatever. And I'm like, watch this. Fucking like 2-step fucking javelin this stick.
Oh, sick.
And he's like walking with the net. And I'm like, he's still in, and he's like turns around to go fucking yell something and drops the net. And I swear to God, this fucking stick hit him.
Right in the forehead.
This is Sparta!
Bro,
Yeah, that's
no,
the
I was
difference.
running. I seen that shit coming. I was running to him to try and stop that stick
joking!
before
You knew what was
it
going
hit
on. You
him,
knew it
dude.
was happening.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
you knew it was
I
happening.
got in shit
For sure.
for that one,
That's your
bro.
brother.
Midair, and he
Bro.
was like, "Don't tell mom."
bro, I remember you can ask some of the homies. My Billy Frost, like one day you'll probably meet him. Kids kept one of County's buddies.
Yeah.
He was there playing. Same thing. He sees me and he brings it up. He's like, "Remember when you fucking hit your brother with that fucking?"
Of course.
It was like an Olympian thing, bro. The kid was like, "Fuck, 60
Farther
feet
than
away."
he's usually
Yeah,
gonna hit him.
but it was like fluke shit.
Sure.
Like karma. It was karma. Like teaching me, you can't do that shit, man.
Oh,
Like,
you
what
can't.
the
And
fuck?
when I hit my
You
bro,
can't.
that
Right.
was the first time. Same thing.
Yeah.
I hit him, and I felt bad. That was the first time I ever felt bad about it.
Yeah.
I didn't show it.
See, I was wheezing.
I was
you
young-
never.
No, I was young enough to know that you don't give away that kind of
Yeah,
information.
yeah. You don't show it
It's
till
like him,
mom
like-
and dad get around.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, man, I was just, now you trip me. But
See,
yeah,
I
I was
was-
like, next time you do trip me, motherfucker, just so you know, I'm gonna shove the stick up your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
See, I always felt bad when I hurt my sister on accident. Like, because I grew up with a sister. I didn't have no brothers. I didn't have no brothers. So
But your
like,
sister's kind of tough,
let's
bro.
go play King of the Hill.
Yeah.
She's
and
playing.
she'd fuck you up.
No, I'd fuck her up.
Well,
I
but I
think she would
mean,
fuck you up the
I,
way like
I got a lot of trouble though too, because like,
Of course, she's
bro,
a
I
girl,
pulled
'cause
on
she's a
just
girl,
joking
maybe?
card every
Maybe
day.
because she's a girl.
Bro,
Maybe
I-
because she's a girl, you got in trouble.
no, because
Bro,
Fran,
honestly, I could
Fran
be
saw the
standing
bad end of
three.
karma.
I could be three blocks away, throw a snowball, and hit someone in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
I'm
he's
beautiful
got
like
the
that.
bad end of karma for
So I
sure.
hit everybody
Oh,
in
does
the
he?
face, and every time.
I've sat there before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
like,
been on the bad end of
but
karma.
so you haven't met my buddy Nick yet. But one time we were playing road hockey, and he used to be a little shit. But I went to Happy Gilmore a shot, like grab the end of my
Of course you
stick,
did.
take a couple
Yeah,
runs,
sure.
and I used to have the crank.
And you missed it.
I hit the ball,
And it hit him.
and I hit Nick in the face with my stick. And bro, I like caught him and
Of course
left
you
like
did.
Yeah.
left one of those dirty bruises, and so like weeks to heal. And we were up like after this happened, maybe it was a week. We were up on Spring Hill building the fort, and like kids building the fort, we don't have no tools, bro. Like we're breaking
Of course,
sticks.
yes.
I'm like, look out, boys, I'm
Building
gonna
a
break
fort.
this. How acting
You're
like I
not
know
building
the,
a house, bro. You're making a fort.
acting like I know what the fuck I'm
Just
doing. Like
need
we're like, how
tools.
big do we need it? And we grabbed the stick and smashed it off a tree to try to break it close. And I'm like, okay, boys, stand back. And literally, my buddy Aaron stands behind me and Nick stands behind me.
Of course he does.
Grabbed this branch and it was kind of like light or dead. Like
On the
a
back
rip
swing, eh?
You know, I fucking cranked this branch. Bro, and the odds of this is like an act of someone.
The universe coming after you.
Bro, no, fuck, I was fine.
Oh.
I cranked it, wrapped, and I seen it go right by my fucking head, went by Aaron and smashed Nick in the fucking face.
Yo, Nick's got hit with a hockey stick now and a fucking piece of
That's
wood.
what it's like to be
This is
friends
why
with
you
Fran.
never met him.
Yeah.
It's just so you know.
Yeah.
He's like, come
Honestly,
hang out. He's like, fuck you, bro.
Worst
I'm
thing I
coming over
actually
to
ever
you.
done though, like, was I'm with my uncle and all of us. We were walking down a trail, and I had this thing. It was just like a club. I remember it was like a Neanderthal club, and I was
Sure.
like running around hitting shit. And I went to like go back and like smash something.
And you got somebody.
And
on the
I
back
came
swing.
back and I cracked my sister right in the bottom of the jaw. And I cried. I felt
Did
so
you?
bad.
You
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just joking.
Yeah. Well, you weren't though.
No, I wasn't. But honestly, that was the only time I felt bad. Because when buddies do shit to you and you're like, bro, you don't even feel bad. You're just saying that, you know? Because
I always was that kid that was just saying that.
100%.
I didn't feel
I
bad,
didn't feel
though.
bad. I just
Yes,
didn't want,
I
I just
always
didn't want,
just said,
you know,
yeah.
I just want no hard feelings.
Yeah.
I just want no hard feelings.
So what do you got going on, Ryan?
Yeah.
What's going on with you, man?
A lot of stuff.
I know lots of stuff. I understand that.
We have a clothing drop coming tomorrow.
That's good. Cool.
No,
Saturday, not tomorrow. Saturday. Sorry, I was thinking today's Friday.
Yeah, I was thinking today's Friday all day today too, and that's
It's not-
because I'm off
it feels
tomorrow,
like a
and
Friday.
I'm never off on Fridays.
It's Thursday, bro.
It is Thursday all day, man.
Nothing, man. I'm feeling good right now about everything other than the fucking building. I feel like
Which building?
the one that doesn't have hydro still.
Yeah, man, that's But why does it not have hydro still? I thought
Because
last time I was there, you guys were digging a fucking trench in the side of it. What happened?
because every ounce of some sort of energy this year.
Negative energy?
I don't think it's negative energy.
I've been trying to really like think about it, man. Like why, it's not working.
And I don't know if it's like because of COVID, so everybody's just like kind of on this like I don't give a fuck kick,
For sure.
you know.
That's fair.
But there's just been like a lack of
Things just lining up that are kind of out of my control.
Sure.
So, it was super stressful for a long time, but I kind of let go now and just kind of focused on.
other projects and other
Of
things
course,
that just
of course,
like
you have so much things going on. You have the ability to do that.
yeah. Well, I try. You know, time is money, and I feel like if I have time, then I should be investing it into something that
Of course.
can make me money,
Of course.
or you
Of
know.
course.
At least
you
promotes the brand. Like I feel like this with the podcast, man. I've always wanted to do a podcast.
Sure. I know you have.
The vlogging is really hard to like, just because I'm so busy with everything else.
Sure.
It's really hard to stay on it.
Yep.
Like, because I'm always like, fuck, I gotta do this, fuck, I gotta do this, fuck, I gotta do this.
It's hard.
Grab the camera.
It's hard to like have the camera and be like shit. I always am like fuck. I should have filmed that, but I'm 3/4 of the way finished. You know what I mean? Because I'm always like
I
fuck.
understand
Yeah,
that,
too, like you say, like you get a lot uneven times too. You get filming them videos, and like there's times you're doing something, then you film it, and it's like something fucks up, and
Yeah.
it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
That shit just bounds to happen. But
Yeah.
like say to do 20,000 things, then hold the camera to do it, especially right.
Yeah, it makes it more difficult. And I found with the vlog, like a lot, like I'm still gonna try and post them, like at least one a month or whatever. But I find a lot of that people watch more for the flower and for the gardening and just like to pick up extra kind of tips and shit.
Of course.
But I thought this was a way, that this might turn into even more of that, right? Like I could do one a week where we all kind of sit down and shoot the shit, and then I could do another one where I kind of just like answer questions and do whatever.
I mean,
if
why
people.
not? Why not?
I just feel like it's a lot easier doing it this way than trying to always be like, how am I going to film this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to, I need to be the sun and I need to this. And there's just a lot into trying to like make entertaining video without like direct, like dictation or like
Dialogue.
There you go.
Understand.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes,
That's the word I'm looking for.
That's
Yeah.
why we don't have silent movies anymore, buddy.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
No, that's the truth.
No.
It's when you talk. That's what gets you going.
Yeah.
And sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just cool. But it's just I've put a lot of thought. Like I always put a lot of thought and effort into trying to make shit like perfect, the best and whatnot. And for a long time, I've just kind of watched the time kind of fly by and me not doing things that I've really wanted to do. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna do it. And
that's
if
what you have to do.
things get better along the way, then that's fucking awesome. And if we can like build a whole fucking thing, then that's even cooler.
No, of course.
You know what I mean?
You can though. That's
Yeah.
not about. I don't think it's about if with you. I don't think that's the case. I think it's when.
Yeah. I think
And-
it's just finding the right people because what I want to do is just kind of different.
Yeah, but you have people around you that that you trust.
We're getting there.
Yep. But
Yeah.
brother, and I'm not gonna say hey, Rome wasn't built in a day.
No,
Because let me tell you
dude,
something.
that quote runs through my head so fucking
But let
much.
me tell you
as
something.
cheesy
Let me
as
tell you
it
something.
is.
It's not even true though. No, Rome was definitely not built in a day. But the first house to hold the fucking workers to build it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Rome was never built in a day. But if you're not building fucking houses,
Yeah.
that's when you're not doing shit. That's when Rome was never built.
Yeah.
But you're building fucking houses all over the place, bro. You're taking over whole fucking sections.
Yeah. And I'm not even, bro. And the hardest part about the whole thing is like, not the hardest part, but the shittiest part about the whole thing is it's just the money. Like,
It is crazy to think, but it's also crazy to think though too. Like Megs put that in perspective today. She mentioned something. It was like, what was it, 2017? We were all fucking still working together at that dispo, right?
yeah.
So that's like even to go be this far in that amount of time.
No,
right? It's like,
no. Listen, man.
Like, don't
No,
just
I
say
know,
it.
I'm
just
not-
saying,
I'm
though,
not-
Like that,
no, I
today I
know.
heard that and I was like,
Yeah.
holy fuck, like that's pretty
But,
crazy. You know?
Yeah.
But I just know just because of the time I've been around, the shit you've done, man.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. The little things I'm doing right now. I'm just doing little stuff. You know, I've finally figured out who I want to be,
Yeah.
and the person I want to be is somebody that helps people. That's it. I've done a lot of bad shit in my life,
Yeah.
and that's not what I'm trying to do anymore. I'm not trying to even crack about it. That's the truth.
Yeah.
And I think just the little things I'm doing, and I have a fucking corner, man. I got a circle that's just amazing, man, amazing. And truthfully, man, when I come down, sometimes I come down to fill up from you. You don't even know that. You have no idea about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I come down to see what's going on with you because yeah, you may have no hydro in a building, but I can tell you, you never had a fucking building either.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mhm.
So when you say, I don't know, this is getting me, this is doing this, you're supposed to say that. Because if you don't say that, then none of this is going to happen, bro. Because what that is care.
Mhm.
That's the truth. That's all it is. And to talk about a little bit of stuff I'm doing, I'm getting it from you. You've been around me when I said to you, I don't know who the fuck I am anymore, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that guy is. Now I know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the role that I'm supposed to fill. And it's about helping people. I'm gonna start working with at-risk youth now. So that's something that's positive in my path. But just to say, yeah, but I would have never got that call. I would have never got to sit down and talk to somebody with the colorful past I have.
Mm-hmm.
And to deal with kids that are vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just to be clear, I don't have anything ever. I've never hurt a kid. That's the truth. I've never ever done that. But my past is obviously a very, very violent one. That's the truth. And unfortunately, that's the way it is. And because of that, for these people to give me the opportunity to sit down and talk to these kids and say, listen, kids, I know all about that, man. I went through that whole rigmarole. And believe me, I didn't get in trouble from the principal. No. I got in trouble from the government.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to tell kids, listen, you guys got to be smart about it, you know? And it's all in perspective, man. That's the truth. I can tell you that you met me when I was a fucking wild boy, really. I would just come out, I was just fucking trying to fucking smell the air, you know? And the reality is, I think that's I kind of get off when I kind of pause like that. I'm thinking about some time that would have pushed me in that path, and I come up with a blank all the time because I almost feel like that's what my job is to help people, and that's the truth, and it is to come down and talk to you, and try to just make sure that you know, hey, listen, bro, you got somebody here that's going to tell you you're doing a good job, not because I'm trying to gas you up, bro.
No, I know.
I'm saying because I'm in a fucking studio right now, where you had to ask me at the start of this, what do you think of the new picture and the paint job? And then you say to a friend, hey, remember fucking who knows when?
Yeah.
But it wasn't long ago because you haven't had this place that long.
No, the one thing I respect about you, man, and appreciate with you is we've even tried to like do little kind of business relations or like hustles or like whatever, and that's why the one thing I love about you, bro, is like I never felt like you were trying to take from me, because anytime that we would do those things or anytime that would happen, it was like you were like, it wasn't the way you wanted, or it wasn't the way I wanted, or it didn't pull through, or whatever, but you always came back.
Oh, every time.
Like you're
yes,
still,
of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
There's been a lot of people that have come into this realm the past couple of years, and they seem like they're like down for whatever.
That's the hustle.
And then as soon as they're not getting what they want, or as soon as like we kind of steer a different direction, we just don't even hear from them anymore. You know
Of
what I
course.
mean? So it's I've seen that. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
of
Like
course.
immensely, man. And we notice that shit at the shop. It's
Yeah.
not like we're not fucking stupid.
No,
like,
no,
you
no,
know
no.
what I
You
mean?
guys and I wouldn't come down there
Yeah.
to hang
We
around
s-
a bunch of fools.
No, and we know who's there for it. Sometimes it's harder to read than others.
Oh, for
You know
sure,
what I mean?
for sure. And
But it's just getting us more closed-minded to the whole fucking thing in reality.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's exactly what.
Which isn't a bad thing because it just makes the circle
Boundaries,
tight.
right?
It makes
Yeah.
it tighter, right?
Yep,
You
it
know?
goes, and I have a little bit of
That's what happened to
experience.
Colonel.
Yes, that's exactly
That's
what
what
happened.
happened to Green, dude. It
That's
got
exactly
too.
what
It got
happened.
too
They-
sloppy,
Yep.
too
Yep.
big, too fucking
They
uncontrolled.
couldn't, and I can tell you I've been there before,
Yeah.
and I know there's lots of money going through these rooms. I understand that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've been in those rooms too, and the truth is, when you get that big, and I probably was bigger than him,
Oh yeah.
That's the truth.
What's it
And-
matter though?
but that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
What it means is that you're gonna have a bunch of snakes, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it matters.
Yeah.
It's not more money, more problems. That's like you have money or you're successful, and you're an Instagram guy too. Keep that in mind, man. You're a person that's touching people all over the world, so you're gonna have people from all those different places, man. They're gonna try to bite your style, and if they think that they're biting enough and they're getting a juicy enough bite, they're gonna come try to take what you got.
It's and that's okay. Like at the end of the day, man, it's really tough for me because I'm a fucking I'm like a very compassionate
Like a hippie.
human. Yeah.
Like I don't know if you're supposed to say that. I don't know if that's a cuss word with the LGBTQ 97426 people. I
But
don't know if it is, but
It's
I
like
don't know what it is.
it's true though. It's like I'm a fucking bitch, and like Megan says it to me all the fucking time. Like you're too nice.
But let
Like
me ask
you're
you
too
a question,
nice to
and
people.
I hope that Max can hear this because I want to ask you a question about that. Then, please.
Yeah.
Do these people come in and take your food?
No.
Okay, so then how are you too nice? As soon as they take your food, bro, stop them.
It's-
But if somebody comes in and tries to fucking tickle your ear,
No.
who gives a fuck?
There's like no. It's
You're
not
a
like.
smart dude, bro.
I'm,
just like
no, we
learning.
run the realm. There's
I
no.
know you
I
do.
don't mean
I
it
know
like.
you do.
I don't mean
I
it like
know you
that.
do.
I just mean like people with clones will say. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Perfect.
You know what I
Give me
mean?
this. I don't
Like
know anybody that's perfect. Give me
for
this.
for an example, it's like
Yep.
you know, I put a lot of hard work and money and effort into a lot of certain things when it comes to plants, and like I'm pretty fair. Like I sell like my hunted cuts for like fucking cheap. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Sure.
Like very fair.
I just have to ask a question. What is a hunted cut?
So like I'll pop a pack of seeds and we'll pheno hunt through them, and then at the end of it, like you like
Okay.
select your
Okay.
select your winner, and then you have like your stable of like keepers, right?
Okay,
like your
perfect,
moms
perfect, okay,
that you
perfect.
like cut from, right?
Okay,
Whatever,
understand for sure.
right?
So this is your plant that you've
Yeah, it's just time and money and fucking.
everything. You're saying
Yeah.
to me as a customer that you don't know me. I'm not on this podcast right now. You don't know me, and I come to you and I say I want a clone.
Mhm.
I'm getting a hunted clone,
Mhm.
and I'm getting it at a very fair price.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure I was clear. I wasn't
Yeah,
trying to interrupt.
that's-
I just want to make sure
Yeah.
I was up to speed.
And
with
then
what's going on.
you take that and you like go home and you fucking
Put it on your thing as like your shit that
Yeah.
you hunted and like
then
all
you
that
know,
kind
then
of
you
stuff,
know,
right?
Then you know for sure. That's maybe what I was talking about. It's
No,
that
but
kind of
that's what
spiritual
that's what
biting
it
the
is,
styles.
right?
Yes, of
But
course.
but the hardest thing with me, dude, is like it's such a weird thing because half of me is like I should be so frustrated, and the other half of me is like, bro, you're selling the clones. So I think I get more mad that humans are just shitty because I'm not.
See, and that's
I
where-
wouldn't do that shit, and I'm not a shitty human, and that's my problem.
See
It's
that?
right there. It's like she's like when she's like you're too fucking nice. It's because like I work harder than a lot of fucking people,
Of course,
you
man.
know.
Of course you do.
and then I'll turn around and like give it to you for less than what I paid for it.
See, that's where you should kind of find. There's a nice. to
Like
have a
there's
balance,
things
right?
where it's like
I
I'm just like I feel I get guilty. Like I feel you know what I mean. Like it's like
that's the good human being not being able to marry the business.
But that's
I had the exact same
That's
problem
what it is,
when I had the cheesecakes, buddy.
Yeah.
I had the exact same problem. If somebody came to me and gave me a story
Yeah.
that I said, you know what, I want to be part of this celebration, then I can tell you, man, I was making cakes. Sometimes it cost me $150.
Oh, I believe
That's
it.
the fucking truth.
I believe
And
it.
I would give it to them for $60.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be, and it wasn't contingent to anything.
Yeah.
Somebody called me up, gave me a pitch of why they wanted this day to be so special for their daughter, for their girlfriend, for their husband, for their brother, for their son.
Make the night.
That I want to be part of it, and that's what you want to. I think maybe.
No, it is. Like
you
at the end of the
wanna
day.
Yes, of course. Sorry. Yes.
No. I agree with you 110%.
Sure,
And I'm like, I let you finish. I know exactly what you're saying. It's almost like it's even be worse for you, bro, because you were in such an opposite thing for so fucking long that when you were getting that self-gratitude and people were like, whoa, I love your product, I love your shit, I love this, it's that appraisal. It's just like a fucking like on Instagram. It's
Exactly,
the same
bro.
fucking shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I could never, because, okay, so then go away from a good human being. Get away from that then. Somebody that liked to get hugged. I was a guy that liked to get hugged, and I could never put the money side of things because I thought I wasn't getting the hug. You understand what I mean? Exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
I wanted the people to tell me how good my cake was.
Yeah.
Or how much what happened with me and them changed their celebration or whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a bad thing either.
But how does that ever get characterized as you're not, like, how would that, and that's
I
essentially
feel
what I'm
like
saying.
because it's like people will take advantage of that.
Yeah, but I think that you're going about this the wrong way, and please forgive me, but you're always gonna have that, buddy.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying to you. Is
Yes.
That's the hardest thing that I'm going through right now.
Yeah, bro.
As a-
I don't think it's a bad thing either.
As an
because
like
it's
as an adult, like as I'm getting older, as dumb as this is, like I understand that there's
no.
fucking real
It's
issues
not-
in the world.
No.
You know what I
No,
mean?
no.
Like that's like,
No.
but this is like, that's my head game right now.
Perfect.
Like
And then that is the most important thing. Then there's
And-
not big things going on in the world. That's the most important thing.
it's been weird because like it's just that whole thing like the harder I work, the more like success or whatever comes my way, the more my friends just like, you know,
Yeah.
they just drop, bro.
Yeah, but
Like,
that's also
it's
like a life lesson, right? It's like one of those
fucked,
things
man.
where it's like you learn to draw
But-
that line.
but
so
I
you have
mean,
perspective,
yeah, I mean,
right?
It's fucking.
You're talking to a
Because
guy.
you gotta
man,
have
that-
that happen there. It's like you can be a nice guy for so long, just keep getting stepped on it. But you get a
Well, that's.
perspective.
I feel like that's the other
You get a
side of it.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. You get that perspective. Like you say, you can help friends out. There's people you know that still deserve the help out, but it's like you can help them out, but you can treat the guy that's gonna treat you like a piece of shit. You can treat him the exact same way.
Yeah.
Right, but it's
I don't
seeing.
think you should.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying treat him like a piece of shit. But
No.
treat him how you want to
But
treat
it's
him.
almost
like
like
crazy.
this. It's almost like the way I'm.
I don't mean treat him like a piece of
I know
shit,
what
but
you're
like
saying.
No, the
equal
way
respect, right?
Yes.
the way you start to look at things, the way I've looked at things, it's like I always looked at things like I didn't really, as much as I thought about myself, I didn't think about myself. You know?
You can be that's the thing though, but that's the thing. You can be
Right.
a
Where
you can
you
be a
need
great
to-
human being, but just because you are doesn't gonna change people, right?
That fuck yeah. And that's another side
That's
of
a
it
hard
too.
thing to like. It's
No,
it's
you should
one of
just
those
be a good
things.
human
Right?
being, man, and not all these
100%.
pieces of shit. Because this is what's gonna happen to a piece of shit, bro.
Well, I feel like
But you keep being a good human being, but when it starts to actually come down to the line where it starts to affect you in any way, where it's
Yeah.
like that's when you gotta kind of put the line.
No,
down
and
and
I feel like
find
having-
that boundary, right? And you
having-
define that boundary
having
with that.
compassion.
Yeah, 100%.
Is you just have compassion. I don't feel like that's something like, I mean, you could come across, you know, if you had some whatever experience, but I feel like there's like, you know, like you said, we've talked about this many times. You were like, well, I fucking killed shit as a kid and like whatever. Where I'm like, I did not do that shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
That
Like
makes you
it's
sound
like,
fucking terrible.
no. But I
That's some
didn't.
Dahmer type
No,
shit.
but I didn't mean it like
When
that.
he said animals, he means domestic cats and domestic
No,
dogs.
no.
Only domestic.
He's a hunter.
From Deserano.
He's a
So
hunter.
If you're missing,
You're a hunter, right?
Anybody out there, if you're missing your cat or dog from this time, September 14th, 1993.
I think though it's good to like you say it's like a light like it depends how you look at those situations though, but it's like because it's like once you run into that situation though, it opens your mind up like you say you can don't stop being a good human being giving to people, and that's what defies people. But it's like one thing where it's like the world is a fucked up place. You
I
know what
don't
mean?
think-
you could,
Yeah.
like
Bro.
like you gonna but that's
Yeah.
the thing, you could be bro, it's one thing to be giving someone a clone while they're coming behind you and stabbing you in the back while they're accepting that, right?
But how many fucking times? And
Not a
this,
clone,
and
but
this, I
fucking
feel like
anything, right?
this is also, I feel like,
shaking your hand while they're jamming a knife in your back at ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the hard part about the internet. Actually, we talked about that today, is because when you meet people, when you talk to people, there's none of this. There's no understanding of what they're saying, right? Like we talked
The
about
emotion, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You meet people for the first time, and you're like, okay, like.
And another thing too, man. That's a really hard thing that my head's been hard to wrap with the business side of it, is like is being the boss and shit. Like, fuck, I had a point there. My brain just blanked. That's terrible.
You know, that happens to me. That happens to me at least 3 times a week, where I've got some real solid shit going on, driving my truck, and I can feel it going away. And this is big news stuff.
No,
this is revelation shit, bro. Real talk. I'm not even fucking around. I'm talking big shit. And then I'll be fucking thinking about, wow, this is big shit. Oh my god, I gotta keep this, and I hear it pop away. Just like what just happened to you.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Yeah. What were we even talking about?
See, there we are.
Reading situations.
You're having a
good
problem
people.
time with business.
Yeah.
The business side of things was tough. That was tough for you on the business.
Yeah,
because
it's a whole fucking.
But that's where I find too. You read a lot of people where you definitely find out though who's in it for the money and who's in it because the passion. You know what I mean?
Well.
Because we met a lot of people that are.
Yeah, but you can tell that. I think you can tell that. I think you can. I think you're a good enough expert in the field.
You can tell that in person, but when you're talking to someone online too, right? And then like you say, like.
Yeah, but I mean.
You get a vibe from people, but certain cats that we've been coming across like the past
play
little
that
while.
5 check well, bro. It's a cat and mouse game.
Listen, everybody, I'm telling you, yes, go. We can talk about energies. I can pick up on all kinds of energies. On the phone.
They're just like, it's like people.
Like, give me an example. Let me have an example, like, because I don't even know what you guys are talking about essentially with the internet and.
I don't mean that. I mean more so. See, we just we're too open. I feel that's what it was, right? Like, I feel like I was a little naive in the beginning.
Stop for a sec. Do you guys hear a horn?
Mags? It might be her TV.
Okay, I thought I heard a fucking car alarm or a horn going off.
I think I was just naive in the beginning to think
Maybe not naive, maybe unexperienced.
No, it's not unexperienced, dog. It's naive to think, because that had nothing to do with that. In the beginning, and even I thought with the weed stores, I even thought the dispos on the fucking res were that way. You know?
What's that?
Doing shit themselves.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So, if you are in your own head like I am all the time in 24/7 shit, you don't have time to fuck with other people.
Yep.
Like, I don't have time to think of that shit because I'm too busy trying to figure out my own shit. Yep. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And I feel like certain people, I keep losing my train of thought. Certain people fucking that's their whole mentality.
Like, the mentality is to get you?
Is to get, not you, but
what you have?
Business. No, the business side of shit. So Instagram and the community really works off of, I feel this whole network thing. So if I network with you and I take some photos and then this and that, the whole thing.
That's where the internet world's fucked, is because to involve anything, you gotta have something. You know what I mean? You gotta.
I know.
You know, that's where it gets. It's not as weird.
When
right?
we popped off on all this shit,
100%.
because when you found me,
you guys were popping.
I was doing all them lives and
you
stuff.
You guys were popping, bro.
And it was.
That's what everybody was doing. It felt right?
Yeah.
Just coming to hang out, suck titty, and fucking people we don't even know.
We didn't even think about it like that.
No, but now you know what I mean.
Yeah, right. And that was the biggest thing.
It's hype as fuck, right? I've never been people it was cool though, because there's people that thought we.
But I mean, we met you through there.
We met a whole bunch of fucking rad people, you know. And that's the whole thing where I'm I'll never not be nice to people. Because I feel
but now we've had a good taste for what it is.
I have no interest now to do community things like I used to.
Yes, and
now I'm more closed off and I want to let people in who I think that we can.
Course.
And I feel though that's much better.
Do shit like this.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like this kind of shit, right?
For sure.
Because I think it's better that way in the sense of too is staying in the own lane, not really giving a fuck. Because in the sense of not even us caring, but it's other people. You know what I mean?
100%.
That's what, that's
100%.
why I think it's nice to kind of, like you say, whoever comes in, come in. But it's when you put yourself out there so much, you can also.
But you're gonna, once you become the flashy lure, you're gonna get the fish that you're not trying to catch. You're gonna catch the sunfish and the perch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're going for the pike or the pickerel.
Well, and that's the hardest thing I think about the internet.
But
Is
now,
like,
see, now you can still hit them, right? But you can just hit them with a selective fucking jig and catch a species you want.
That's exactly what you have to do. Yeah.
yeah. But the crazy thing about the internet,
It's a
dog,
weird analogy.
yeah, is you know when you're in high
What the
school
fuck he was talking about
and
Jake
shit,
I was like,
and you can like, or even like when you go and you're at a bar and you're
Okay.
like with, you're with your homie or whatever, and your other buddy's coming to the bar, right?
sure.
And he's bringing a buddy you don't know, right?
Okay.
And you're like, okay, cool, we're gonna meet fucking Timmy and Johnny and fucking
Yeah.
go have a drink, right?
Cool. Yep.
You show up, and you and Johnny been homies forever, so you guys are great, right? And then you meet Timmy, and you're like, why the fuck are you hanging out with Timmy, dog?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's none of that on the Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
you don't get that, like, who the fuck are you, right?
Yeah.
And I've always been that guy, like, you can tell who I am on the fucking
You
internet.
can tell who I am on the internet.
You
Yes,
know
for
what I
sure.
mean? Right? So
You
I
can tell who he is.
So-
for sure.
I think that's where we got fucked too, because it's a lot of that naivete, right? Like
We're
here I
100% transparent. People are only 30.
You think
Right? See, now
I'm
that's-
being clear and open, so are they, and then
But
you
that's-
buy into that, but it's not the
Yeah.
case.
See, now
No.
that's where you get
Oh,
the...
Meh.
like what you just said.
Fuck
before.
yeah,
I
dog.
understand.
That's what you
That's
say with the whole
I
bar
understand.
thing. You meet your buddy and you're like, what the fuck? But you're
Yeah.
outside having a cigarette and you meet some random and you end up clicking way better than the...
yeah, that's
It's
what
a
I
weird
mean.
game,
That's what I
right?
mean. That's what I mean.
It's like with Instagram too. It's because like even when we were in the beginning, there was a lot of circles that we were involved in, but it was almost like we were forced to be pushed with this circle that we didn't want. I didn't want no part of no fucking circles.
Yeah.
But it was like we go to this and then this is there, and then you're forced into this, but you're involved even not
Oh,
knowingly
yes, yes,
involved.
yes,
Well,
Right.
like we were getting told so much drama, and we're like, how the
Bro,
fuck are
people,
we
like,
involved in this
people
shit?
fucking blocking me, and I didn't even know they were blocking me. And then it was like at the end of the day, they tried to add you back. Like it's Instagram. It's like this is like grade 9
No,
shit.
but it's not. No, it's
Right?
not. If you're no.
But it's like-
because you guys are internet guys. You guys were always on. I met
Yeah,
you on
yeah,
Instagram,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
So what? Okay, I have a question for you.
Give it to me.
What, like, what is that?
Okay, good. Now let's just put a little more context to it.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. I'm wondering
I
that
can
too.
promise you, if you
Yeah.
give me as much context
Well,
as
you
possible, I'll do my
said,
best.
you said,
It's the
you
original,
said,
bro.
you are. I'm like really trying to vibe on this. You
Yes.
are
Internet guys, because
Yes.
this is the weird thing. Okay,
Yes, this,
so
okay, I can talk about that all day. No
okay,
problem.
so
Good.
I'm such a fucking like introvert to what I do. I would if the roles were flipped, I would never like the people I think are cool on the internet, I'm not going to meet.
Yes, of course. When I say internet guy, I don't mean that you're
I don't know. No. I know that. I know that.
Okay,
so
you know what I mean.
Yes, 110%.
good.
I don't
Okay,
think I'm
so
a
ask your
celebrity or
question then.
anything.
No. But this is what you don't understand.
Even the other shit.
You are though.
No.
Listen.
We hustle. That's what we do.
No, bro. Listen, man. Seth Rogen, okay? He's a star. Okay, Seth Rogen. He's a star. We all know him because he did movies and did all this shit, okay? That's how we know him.
Mm-hmm.
You are a star. You're a star in that community, in the marijuana community, in the weed community, in the
Okay,
farmer,
I see what
in
you're
the
saying.
flowers,
Yeah.
in the look at my shit
I
that's
see
in
what you're
fucking
saying.
Australia.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I
yeah,
see.
you're not.
I see.
So then you're saying, I say you're an internet guy because you blew the fuck up on the internet, bro.
Yeah.
In your community. And
Yeah.
in your community, you're an expert.
Yeah.
You're a friend. You're everything these people need. Now you're going to attract the skunk when you're trying to get the squirrel.
Yeah.
That's the truth. That is the honest to God truth, bro. And I'm saying to you that you are a goddamn star in your world because I've heard about you from people that have talked to me about you that you haven't talked to me about.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I was like, yeah, my buddy Ryan Buds. Oh my God, I've seen that guy's feet. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And they're like buying from the places where the government makes
Yeah.
you pay whatever the fuck amount of taxes. Fuck those fucking places.
Yeah.
They're not coming to see you because they're intimidated by you. That's the truth. They're not gonna come down and check you out because you're Ryan Buds. And you have that reputation that you know what the fuck you're talking about. That's the truth. That's the truth. I'm telling you. That is, at least I'm not telling you, bro.
No.
that 10 people a day talking about you.
I understand 110%.
I can say that the experiences I've had,
Yep.
your name has come into a conversation that I didn't put there, or I put the name in there,
Yep.
and somebody reiterated the fact that I was saying with a different example.
Yep.
Lets me know that you maybe have a little bit more clout, if that's what the kids say these days,
Yeah.
in your community.
Yeah.
No, you're not the weed community. You're not 420.
No, I know, dude.
No, but I'm
I
saying
know.
you're not 420 Stevie J, the guy that
Yeah.
has been doing weed for 50 years.
Yeah.
But at one time, bro,
Yeah.
Stevie J was a short star in his community.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, bro. That's how it goes. So when I say you guys are internet guys to get in touch on that, that's what I mean. You guys, I remember you two fucking around on the internet. That's how I met this guy.
Yeah.
That's how I met you.
Yeah.
Because when I came back, I didn't have any friends. So who did I have? I had Instagram.
Yep.
I had time to sit in my room to do Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat.
Like how in the fuck do you even
That's
stumble
what I was
upon
kind of.
us?
That's what I was curious.
You know.
That's what I was
I'll
curious.
tell you. How did I stumble upon you? I don't remember. It had to have been.
Because all I
to be
remember
honest,
is
yes.
you were coming in our lives.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember.
Because you always wanted to come into our lives.
Yes, always wanted to
Yeah.
talk to you guys. Yes,
Yeah.
always, because I had nobody else to talk to, bro.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I cut ties from. It's like this. When you met me, I was just a complete blank slate, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, if I have a choice, I can go color myself in. But that's the wrong road, and I know it's the wrong road because I went down it, and I know that the thorns that I got in me were telling me this is a bad place to go. But I think I had to take those thorns to teach these kids.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
I really do. I was talking to my girl today, and I said, you know what's really funny? All through my life, I would get myself in these fucking precarious situations, man. Like where you're sitting in a fucking room or in a hideout somewhere or something, thinking, how the fuck did I get here? But always having this calm come over you. Always. I always had this. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, I was in some bad spots, bro. And I would always articulate it. Say, holy fuck, bro, there's fucking bullets flying by us here. And I've got this unbelievable sense of calm. And I always said I didn't know what it was for. And I'm not somebody, bro, that's going to rub a rock and it's going to tell me I'm rich. I'm not somebody that's going to read a fortune cookie and they're going to tell me which way to go. But I really think that path was put in front of me. I really do. And I got a passion for it 5 years ago. And it's just starting to go now. But you guys are the guys that got me through those times. That's the truth. And not that you were doing anything special.
No, yeah.
But I was talking to you guys, and you guys were reciprocating what I was saying. And I could come and see you. And then I could talk to you there in person. And then I realized, you know what, this guy's a good guy. Because I don't know anybody, I'm not picking up friends with Velcro, bro. That's not who I am.
I know.
I'm going to come and check a dude. If I think, yo, that guy's pretty interesting, and he's close enough for me to go see, I'm going to sit in the same room as him and watch his moves, watch how he moves. And I remember what got me so onto you was your, in my experience, your uncanny ability to explain weed. The way you broke it down. I heard you break it down one day on a live. You had fucked off somewhere and you were helping somebody. I've told you the story numerous times. I'm only reiterating for this. That's the truth.
That's
and
cool.
and the truth is, man, that when I heard you talking like that, I said, this guy's not a fucking a momo. He's not a fucking idiot. He's a smart dude. Now, then I said to myself, what the fuck is he doing there? Because I was in there. And I was in conversations with everybody, the whole mix of them.
Yep.
From the top to the lowest. And I always thought to myself, fuck, man, how the fuck did I get in trouble if there's fucking guys like this doing this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck did how did I ever get in trouble for this?
Yeah.
When there's fucking guys like this that don't have a fucking clue. Like, I remember, bro, one time, it doesn't matter, it was one of the spots on the joint here, and they wanted to do infused cheesecakes. You may know the place, you may not, doesn't matter. I was asked to come into a room. They wanted to talk to me about cheesecakes. And there was probably, I don't know how much money, a lot of money, a lot of paper there. Then I thought to myself, holy fuck, man, you guys are fucking ballsy. Because me, if I had a crew of guys in a fucking truck with weapons, nobody's coming to check that fucking money.
No.
And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, man. I know there's only fucking 7 guys here, and if they all have guns, then yeah, you're in trouble, but I haven't seen one yet. You feel me? So if I got a one hammer, good enough for me.
Yeah.
Because your shit's hidden. And I was just thinking, this is how my brain was going, right? And I said to myself, but then, just to get back to it, that's not to tell a greasy story, and that's just to get back to, that was the example I had.
Yeah.
You understand? The example I had of a successful person in that business with a flag flying, essentially, that the government could see.
Yep.
Because I was in that business with no flags.
I know.
You understand?
Yeah.
So now I see this and I think, holy fuck, man.
It doesn't take long working out here to realize that it's not, you know.
It's not what it is.
Well, it's a little shadier, maybe we'll say.
No,
then.
bro, but this is what I'll say to you.
Than what people think.
No. I think that the people that come out here to buy their weed that don't know it's shady are people that don't know Roger, the fucking weed dealer in Belleville, or fucking Napanee.
Well, it's tough too because Roger and fucking Dale and all them. It's hard. These stores got a lot of weed, man.
I know.
So it's hard. It's hard, like for anybody. Now to go to a dealer, like you ever bought weed from the street, bro?
Yeah,
you sold weed and
yes,
shit,
I
you
have
know,
done
like
1 or 2 times.
how many times you look at your phone and you're like, I don't want to answer, and I'm busy, or I got a chick, you know.
I'll be honest,
right?
I'll be totally honest, and I don't mean to throw your story off of the rails. Never.
Yeah.
I can tell you the minute my dirty little fingernails touched money, it sent a pulse through me, bro, that made my fucking dick move and my toes go in.
Well,
And
I'll
I
tell
said,
you,
what the fuck is this stuff?
I tell you, bro, there's a
I'm telling
reason
you.
why I started growing my own fucking
I
weed,
know why you
because
did
it
it.
was like harder than fuck to find good weed. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like,
Exactly.
because
That's how I found you guys.
Even if you did get a good dealer, you couldn't get him in the right time.
Nah, and he would do that. Listen, that's why I never got into the weed stuff, bro, because the weed was just too lax. People were just having
Yeah.
too much of a good
So
time on it.
Yeah.
You came into Little Chiefs when we were there.
Was that?
When we were at Little Chiefs is when you started coming in.
I guess I don't know what that is.
Did he?
I don't know.
I remember. No, I can tell
No.
you where I met Ryan was
that
at
Forever
the
Green?
place, Forever Green.
Okay, and I was gone.
No, you were gone. But how I
But
knew
you were on our lives on every
you were
morning.
always on the live, and you were over on the place on the other side of the res,
Yeah.
on the other
You
building.
came and visit me one day.
I did come and visit you one
'Cause-
day, and I remember opening the door, and there was a 12-foot black guy there. I said, "Fuck, eh?" I'm not even kidding. I said, "Fuck, eh?" And then I just looked at him and I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I know what's going on here now. Yeah. It's like every piece came together, and it was a picture of a deer walking and drinking out of a pond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I saw it all. I said, "Boy, that's a beautiful picture."
Yeah.
How the fuck are these guys doing this? Jesus Christ, man. You guys have any idea what I had to go through because I did it? No, you guys are just fucking chilling.
And you see me, you come out with glasses. What's going on?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, we got the good stuff.
You're like these. You're like you got a fucking a gorilla and a fucking nerd in here selling weed.
And
like,
I'm thinking,
what the fuck?
Like, bro, and I'm just out fresh, bro.
Yeah.
I am still just a little bit
Yeah.
hairy on the legs. I hadn't shaved yet. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I was
Yeah.
still a little bit hairy on the legs, and I said, if I'm gonna go back in, these guys are gonna get robbed. Not these guys. There's just gonna be some robberies happening.
Yeah.
And I said, well, at least I know. And I'll be honest with you, I had people in my life that I probably shouldn't say this to, but I said it to them. Yeah, you guys know that if I ever try to go AWOL there, I already got 3 spots I'm gonna rob. I'm gonna get money. My phone's gonna be on a fucking train going to Toronto, and I'm gonna be going the other way, just so we're clear. So, because when I came out here, bro, it was like a fucking bandits fucking.
Yeah.
It was like casinos
Yeah.
that literally just said, like, I was at that place that one time at this one spot, and this guy came in, and he had a fucking bag on him, like a Nike Adidas bag.
Yeah, 100%.
And he swung it, and he
Like
put this shit on the counter.
The double-sized hockey bags, like the big.
No. This was just like a little.
Oh, a little one,
No,
okay.
this guy was just starting. He was maybe just
Okay.
testing the waters.
Okay.
He didn't really come
Okay.
in heavy. He
Yeah.
wasn't coming in transport yet, bro. But this guy, so he sets it. Now he puts it down, and there's like bongs and stuff on the glass case and like grinders and shit. And he opens his bag up, and he says to somebody that works there, "Do you guys want to buy this?" And I was like, "Oh my god, this guy has a fucking gym bag full of weed, and he just came into a store and said, "Do you want to buy this?"
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, man! That's how I met you.
Yeah.
I was around a bunch of fucking fools, and you were intelligent and you know what you were doing. And that's kind of the light that I attract myself to. I try not to hang around foolish people,
Yeah.
because when you hang around fools, you do foolish things. That's what happens.
Bro, yeah, man, dude, I'm a fucking firm believer of opportunity. I'm a firm
So am I.
believer of like, you get a couple in life, and there's like, you don't jump the fucking window, bro. It's gonna shut.
It does shut. It does shut, man.
You know, and when I was working at the Green, bro, it was like, when I first started working there, dude, I fucking loved you guys and everything. Like the vibe, I was like, man.
Good spot.
It took me back because I've told you before, like my homie that passed, you know what I mean? Like it was just like I worked in this spot when I was a kid, and like all my fucking friends worked there, and then like we all hung out with like the guy's house that it was. He lived in like his parents' basement, but he had like his basement was almost like double the size of my studio.
Sure.
And
He had his own room, like his own space.
own fucking apartment. Yeah,
Sick,
bro. Like
sick.
it's like the size of this whole build, like
Sure,
with
okay.
more, right? So it'd be like fucking drum. Like there was two drum sets, full you could have 2 full bands.
That
then
was
there
when
was
we weren't selling weed, bro. We were all like
I was
5
like
weed dealers. Like it was like 5 weed dealers that were like living room chiller, like you know what I mean, shoot the shit with, just put into a retail place.
100%.
It was like we'd all be working, but one of us, there's always someone chatting. One of us always have a customer that came in to talk and chat with us.
Bro,
and, like,
I came in to get a lighter. This is how I literally, like, how it started. Like, the fucked up shit. Like, because I'm growing weed in my building, right?
Yep.
And I'm come back, and I try to get a job for Megan's uncle.
you came in with that big orange toque and that big fucking green Parker coat on there. Fucking.
Because he owns Legacy. Like, Megan's uncle is the big dog, right?
The big, that's the one with the fucking, the security, the security fucking street lights on it.
Yeah, and he was selling weed at a shop, like, 3 years before anybody else.
Sick, smart.
Right?
Good for him. Good for him. Fuck yeah.
So, basically, when Megs and I come back to see your mom. We like go to this barbecue, fucking whatever. Her uncle's got a weed store. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
What?
This is like probably a year and a half before. Like we're still living in Kingston, right? Not going anywhere. I'm like shooting fucking photos, like making money and shit.
Yeah.
Like working at a skate shop. Like
sure.
Really, like it is what it is. If I would have kept at it, I'd be probably making good money because I was starting the book.
Of course.
For good money.
Of course,
and
that's
shit.
how it goes. Yes, that's how it goes.
But
of course.
I wasn't just quite into it yet, right? So I was like, Mags, we need to move back to the fucking res. Like, I don't want to shoot fucking photos. I want to work I want to work with weed.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
So we actually moved back, and then I can't get a fucking job with him. So I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm going to grow my own weed, and I'm going to sell it to these
That's on the mountain.
motherfuckers. Yeah.
When I met you, you were going to the mountain. And I was like, where the fuck is the mountain? There's
no
a mountain in fucking Tyandega?
Yeah.
But anyways, that's where
I
I met
was.
you too. Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm
So-
just trying to...
No, it's all good.
Sorry.
So that's when I started really chopping out rooms because I was only really growing for myself, like whatever, right? But then I was like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna try and like
set something up,
make some money from these people. If they're not gonna pay me to work for them, I'm gonna get in.
I'll grow the
I'm gonna get the fuck in.
Sure.
This is my opportunity. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do something.
And now look at you.
Right?
And now look at you.
That's how it started, dog.
That's how it all started.
But then this most fucked up part. About 2.5 weeks later, I get to the studio or the mountain, go to smoke weed. I don't got no lighter. So I'm like, fuck.
You have no lighter?
I have no lighter. I forgot it at the house.
Okay.
Right? Because I'm going to the studio. Because I used to we didn't live there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I was like going back and forth. And I'd always go like every day just to make sure my drippers and my everything was going.
Yeah,
this
baby.
Before the time of cameras and like my sensors and all that shit. Like I had no money back then, right?
Yeah,
I was a poor. I'm still a poor fucker, but at least I got nice gear now.
Yes, you have great gear. You have a great setup.
But, so I'm like get to the studio and I had a bunch of work to do and I was like, okay, I'm gonna smoke some bongs before I go in and I get my weed chopped, whatever, and like.
No lighter.
Doing the fucking fuck me. No and then it's like, do I go to the gas station or do I go to fucking Little Chiefs? I'm like, fuck it. Little Chiefs, like, there's nobody ever at Little Chiefs. So I'll go to fucking Little Chiefs, right? I didn't even really know it was a weed store. Like, you've been open for what? A week and a half? Yeah. Maybe? And it was like your first weekend or second weekend.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was like, I don't know when,
No, the very first, this is like, 3 weeks before I worked. This was 3. Yeah, this was 3.
Yeah, there wasn't very. They started out with like 2 ounces on 2 jars on the
really.
Shelf. When we first night,
2 jars, I think.
Yeah, there was 2. It was like an ounce and one. It was so funny because the counter was at the back. And it was like cigarettes and wild game. Then there's 2 jars, mason jars of weed. Yeah. And then it was 3.
Well, this is the funny thing. So I'm thinking it's a little shitty cigarette shack, right?
Sure.
Same shit. I roll in. I walk in the door. It's him and fucking J-Mall. And I'm like.
Who's J-Mall?
The big black guy.
Okay.
That would have been a little bit then.
That's the
J-Mall started working there a while. Because I'd help Curtis on weekends and it would just be Curtis and him. And that was, because when he opened
it was a
jars,
weekend.
Yeah,
I know
but
it was
Jamal
a weekend.
Started though, like, it was maybe a month or so. Because it was like that wheel and then there was that big wheel there for a bit. Yeah, but around.
I worked there before when the wheel was there.
Yeah, the wheel was still there. But it was like, because when Jamal started though, I was working there for about a month, I think.
Anyways,
helping them,
regardless, 3 weeks a month.
Let's call it a month.
Yeah, 3 weeks a month,
for the
whatever.
sake of the story, we're gonna call it 1 month.
We want facts, man.
And it's gonna be a long month. We're gonna call it a 31-day month. Okay, we're gonna get that thing figured right out.
Anyways,
Google.
I went in to get a lighter, and there's fucking Tweedledee and Tweedle fucking Dog.
for sure.
Right? And I'm like, what the fuck?
is going
And there's
on here?
2 jars of weed behind them on the fucking
Sure,
shelf.
sure.
I'm like,
You want hydro?
so they think I want weed.
Sure they do.
Right?
Yeah,
So I
of
go
course,
to the
you look like
counter.
you want weed.
I
Yeah.
look like I
You
want
look like
weed,
you want
right?
weed, for sure.
So it's funny because I walk in and they're looking at me and I'm like looking at them. It was like a funny like interaction kind of
Sure,
deal,
sure,
right?
sure.
They had no fucking clue. They thought I was some idiot. You thought I was a idiot for the longest time.
That's idiot.
And then they don't realize that I'm fucking 200 feet up the road.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
for
Like
sure.
I'm
They have no
fucking
idea.
no
Look at
I
this
fucking
guy.
idea, right? Like
He
no
walks out
idea.
and like, AJ, I'm all looking at this fucking.
yeah, probably, yeah.
Probably
You
did.
probably did.
That's
J
what he would
Mal
do.
was like, that guy's
See,
probably
that guy's
cool.
matted ass hair, bro.
Dude hasn't taken a shower. Motherfucker hasn't had a haircut in 10 years.
That's the guy that shit behind the sea can.
Not true though. I did not.
didn't think
I
you
did not shit
I
behind
thought
the
that was the
sea
story.
No, but then it was like love at first
Yeah.
sight.
Yeah, I had the same thing happen with you two, but Fran, love at first sight too.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Was
I
that?
don't know what it was.
See, sometimes that was questionable. I didn't know how to read you. Sometimes.
just got-
You probably still don't. You probably are still working on that, buddy, and that's okay. That's,
No, I'm used to it now. I'm way
I
better
think
now.
yes. Then don't worry, I'll change it up.
At
No
first,
problem.
did I come
Good to know
across
you,
as like
Fran.
some nervous, anxious little being?
No,
You're
I
like,
didn't think that. I never thought
can't
that. I
fuck
thought
with
that.
this
I
kid.
thought that you were. I never thought that. I always thought that you were also probably. I was giving you more credit than you deserved.
I
That's
feel
the
like
truth.
I feel like we both had like a great sense of humor though too.
Yeah,
right?
of
So
course,
that
of
was,
course,
like,
we
the
can
same-
fuck around. Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
That same
And
line.
I love. You guys know I love to fuck around. I
Yeah.
love it. It's what keeps me going.
You gotta. In today's day and age, bro.
Holy fuck, man.
It's crazy though, bro, because we didn't know in the beginning. Like that was like the hardest part in the beginning because you were so like open about shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
with the sense of humor.
Yeah, of
So
course.
it's like, how do you read this guy? Like,
Yeah, and like the shit you were
Sure.
telling us, we're like,
Holy fuck.
this is intense.
Yes,
You know
yes,
what I
yes.
mean?
But my it's funny. I'll tell you a story in a minute here about how I'm starting to work with the kids there, the organization. But it's funny that I'm open about it. This stuff, not because I don't wear it as an accolade, and I think a lot of people do think I do. Like, oh, he thinks that's a good thing. No. I know it's a bad thing. There's no doubt in my mind. But the reason why I joke about it is because that's how I cope with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand that 100%.
I know you do.
110%.
Yes,
I
yes.
think that's
yes.
a bit of time, like just seeing that. You know
yes,
what I mean?
and
Yeah.
I get that from a lot of people. Man, when I first met you, I had no idea how to fucking take you because the things you were saying and the way you were talking about it.
But you weren't in society for like 10 years.
That's the problem.
bro.
And that is
Like,
the fucking problem, bro, that a lot of people don't understand is that I wrote something and it was basically, how much do you think this trip fucked you up? It's a straight question.
Yeah.
I want you to put 1 being not at all and 10 being, this is an actual thing, I can show you a journal I wrote. And I put that 1 didn't fuck me up at all and 10, I would be back in 2 weeks. Okay, that's the scale.
mhm.
Okay, and I put that I was probably a 3. I don't remember getting out. I don't remember the drive home. I don't remember my stepdad telling me, okay, we have to leave now from Walmart because I'm looking at people and I'm thinking they got something on them perhaps because that's what I'm used to.
Mhm.
And they're doing something that's similar to a trigger. Yeah, and this is the truth. And I think just you touching on I hadn't been in society for so long that I wasn't in society that when society really flipped. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really, I don't think people can really put that in perspective. And I have the perspective of, before I went away, my guy had just got the first smartphone.
Mhm.
The very first smartphone, I think he paid near $3,000 for it. It didn't come from Canada. And it was like this
Yeah.
guy held it like it was a child of his.
Yeah.
And when I come back out, what the fuck is a flip phone? What is a chirper?
Yeah.
What is a I mean, we used all that stuff. That's what we did. We used all the stuff like the
Beepers
Motorola,
and shit.
the Motorola two-way pager bullshit that
Yeah.
the rappers are talking about. You
Yeah.
know, we did all that stuff because we had American ties.
Yeah.
You know, so we had all that stuff. We had the Sprint fucking mobile beepers from the States, and we had all that shit, and we had the Blackberries
Yeah.
with the encryption on them and all that stuff, right? But never did I have a fucking computer in my hand that I'm so crippled now, buddy. I have a fucking laptop I don't know how to fucking use. And I know how to access shit on my smartphone now that I need a browser for on a fucking
Yep.
laptop. So when I did, just sorry that I got so far off point, but when I met you guys, I was really rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying? And I was high. A lot of people don't know that. I was getting high. I was really high. When I got out, I was probably taking, 20 pills a day in the morning time at once and just get fucking smashed. But my brain works the way my brain works, and I'm so seasoned and conditioned that it doesn't matter how fucking high I am. You'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
You would never know. My close people don't know. Because I've learned how to mask it. I don't get high anymore at all. I stopped doing all the drugs probably 6 months ago, and I've never felt healthier. That's the truth. My brain has never worked better. My thoughts haven't been so long and continuous, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when I met you guys, and I know I keep on coming back and I fuck off again, but that's probably the joint starting to peter out of me. You guys got the raw form, really, and I think that's what solidified the bond that we have.
Yeah.
I really do, because I think you guys realized, holy shit, this guy's capable, but he's not capable. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, that I don't know if I'm articulating.
No, bro, and that's the same thing. Is like it's almost like a full circle of like what I was saying like before, right? Like you got it's like me and him. Like when you came to us and you were hanging the shit and shooting the shit with us, it's like you got a pure form of us.
Of course.
And we're not here to hurt anybody
or
do anything like that.
Of course, man.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
So it's like that full circle of like of just that.
Well, you just articulated it perfectly. You guys weren't out to hurt anybody.
No, and like when
and
you
I picked up on that.
And when you came and when you come in, we just do our thing.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
And we're
just chilling.
And you've seen a lot of shit,
yes,
right? And to go from like a lot of that side of things and then having to like have your guard up for so long,
yes,
right?
Of course.
And then come into the shop, like our realm, where we are.
Where there's no walls, you don't have to be guarded for nothing. There's nothing's going to happen to you. You're only vulnerable.
Think of how fucking easy, bro. You could have took advantage of us.
Oh, listen,
you know
brother.
What I mean?
Oh, of course.
And I know you know that. I know you know that. I know you know that.
that.
But I think that's why you love. Us,
I love
right?
you guys. No, you guys are my friends.
Because it's like that, right?
No,
it's like
don't talk to you guys as.
No, I know.
A guy I know, Ryan, and I don't say this guy that's been in my life, Fran. I say my buddy Fran and my bro Ryan.
Yeah.
That's the truth. And I call you my bro and I call you my friend because I don't see him anywhere near as much as you.
Yeah.
And you and I get into deep shit, bro.
Yeah.
And then friends out in fucking left field because he doesn't give a shit and he smoked a bong and he wants to talk to me about the fucking Jello. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's why I love him. That's why I love him. And yeah, I think I think you articulated perfectly that you guys were just cool.
Yeah,
and not trying. You guys weren't coming from a malicious place.
It's crazy, bro, because I feel like that conversation
just went like full circle.
Yeah, it does, and it
There's
will.
no expectations.
Because we talked about so much shit, and for that to be like
it comes right back to it.
To be what it is, right? It's like the whole answer to like my whole head, dude. Like it's been tough for me because it's coming to a position. And like I truly want to help people.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you get someone like you who it's like I didn't even notice I was helping you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But just doing what we do is that just what it is, right? It's the fact that like we just want to wake the fuck up and just not do stupid shit.
Yes. Just
be cool. Just exist, man. You know.
The executive director of Youth Diversion.
Yeah.
I went for a meeting with him, and he was talking to me, and this guy wrote me off first, and I just kind of gave him my real scoop, like the raw thing. I've been told by enough police stations that my expertise was not needed. Mm-hmm. My experiences weren't needed. I've been told by enough people that this guy just basically said, okay, I'll have a meeting with you, okay? That's not the point. The point is that when you're saying, fuck, I just lost my point. See how I said that? You said something over there, and it just made me think the best therapists in the world don't know their therapist. And that's the truth.
No,
they're not coming from a therapist vantage point. They're not coming from that perspective. They're coming from an actual place of helping.
Yeah, of emotion.
Of emotion.
Like raw.
Like real, like, yo, bro, I've got you. I can see you have this.
Yeah.
That is not, they're not going to say that to you, the professionals, because of the interpretation it could lead to.
Yep.
And because I don't have any of that education and I can only talk to you about raw, real deal, real time events. That's what he said to me. He said, look, I'll support you. I'll sponsor you myself. If you want to come into our organization, I'll make sure that we can waive the CR. I'll make sure I send an email and I send it to her. And when she gets a dirty pic from you, don't worry about it. Let it go. I'm going to make sure she has you in the orientation. I'm going to make sure that she has you there. And I want to see how you work on 1 to 10. And if you're good there, I want to 10 you there. And then I have, and
well, you know they're gonna put you to the test for that, right?
Listen,
because you need
brother,
to be,
I am
right?
so cool
You've
with
got
that,
no
bro,
credentials,
bro,
right?
bro.
You got to earn
Test
them,
the
right?
fuck out of this.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
what
the
it's
way I look
about,
at it.
though, bro.
This is I know, and that's the bureaucracy of it all.
Yeah.
Because the reality of it is, my friend, I'm 40 years old. I'm not a kid.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this shit since I'm fucking a young boy. That's the truth. And the truth is, none of these fucking people that I'm sitting there that are my peers have any damn near the amount of experience I have with overcoming challenges as a young man.
That's just it.
You need that.
That's one of the
experience.
things I was gonna say to you before that. Is like, how like being in your shoes, like if I was in your shoes and I was be sitting there and like looking at this guy and they're like saying, you know, like.
Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough, bro.
You don't have that.
It's tough.
You're like looking at them like, how in the fuck are you telling me, homie, that my fucking experiences and what I've went through in the past fucking 10 years is I can't help a single fucking kid?
Listen,
you're
that's
trying
why
to tell
it's a
me this
failed,
like
you know.
I'm trying to turn but it's the difference
There's
of like
some stuff of a failed
him
system.
trying to take a shitty fucking go at something and literally just wanting to turn it around for one one kid. That's all it
100%.
make. That's all it matters.
brother. But these kids, they sorry. Say your point. I
But
already know what I'm gonna say.
it's so much better though from a person like you that you're a great talker. You know what I mean, and you've been in the real world situation.
Well, that's what it is, right?
This is what it's-
You've been
what it
there.
is.
You've actually been there, seen it. You know what's right. You've been there and fucked up. You know what's wrong. You're like from first hand, as opposed to someone going in there and being like, I know where this is stemming from, guys. You know, something.
And that's what
and
we
someone-
call credibility.
Yeah.
I
Street
don't have
cred.
credibility.
But
at
you got
large.
street cred.
Oh, I got street cred. No.
But these kids
and
can
that's what these
respect
kids
you.
have. No. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That is the fucking truth, bro. Is
Yeah.
that I do have that.
Yeah.
I've done dirt.
Yeah.
The respect
And I
is
fucking
true,
went down there. And I went down that road. Every kid gets away from their family, bro, because they think they're not loved.
Yeah.
No kid says, fuck, this is a great place, I'm out of here.
No, I know, 100%.
And if they do that, it's because they want mommy to fucking cuddle them more.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just lost my train of thought again, man. God damn it. Sorry.
It's okay.
Man.
I've done it like 4 times, so I'm not gonna.
Listen, this is commonplace for me. This has nothing to do with these mics, these cameras. This is commonplace to me.
No,
This
yeah, I was
is-
gonna say you're comfortable now. I can tell.
Oh
that
yeah,
you're comfortable.
for sure. This is I don't know what the fuck happens, man. And sometimes my mind just
It's good.
tells me, yo, I'm taking a time out for a second.
Dude, it happened to me.
I
It's
know,
because your
I
brain's
know.
on
You got
so
so
many
much stuff
thoughts,
going on.
Yes.
yeah.
and then
Yes.
all of a sudden you go to say it, and then you've already got 3 other thoughts
Yes,
in the
yes,
back
yes,
of your
of
mind,
course,
and then
that's
your
what's
brain's
happening.
like, "No, dude, you're not getting it out."
my thing comes out when I'm telling a story, and I'm telling an experience of mine, and I lose my train of thought. It's because I've taken myself back to that time, and I'm smelling it, and
Yep.
I'm seeing it, and I'm remembering it,
No,
and then when I come back, it's very very quickly. It's not I don't go there and walk around.
no, but I wonder if that's a thing from PTSD. Like if
It
that's
is.
like a.
No, it is for sure.
Because
it is for sure.
At least this guy's holding the mic, eh?
Sorry.
No, I know.
I'm
He's
sorry.
like,
I like to
Trying to
molest.
seduce
I
you.
like to
No,
molest.
he
I like
just
to
soon as
molest the
shit when
mic.
he said PTSD, I was like, yes, I have that. I want
But
that.
like, why
I
you?
want to have PTSD. I have it. I want to have it.
Why
I'm
you saying it like that?
Phil. I'm like Dr. Phil, bro. You know what, dude? You don't watch when we watch this back, and my voice is on point the whole fucking
What do
time,
you think?
and
Guys,
you
what?
sound like you're down a hallway.
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't been able to talk because you guys were just
Oh,
going
this
so
guy.
hard. I've just
Look
been
at this
sitting.
guy.
I've been like
Yo, this
sitting my
guy.
That's
vitamin water.
because you.
This guy talks so much shit. He has not tried to contribute a fucking thing.
I have. I
No,
did
listen,
your watch
it's like
back.
this. Hey.
Yeah, because you guys cut me off.
No, because we've let you go the whole way. Sometimes, bro, I went with you, man. I walked stop that shit. I still walked side by side with you, man.
Get out of here.
And then by the time we got to the fucking point, I said, what the fuck did I walk this far for? That is the fucking goddamn truth. Don't tell me I wasn't part of that. Don't tell me shit, man. This guy.
What are you gonna say?
You got the mic, bro. It's all you.
Give it to us, bro.
30
I'm sorry, here.
Well, now that I'm on the
30
spot, well, what do you guys want
don't
to talk
talk a
about?
bag of shit. No, you had something you wanted to say. Get off your chest.
This was like a lot. This was like way back though. Like
You were
way
making
back.
fun of
Well,
my.
I
You
gotta
were
say
making fun of the way I was holding.
No.
way I was holding my
What I
microphone.
had to say was back when we were talking about reading people and then crossing the line.
Yes.
And then going too
Okay.
far.
Yes, you
But,
did. You
I did
contributed
cross
well.
the line, and I did go too far.
Yes,
Okay?
you did. Yes,
Okay?
you did. You did cross the line, and you went a little bit too far.
But at the end of the day, I think that you should be you shouldn't give up on the kid thing.
Oh, I'm not giving up on shit, bro.
No.
I'm going forward.
Because
Yes.
The doors
I just
are
think
open.
like you can offer definitely
For sure.
some experiences to
For
people
sure.
that are like
I
gonna
think with the like when
And
you're
I'm
going live
saying
and
for
stuff.
sure, humbly,
insight.
just
Just
so we're
give them
clear.
insight.
This is what it is, bro. I have bags and bags of insight because I can tell you something. When you have money, you have life experience. That's the truth. And I was doing all sorts of stuff, and my whole thing was always reading people.
Yeah, and I just feel like it's such a weird, like that kind of shit is so not political, but almost political.
What?
Like therapy and like all that kind of shit. Like
No. That's this. It's the bureaucracy of it.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
And that's what he said. It's funny because these systems don't run without people like me.
Exactly.
And
That's
the
they're
truth,
built
because
off of
none
people
of these
like you.
people have ever been inside to tell a kid don't go inside.
No, I know.
No. I'm only
Sorry,
strengthening your
sorry.
position, bro.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, sorry.
I am only strengthening your position because I'm sitting with these people.
Yeah.
Like I let a really heavy guy in the Ottawa police know, listen, I'm taking a gig with these guys. You guys have kind of dropped the ball. And he said, listen, man, don't give up on us, though. We want you too. We want you to talk to these kids too, because he's not a cop. He's not a shoot 'em up cop.
Mm-hmm.
He's a community cop.
Mm-hmm.
He's a top guy that's in the community. That's his job. His job is to open up community relations.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be the first person to say, police and community relations is at an all-time low because of this rabbit hole
Yeah.
of all cops are bad because 20 cops are bad.
100%.
And I mean, I think people are just trying to lash out at other stuff. You know? I
No,
think
dude,
that's
you can't.
just
It's that one. It's the fucking one bad, or like one. It only takes one bad apple.
You have to spoil a bunch.
Yeah,
and
right?
that is the truth.
And I believe that, man. Like, I'm the first person to say that I think that if you go back, police officers were at one time there to protect,
Yes.
like serve and protect communities and like be there. And, you know, like even I remember being like a child, and like being at my grandparents' house and like numerous like cops like knew my grandfather by name. And, like, they would stop. Like, they'd drive by. They'd see them outside. And they'd, like, stop and, like, talk. And
Sure.
my grandpa wasn't a criminal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
was
Like,
just
he
a guy
played
he knew.
hockey.
Yes,
It was,
he
like,
knew-
hockey
he knew that
community.
because
I grew up
they
in
were
a spot
they
of
were a lot more
4,000 people.
interactive.
They knew people.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's
They
like,
knew
even though when
people.
we were kids, there was a time where we were kids, say now, and we would always, like, play a slide on the ice before we were allowed to go down the bay.
Yeah.
And we'd always see this one cop, not the same cop. There'd always be a cop driving around town, and they'd always stop, and they wouldn't be dicks. Like, what do you, they like?
No,
what are you
it's
guys
how you
doing?
guys
All right?
doing? Yeah.
And they'd see, oh, you guys got a little bit of ice down here, right? And like we'd be like, oh, light them up.
Yeah.
And they'd fuck around. They'd have fun.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like I remember the one time, the cop jammed on it, then a 180 in his truck and like hit where this old wall used to be. It was like foot in his truck was just like, and he's looking at us laughing. He's like, have a good night, boys. Almost hit this tree. It is just like shit like
Yeah.
that, but like now and then like. It was weird because at that age I was like 10, but then by the time I got to be 15 or 16, it was like a new phase, right? And it was
Yeah.
like we'd be down in the same spots or doing the same thing, fishing maybe, and we'd have cops going be like, what's your names? Where were you? Okay, there's a group
Yeah.
of kids up here that just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
whenever it switched from proactive to reactive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I went from serve and protect to discriminate and harass.
yes, and I don't know. This is what I have a hard time with. This is what I have a really hard time with. And I know I don't have credibility to try to talk about police reform because of my past, and they would think I have an agenda.
With a position of power like that, though, they should be the people, though, that are the ones that, you know what I mean? That,
Well, yes, of course. I mean, that
to an
that-
extent, obviously.
No.
you know?
No. That is, but I just don't understand how the community at large, the ones that believe in the justice system, and the ones that believe that when they read the newspaper about the kid that killed the family in his car because he was drinking and driving, how they believe that kid should go to jail and that will help him. Those people, I'm just not sure why they haven't said to the police's commissions. Would it not be better if we were to start directing our stuff with a proactive approach and not a reactive approach? Because the house is usually burnt down when it's on fire. It's usually burning down. I've lost my point. That's the truth.
I was kind of like when you said the house thing, I'm like, okay.
You know,
okay.
as soon as I said that, because that's not what I was trying to say. But then I said, I'm going to run with this, and then I realized
The house
there's
is
no
burnt.
road.
The house is fucking burnt.
No, I missed the forest because of the trees, or the trees
I
were
missed
the
the whole
forest.
start of the story because I was checking the camera
Yo,
too.
bro, I ran directly into a fucking tree. It's what happened there. Essentially, what I'm trying to say with the reactive, and I'm going to try this again. I'm going to go
Okay, I'm listening.
cut. Okay. So basically what I'm trying to say is your house will catch on fire unless you have fire prevention.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
If you never tell somebody, if it never was ever told to somebody, turn your fucking elements off of your stove, then everybody's house will burn down.
Yeah, shit's
You know what I'm
burning,
saying?
100%.
You can't be with something like that, and that goes with a kid for sure too. You need to be proactive with children. Because we know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
There's kids that did it before.
Mm-hmm.
There's prisons full of kids that are now men. And I don't know why us as a community aren't making our police departments more proactive just by default, by mission statement, by how they interact with the community, how they interact with people with mental illness. Because that's another thing that's going on right now. Is you got all these people that are coming out with mental illnesses that we always just said whatever. And I'm not a crusader for mental illness because I don't understand it. That's the truth. I don't understand the medicine behind it. I don't understand what's going on in your brain. But it's something. And if it's not, let's just say for a second to be the devil's advocate, that person's exaggerating, okay? That person's exaggerating. Well, the police have to deal with that person at the exaggerated state. They're not dealing with them when they're sitting in their bedroom. So whether they have mental illness or not, they should be able to deal with that person a proper way to diffuse the situation. Now I'm going to tell you a story, okay? I went up north. I haven't told anybody the story at all. There's something on my Instagram, but I went up north and I was really low. Really, really low. Like to the point where if I wasn't coming back, I was okay with it, you know? Like that. And a lot of things happened. You guys have heard the stories of the trip. I know you guys know what trip I'm talking about. But I had a run-in with the OPP in the middle of nowhere. And I pulled in, I was using Google Maps. Google fucking navigator. So the broad was talking to me. Turn left here, turn right here, hit junction 57. Well, to me, a junction, down here in the south, a junction is a fucking on-ramp. Well, this junction took me in the middle of a fucking community. Like I was driving around the streets. So I said, holy fuck. And I was frazzled. I had been smoking joints from Kingston to fucking, I think I was in a place called Burke Falls or wherever the fuck. You want to Google that. It's like a fucking way the fuck up there. Burke Falls is near the goddamn top of the earth. So I pull into this school, and I'm gonna talk to Google right now and ask Google, why are you putting me in this fucking community? You know, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And this car comes wheeling out of fucking the sky, I think. I don't know where the fuck it came from. Lands right beside me. And it's a girl officer. And I know she can smell the weed in the car.
It's a tiny little town.
Oh, bro, she's fucking just pebbles, buddy.
Yeah.
But it's on highway. It's on highway 11.
It's literally a town of suburb.
No, it is.
Like it's one suburb
Yes,
town.
I was in the school. Okay, and the cop pulls up. And I'm super low. And the point of the story is how they could be a lot more proactive than reactive. And it was not her, it was her sergeant. So she comes up and she says, what's going on? And my question to her is, where the fuck did you come from and how did you come here so fast? I'm lost. But where did you just come from? Mm-hmm. She says, and she plays it off. Oh, I was just doing my rounds. Listen, something's going on. They probably have cameras. There's no way this cop was on me in my circumstances and everything was going on me like that. There's no way.
Do you remember what road you're on?
Yeah, just a minute. Tell me the two roads.
High
off of 11.
Street. There's High Street.
No, off of 11.
Young Street. Hold on, I'm too zoomed in too far to see.
Okay, find the highway.
Highway 11. There looks like it says.
Junction 76.
Says Sharp or Cameron?
I don't know. It was a
It's
junction.
probably High Street, bro.
Or Spyless?
No,
Look for the school. Just look for the school.
It doesn't say anything.
the school is off this turn that comes into Burke Falls. The school is off there. So the cop's pulling up, and now there's a cop in front of me, and there's a cop beside me.
Oh, right there, public school.
And they obviously ran my tag, and my tag's gonna come up fucking orange flags
Huston?
right away. What's that?
Huston?
Yeah, Huston.
Huston?
Yeah, that's the exit I was on.
Okay.
Huston.
Okay.
Okay.
So So I know that homie's running my tags because I'm not stupid. I'm watching him. I'm not talking to her. I know what she's trying to do right now. I've been through this game. This is the same rodeo. But him, I'm watching him, and he's watching my license plate. He's watching his camera. He's watching you there. He's watching this. He's doing this. So I know what he's doing. He gets out of his car. So I decide, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna talk to the cops right now and see what they say. Say, listen, I'm from Kingston. I'm coming up here to clear my head. I'm in a really bad headspace, and that's really. I'm just driving around. I'm gonna drive until I have. When did you leave Kingston? I don't know, but I know at 8 o'clock I was talking to a friend of mine in fucking at the McDonald's in Madoc. So if that works your timeline, let's do this. And then now the guy comes out, and he's behind her. She says, "Do you have any drugs in the vehicle?" I say, "No." She gets closer. Talks. "You have any drugs in the vehicle?" I go, "No, you already asked me that." She goes, "Okay." She goes, "So you're not trying to hurt yourself or anything like that?" I said, No, not at all. I'm just trying to clear my head. That's all I'm doing. I'm not telling them the full scoop, you know, but I just want to get the fuck out of there. That's the truth.
Not at this point now.
Because I've got weed all through my fucking car. And they're going to jam me for sure. This is the cops, bro. This is the fucking enemy. No matter if I'm good or bad, they're still coming after me.
Yeah.
And her sergeant, she said, "This is my sergeant. My name is this, and this is his name. And we just want to make sure you're okay or whatever." Now, he's standing behind her. This is the kind of police. And I wanted to go and tell them, that's how you deal with somebody. That's exactly how you deal with somebody. Because she gave me, now where I come from, if I get pulled over by the police, when they give me my ID back, that's the end of the traffic stop. So she gives it back to me, and I say to her, "Can you get me the fuck out of here now, please? Like, can you show me how to get out now?" She says, "Oh, just a minute. You're not going anywhere." Like that to me. And I go, "Here we go." And as she turns around, he's not looking her in the eye, but he's looking me in the eye. And he says to her, No, it's okay. Just follow him to the highway, get him out of here to the highway. Now, that cop could have said to her, "Do whatever you want."
Yep.
And I was getting jammed the fuck up, bro. And the point of that story is that's how they could be a lot more proactive. Because that guy knew I wasn't there to hurt Burke Falls.
Yeah.
I wasn't there to fuck up his day.
Yeah.
But she was young and
wanted to.
And she I believe it's her culture. I believe when they go to the police academies, I don't think that you can teach somebody proactive and they come out reactive. There's no fucking way, bro. That's taught.
That's taught. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. And these
are.
Bro, to be a cop now, you just have to be somebody that doesn't have a criminal record, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So it's all fucked up to me. That's for sure.
A lot of people that I know that are cops, nothing against them, you know, maybe they have like a weird mindset. Like my family that's a cop, but it's like.
You have a cop in a family?
Yeah, but like there was a cop, so it was like. Yeah, she like started in the courts, and then now she's not a cop now, but she
was a cop.
Yeah.
My brother's a cop. My brother's a RCMP.
I don't know what she is now. Like it's hard. I don't know if she's on stress leave or something.
Yes, and she probably is on stress leave.
Same thing though, because she's always had that little like, I don't even know, but she
like she's better than you.
No, not necessarily anymore, but like kind of like that though. Like her way is proper. Her way is she knows.
Yeah, and she's allowed to break the law.
But you can tell
that's the problem.
You can tell that's implanted on them, though. Yeah,
they are the law.
Yeah,
that's where it's a problem. That's why they took guns away from the fucking dudes in the UK and gave them sticks. You say you want to be the law? Here you go, boys.
Yep.
Be the law with a fucking baton and a fucking flashlight.
Yeah,
we'll see how fucking law you are now.
And let me tell you something. Those cops over there are so proactive.
Bro, it's crazy.
They're so proactive.
It's wild. There's like 12 of them there with riot shields and they're beating the fuck out of dudes.
Yeah,
it's
man.
sick though.
It's sick, bro.
Yeah.
It is sick.
But that's a lot better
Savage,
as opposed to
bro.
like even states, they don't even know the situation before they got their gun out pointing at someone's fucking head.
But it's one of them things. If you're trained to kill,
it's how people
what you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do, homie?
Yeah.
They train you to kill someone and then they give you a gun and a
100%,
vest.
But I feel like it's like he said though too, right?
The
like,
fuck?
but you can give
here's the fucking training and here's your weaponry to fucking do it.
The problem is they don't even give them the right training. That's the problem.
But it's a training, but then it all depends. Like you say, it's like a discipline thing they should be teaching them too, right? Because they teach them all these training things, like you say, and they get all these new officers in there so quick, and they teach them like the enemy, like you say, whatever, don't resist or whatever they teach them, right? But it's like, do they actually teach them like a trigger discipline thing? Just like, you know, instantly draw, have your gun pointed, protect yourself, obviously, right? But like,
no, they probably, again, I've never.
Because I feel like each person's different, but like each person's different, right? Like they could just go through a quick course, but then you know, this guy, he's good, he's calm mental state, right? But this guy's a little hot tempered, so he ain't taking shit, right? And he's kind of quicker on the draw, right? So like,
I think
psychological standpoint of things, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be like with everything, right?
Yeah, but I just think that the police and the community. I always go back to the community because listen, they work for us. That's
They're
the
civil
fucking.
servants.
That's the plain and
They're
simple.
civil servants.
No, they get their paycheck from the city. The city gets their fucking money to pay them for our taxes. That's the plain and simple. And I think people have lost that. But who gives a fuck about that? That's something. I just think that really they should be doing the vetting process better. I mean, you're telling me you guys can tell me who a psychopath is because you're telling me I am. But you're telling me that you can't run that same rigorous test on the cop that's shooting a kid that wants to hurt himself with a pen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I think that's where the problem is. I just think that the training's all wrong. And again, I think people that will hear me say this will think that I have some motivation, and I don't. I think our whole justice system is completely flawed.
It is.
And that's where it comes into
bottom.
cap. Like
But there's a lot
money
of flaws, I feel like.
right?
But
Fuck you.
law was even set up to protect people. It wasn't set up to like help people, right? Like
Yes.
law, it's like it wouldn't be so confusing if it was fucking easy. Like
Yes.
if it was there to help you, then you wouldn't have to learn it
Of course.
and write a bar
Of course.
to fucking
Of course.
pass it
Of course.
and speak a different
And
language.
that's the crazy thing now too. Like even like with all the little laws.
That's a common sense of it, dog.
There's so, but like, and that, yeah, exactly.
Like straight facts.
There's so much going on with the world. Like the world is ever so changing. Where it's like there's so much shit that's coming out and like so much new stuff.
And
where
they're
it's
still
like,
going off of laws from like the fucking 1800s.
yes, there's so much
Yeah.
weird stuff, right?
That's
It's
what's
like
fucked up.
our outdated system.
Because
though,
they
and, like,
benefit people in power and they benefit
and they do
people
come
who
out. They do come out
understand.
with
That's
these.
the problem,
They do
man.
come out
Who
with these
understand
weird
it,
laws,
right?
right? But like you say, there's a law that's got brought out about something new. The law is so like open and like there's so many loopholes in the law, and like there's so much benefit from an upper class or someone, and then after 5 years they strict it right down. And then the law is still something. You know what I mean? It's just like
Well,
there's
you
so
could look
much
at like
weird
that
shit.
as like government too, though, right?
It is.
Like government get in and then they try and change a bunch of
Yeah.
shit, and then they make momentum.
Well, like
and then
with the
other
and-
they get voted
yeah.
out 4 years later, and another government comes in and completely fucks the whole thing up.
That's exactly.
Why the fuck have we been doing that for hundreds of years?
I just think it's like what you said though. Like there's so much. We're so evolved, and we're still going off laws from the 1800s, but yet we're running off new stuff from this day and age with an old ass system.
It's like running back into the conversation this morning though about mining gold for aliens.
We've
right?
adapted, like you said, the
What are we
10
doing?
years you've been there. What are you doing? What are you
What's
doing?
happening? What
Can we
know, though?
pause this?
'Cause that,
can we
like-
pause this, smoke a joint, come back, and talk about aliens?
fully loops the whole thing.
It does.
That's the only way I'm believing it.
Now you just said that. I'm like, what are we talking about?
No, I was referencing this morning our podcast.
Yeah, we were talking about harvesting.
We had a
gold for the
heavy-
aliens.
Fran gave me his analogy of what aliens are.
Oh fuck! Well, let me hear this, man. Jesus
Well,
Christ!
you'll
I
ha-
must have been
Why
sleeping
didn't I
when
get
you
a
said
hand?
that.
You'll have to watch the podcast.
Yeah.
I will watch the podcast.
Megan's
No
like,
problem.
Megan's sitting, because she, like, when we were done or whatever, she's like, I fucking thought you two were fucking fighting and arguing in there. And then I come out and I hear pissed dick about alien shits and fucking, she's like,
Oh.
what is going
Where do you
on?
watch this?
Yeah.
Where
We're
do you watch
talking.
this?
We're
Well,
talking about
nothing is up yet.
But when it is up, where do I watch this?
Lambo and I are gonna have it all up on YouTube tomorrow.
Sick.
But there'll be a spot. I'm just trying to figure out where to put the audio.
Yes. Yes.
Like, because I'm going to do YouTube videos like Joe does. You know,
Sure.
like Rogan and all them
Yep.
now are doing,
Yep.
like, videos.
Yep.
So those will be on YouTube. But if you want to just listen to the audio, I'll probably have it on our website. And then I was going to put it on, like, Spotify and, like, a couple
Yeah,
other.
yeah, of course you should. Absolutely you should.
That's
You
why I was
believe,
asking
bro?
people.
What?
You believe, bro?
You know what I believe in? This is what I believe.
I do got to take a piss, though.
Yeah, well, we can have a bong break. You want to smoke? If you want to smoke a joint.
Yeah,
It's
you
10,
guys.
It's 10 o'clock. You guys want to do, like, another hour?
I don't care. I don't care. I'm down with that for sure.
No,
Alright.
nothing to do.
We'll take a fucking...
But if you're getting tired, man, it doesn't matter to me. That's the truth.
I'm
having a
up
good
till
time.
2.
I'm
I'm up
having-
till 2. In the,
Oh, my bad then, bro. How would I be so disrespectful to say you're getting tired at this time? My bad, bro.
You have the audacity,
I know,
bro.
I'm completely out of line.
It's not even
I'm
11.
completely out of line.
Oh man, this chair though, bro, is like, you know when you get
Yo,
a
yeah.
sweaty ass and you sit down in them old school plastic chairs.
Do you
they're
know
like,
something?
Did I
As a
shit
fact, I
myself?
don't get a sweaty ass. I don't
No?
know how that ever happens, and I don't stink.
Bro, I'm the king.
Isn't that fucking weird?
good.
I
I'm
think
the
I got
king.
fat because I made a bunch of money
It
fast.
just must mean you're well proportioned.
Yes, I am well proportioned.
Bro,
So
I'm
it's
just
like your
sweaty
body
all
can
the time.
handle
Yes,
how
yes.
big you are.
Oh,
right?
my body
hands.
knows me, bro.
My hands have the remnants of being clammy.
It's
all
not
the
like
time.
Yeti, where I feel like if Yeti ate proper, he'd like be bigger.
Oh yeah, for sure.
know?
Yeti's. I like Yeti so much.
I
so,
do
bro,
too. I
man.
love the guy. I
I'm
love
not
him.
even suggesting I was defending him there.
Bro,
I wasn't
how
doing
scared would you be wake up in
Never.
the middle of the night and see a creature like shadow coming down your hallway like that.
Like Yeti?
Oh fuck, that's
I
some
don't know
nightmares.
if I would have
I asked him,
everybody
like,
that
you want
walks
to come
like
to my
that.
house this year? And he's like, for what? I'm like, dude, we'll set up a dirty Halloween thing and I'll buy you all like a black latex coat and you can hide. And when the kid comes, like crawl on your back or some Slender Man like shit, bro.
What did he say?
He laughed.
Did he?
So I'm like, bro, because he came in, I had the
Surprised
lights
he didn't
off.
look at you.
So I think I turned the lights off and he had something glow in the dark. I'm like, bro, you know who you look like? Slender Man right now. And he's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's more like Yeti. Yeah.
And it's always with support. I don't want anybody to think I ever did anything on my own, because I never did nothing on my own. I've always relied on support. I've always relied on having really solid people with mind-like interests around me, because that's just kind of how I function. But
Helping the kids.
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I could articulate it best, that that's kind of the kid that I want to help.
Mhm.
He's the one that's at risk, because the
For
one that
sure.
we know, he's risky already.
Yeah.
That's risky.
Yep.
At risk is
The
preventative.
kids that want to do good, but they don't have direction.
Don't have their parents are fucked up on dope, or their mums having babies just to get more money.
The man, as fucked up as it is, and it might take a lot more work and a lot more fucking hustle out of you. But if it's like a serious thing, like it's like the classic, like if you want something done right, you just do it yourself.
That's it. And
It's
I'm
like-
a do-it-yourselfer.
You just
Now I
need,
am.
you legit like just need to fucking start a fucking thing.
That's why
Really?
I think you went and took to Instagram. That was nice. Because it was like, it made a difference. Too,
Yes, it did. It
right?
did.
It's
It
a
did.
start, you know?
Yep, it did.
Teaches
And-
those little things on how people to take on interaction, how people
But,
take it in, right?
Bro, it's like, this is why I said like the whole support thing. So it's like, it's funny because you guys are like, oh, I play baseball. I won, so I played OASA, which is like All-Star, and we won all Ontario's 2 years back to back, and then I went and we won like all of Canada, and then we went to played in the States and got fucking hammered, but but the only reason why I got to any of them games is because I had parents that wanted to take me to those games, bro, more than I wanted to play
Oh,
them.
of course,
Yep.
buddy.
Yep.
Of course.
That's
Yep.
the only reason.
Yep. That's it. And
It was
And-
like a support system. Like, if
and-
I didn't have that, there's no fucking way I was playing. Like, my dad coached house league baseball my whole fucking life. And, like, it just got to a point where it was boring. Like, I was better than fucking everybody. And dad was like, you need competition. I'm going to fucking put you on this team. And my mom worked at the hospital and, like, was friends with, like, the yuppie people. And my parents
Yeah,
were, like,
my mom too.
they were, like, trying to be, like, that kind of shit. Like a hockey, like the same way hockey families are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was, like, baseball. Like, my grandfather was into baseball, like, so hardcore. And, like, my mom's the same shit, right? Like, my mom's still into sports. My parents go to curling and shit, bro. It's like, what the fuck? It's weird. Like, my parents are right into sports.
bro, I love curling.
Like-
Just so we're clear, before we get too far off sullying curling's name, that's a great sport.
I just mean,
I just want to make it
I
very
love
clear.
playing sports.
But
Like,
it's
I'm a
nice,
very
yeah,
competitive
yes, of
person
course.
playing sports, but I'm not a watcher. Like,
Me
Even to
either.
have though, that's,
Me either,
even like
man.
you say though, to have look in the crowd and someone's there watching is a big thing, right? My dad was good. Like he'd take what he could. But
yeah,
he
but
worked.
your dad was a trucker.
Yeah, so he was gone a lot too, right? So
Right?
there's a lot of times where I'd smash, like I did good, but it was weird.
Homie.
It was weird coming home and my buddy's dad was the one telling me about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Dude,
Yes.
and listen here.
It's
straight
weird,
here.
right?
Talk to my fucking dad, and this is probably another reason why my dad was the way he was, because my dad's dad was a trucker.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what it is though, right? So it's
Sure,
you get
sure.
that, right?
Right?
100%.
So my dad's dad was never there. That was like one of the things. Like, my dad was always like, I'm gonna be there for every game, because my dad was never fucking out of
Yeah.
game. You know what I mean? Like, it was one of them
That's
things.
how
like,
it goes.
Not only am I gonna be at every game, I'm gonna be the coach. I'm gonna be out there like
100%.
making sure that you get to fucking. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
My dad was rad though, for
Yeah.
not even being my real father. Like, the
Oh,
dude.
that's the
was,
sickest. My stepdad is that I consider my father
Yeah.
too. Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah.
100%.
my dad
super
came
solid,
through
dude.
solid, like a lot. He used to actually I did Boy Scouts. And
Oh,
Scouts.
okay. That would make sense.
Beavers and all that shit.
I knew you had done
And,
beavers.
uh,
I knew you were a beaver guy.
He done that. It was yeah.
No pun intended.
No, I just have a funny story from that shit, bro.
Oh,
That shit was.
you did that too.
Well,
I feel like that. You
No,
didn't do it?
I didn't know.
They still do that.
Yeah,
Like you never
Kinsley.
got any patches?
Kinsley's fucking okay. So
It's still like very outdoorsy.
oh yeah, it's still
Oh,
the same
that's
shit.
good.
Megan's like Kinsley's in Beaver beavers or
Yeah.
brownies or some
Yeah,
shit.
it'd be brownies. Yeah.
Getting patches and all
Is
the
that
same
girls?
shit. Yeah,
Brownies
it's
is
the girls.
And
Yeah.
what are the boys called?
Boys was like beavers,
and
cubs,
cadets,
Scouts.
or Boy
Scouts.
Scouts. Yeah.
Boy Scout, Cubs.
scout, ranger. After a scout, you're a ranger.
Ranger.
A
Okay,
ranger was
so-
like, what? What
Whoa.
you doing, bro? You're like 18, still doing this shit, bro.
Yeah, you could like teach the shit.
Oh, fuck that. At this point, I see that and it's like, yeah, you could do a lot of shit.
But because you'd have all your patches and shit by then, right? But I never did beef. This is kind of a sad story, but ends up being like me being the shitty kid, like out of the whole fucking thing. Like, so like my parents. There's a reason I never played hockey. Like my parents didn't have a lot of money and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I only got to do like certain things.
Okay.
Like I couldn't do like everything. Like I had a couple homies that like did everything.
Sure. My brother did everything.
Right?
Yeah, he would have been one of those guys
Yeah.
that did everything.
Yeah.
Played every sport.
That's just
He
it.
was busy.
My mom, I had a brother and a sister too, right?
Of course.
So mom's like, you guys can pick 2 things and that's it.
Yeah,
for
that
like
makes
the,
sense.
For like
That's
the
a
summer.
middle class family.
You know what I mean?
That's a common thing.
Yeah,
That's very
right?
common.
Like,
yeah, I
and
had
like-
the same thing. Yeah.
You know? So I'm not saying that's bad, whatever,
No.
right? But I remember the one year. So my 2 like best friends hit the one. His mom like ran beavers.
Okay.
So they were like always in it. My mom was like super against like religion, not against religion, church and shit, but like my grandma's very Catholic and very like one-sided.
Sure.
And mom, that's the one cool thing my mom did was like, grandma's crazy. Like grandma would say shit and mom's like, you don't think like that, like that's fucking nuts. You know what I mean?
Sure,
like
sure.
grandma, because my grandma had some crazy shit, dog. Like fucking, you know what I mean? Like like just crazy shit, like.
Sure.
And mom was like, this bitch is fucking nuts. You don't believe grandma, right? So beavers and that is church shit. Like, you go to the church to do it,
Yeah.
and it's all church shit. So mom was never like, go do this. And dad was always like, I'll take you fishing. You want to learn to tie a knot? I'll fucking teach you to tie a knot. I remember because I was like 14, and I'd asked to go because it was like beavers always started like later. So I was always like wanted to do soccer and baseball, right? And then beaver, my buddies would be going to beaver or like those things, and mom would be like, no, like you already got your things for the year, you're not going. And I'd always be like, fuck, like they're going camping and they get to do all this
they do
sick
fun
shit,
yeah,
like
of course.
fucking bullshit, you know what I mean? Like I was always pissed. So one fucking year I was like, I'm not playing another sport. I'm just gonna do one sport. I'm gonna hold out and I'm gonna go. And I didn't do this, bro, until I was like 13, 14. So you're in like scouts at this time, right? So I missed all the young kid shit, right?
Sure.
So I come into this as like as a shithead. I didn't grow up learning the rules.
No.
You know what I mean, dog?
Yeah.
So we like go on our first camping trip and we're like fucking with kids. Like,
sure.
oh, bro, we set tents on fire. Like, I ended up I got kicked out of scouts.
Oh, you got kicked
I
out
got,
of the Beavers?
I
You
got
were the guy that
kicked.
got
I
kicked out
got
of the
kicked
Beavers.
the fuck out. Like
Oh my
after the
gosh.
second
That's
camping
what
trip,
happened.
they do like my mom like he's not allowed back. Like,
That's
fuck it.
that's what
Fuck-
happened to you,
fuck that
bro.
kid. So it's like a sad
Of
thing,
course,
right?
yes, of course. But that's
I was
no,
so
explains
bummed.
so much
I
to
was
me.
so bummed.
If you've been exiled from the Beavers,
yeah, I got exiled from
the,
the fucking.
the Beaver Den or whatever the fuck it's called.
Like,
I remember doing fucking Bible college.
Oh my gosh.
Because there's nothing to do, right? So
That's
everybody signed up for Bible
heavy.
college.
That's heavy
And it wasn't
duty
like you did some stuff. So it was like everybody done it and there was nothing to do. So I was
Sure.
like, fuck, let's do it. So you go up there, you get free food.
It was at night, right? Wasn't
Uh,
it or something?
I don't. Yeah, it was like after school. You go
Yeah.
up there and there was nothing to do on a Wednesday night or
Yeah,
something. So it was
yeah.
like a couple hours, and it'd be like everybody you knew, and they're like, "We weren't going out there to learn. Fuck off.
No.
We were going out there
No,
to
you're
chill.
going
Yeah.
to
We were
get
going out
girls
there.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Get girls.
Yeah,
That's
of course,
what it
of
was. I
course.
remember
So-
that
yes,
shit,
And
bro.
they
I
have like
remember that
they'd have
shit
like
now.
a big
Roman
day,
hands
right?
and Russian
So we go
fingers,
up there
bro.
and boys, like, I got to a point where like we do like the Joseph verse and shit, boys. This is like a prime like this is how like
Joseph
this is what like
verse?
this is
What
what
do you
like
mean,
this is
bro?
what like my like smooth ladies trick was when I was a kid. I could do a
You have
fucking
a smooth lady
bro. I
trick
could
when
do
you
a
were ever-
fucking wheelie in a wheelchair for over an hour.
Yo,
I
that's
do it
how
at this
you were
Bible
banging-
course and I do tricks. That's
It's
what I was
the
doing.
same.
They're talking
It's
about
the same.
Bibles and shit. Cause every like
If he's not close to the mic, he's right now telling us that he got pussy by doing.
Wheelchair freestyle.
no, but anyways, we
Handy Harold over here is trying to fucking tell us
because
that
they'd like it was like one of those things. Where there's a lot of fucking bad like there
that's
was bad
playing the
kids.
system though,
There's a
bro.
lot of kids in there ripping around, and they weren't bad people. They were good people. So
Yeah.
they like let everybody do it, you know.
Yep.
So they'd have big days, and he'd be like, the guy that owned it would take his four-wheeler up on Spring Hill and put like people in the back in a wagon ride.
Of course you would.
And I remember we got up there and it was like, somehow like they used to try to divide nicely. They divide us up. They just like herding cattle.
Boys and girls.
Young kids, they'd herd young cattle. They direct us and they'd like trick us and then they'd get 2 or 3 of us off this way and then 3 of us off. But somehow all 6 of us managed to get on this 4-wheeler fucking ride. And Harold's driving and he's not even knowing what's going on.
Sorry, brother.
And somehow Buddy got.
That's a joint, man.
Somebody got pushed out of the. Somebody got pushed out of the wagon.
Oh my
But
God.
the wagon ran him over. Like,
Oh,
ran over their arm,
man.
right? And we didn't say nothing, because Harold was an old guy, so we just let him drive. And Buddy's trying to catch up to the wagon, and he gets on or whatever, but his arm broke. And it was like a big thing.
But yes, of course it was a big thing. Homie's arm was broken, bro.
But that was last year we went to Bible college.
Where was Bible College?
Desron, up at the top, there's...
Oh, there's like, okay.
There's 3 churches in Desron.
Of course there is. There's 3 churches
Gay
everywhere.
guys bought the one I don't know, it's brick. And then there's...
The gay guys bought the
The
one.
Bible college
Like, did they
one.
live there?
Oh, fuck yeah. They
Okay, so it's no
renovated
longer
it.
a church, bro. That's a house.
That's a sin, I feel like. Like, you
Yeah,
going to
I don't
hell.
know. I don't know. I think there has to be somebody that you're supposed to.
Really?
I don't know. I think you need to have somebody there to.
We can edit that out.
Well, no, but it's not even that. I'm not worried about that. I just think you think that was a joke, right?
That was a joke.
Yeah. Okay.
I even kind of. even though, like,
Holy!
I was like, you're not. That wasn't.
That was
you
some
weren't
hate.
fucking
That was
serious.
some hate.
No, this
No.
guy said that's a sin.
It wasn't hate.
I honestly, I don't.
I'm just
I
like-
wouldn't. I don't know if I'd buy a church to ever live in a church though.
I would.
Why not?
Then I'd have a brothel in it.
Why not?
Oh yes, for sure,
A
bro.
brothel. That's a sin.
I'm going straight.
I don't-
down.
I don't believe
Once
those.
Bro.
the
Have you
priest
seen-
leaves,
Hey.
doesn't Jesus leave too?
Hey,
Have you seen
Hey.
how old some of these churches are out here?
Yeah,
bro?
but
When
doesn't
you-
Jesus leave when the people leave?
when
Jesus
you
might, but the other people stay, dog.
when you look at me though,
Oh,
just
man.
remember this, right? Heaven won't take me, and hell's afraid I'll take the fuck over.
I have the same problem.
That is something you'd see on somebody where they're like, I got this tattoo, bro. Check it out. My buddy did it in his basement.
It looks like Carter's Browning tattoo. Really is really fucking upside down.
What does that say, bro?
No regrets.
Mm-hmm, I bet it does. Is this a Morse code?
Holy fuck.
Yeah. So, what do you guys want to talk about now?
Well, bro, you're the one that was never included, so why don't you set us on a nice path, bro? Why don't you set us on someone that's so wonderful that we lose track of time? Send us on a lose track of time talk, please, bro.
I know where he's going.
What are you thinking?
I know where you're going.
What do you-
were gonna go earlier.
Read my mind.
Where you were going? You're going aliens.
Bro, if you want to talk for hours, I was going to say COVID, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump.
Fucking
Let's
shit.
not talk
God.
politics, please, because
Oh
none of
my
us know
God.
anything
Are
about
you
them.
into like aliens and
No,
shit?
I'm into
What are you into, bro? Tell us
what
what
am
you
I?
think.
Well,
Give us a
you
little
wanna
peep
know
into
about me,
Craig's.
I do like puppies and long walks on beaches. I like when the autumn comes and the leaves get orange.
Do you have a P.O. box? You can get these ladies to send you a pen
No, I
pal.
don't have
This
the
might be
P.O. box.
92 or late 2000s
I
pen
don't
pal
have the-
date.
I don't have the P.O. box. I don't have one of those, brother.
Oh, shit. We were talking this morning about.
Well, yeah, talk to me about aliens because I'll be honest with you. Do you believe in them?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, are you somebody that would perpetuate that it's true? Or would
It's
you
one of
say
those
this is
things-
my opinion, or
I'm
would
more
you say
open- I'm
there's
more-
aliens?
I'm open-minded to it. I'm not saying there is aliens, but I believe
Sure.
it's not. It's hard to say they're not. Like they just found a galaxy that's like 32 times the size of ours, right?
Oh, of course.
I just believe it's one of those things for like for the amount of like we're a life form on this. You know, there's obviously who's to say there's nothing else even like us somewhere else. I'm just
No, I
open-minded
think
to
we'd
it.
be. I think you would have to be completely ignorant
100%.
to say that we're the only thing out there.
Yeah.
Because.
I like the ways it can go. Because it.
But I mean, when they say that they
What are you
found this
googling?
None.
galaxy 32 times the size of ours.
I know
So
it's
we
32 times.
so it-
Yeah,
but-
but
oh,
it's
30
big. Yeah, it's
For the
big.
point of the conversation, we'll call it 32. Do they think that they can come and see us, or do they think it's still too far? Like, are they supposed to? The aliens supposed to come get us now?
Or like, can we reach this galaxy?
Yes.
I don't know if necessarily we can reach this galaxy. We were talking
is
about
it
that
being-
today.
or
You know
is
how
it
long
being-
it takes to travel to Mars, bro? 9 months.
You know what? I didn't know. You know why? Because they don't put fat people in fucking spaceships, bro. That's how I know. So when you talk about, hey, we're going to do the Mars launch, I don't think, one day when I go to Mars.
Bro, you never
I
know.
I
It
do
is
know.
2020.
I do know, bro. If first off,
This
it
is
costs me more to fly a plane.
Type that in Google.
what?
What is the biggest person to go into space?
Okay, just one sec though, because this
He
is
was
sad
already-
as
he was
fuck.
already
Oh,
doing
you
it.
have something queued up.
No, it just says I went
What
to
happened,
click
bro?
on this. Listen to how sad this is. I hope this is.
I hope we can hear how sad it is first. And then,
I can't. I think it's sad.
okay, it's probably sad then.
Okay, so I went. It just was like, Googled Roswell. So you guys were talking about aliens.
Sure.
Whatever. Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, okay.
So I clicked it. A bullet came up. To all our readers in Canada.
Okay.
Please don't scroll past this. This Thursday, for the first time, This Thursday, for the first time recently, we humbly ask you to defend Wikipedia's independence.
Give
Nine-
money.
Yeah, 98% of our readers. Listen to this is the sad part. 98% of our readers don't give. They simply look the other way. If you donate just $2.75 or whatever you can this Thursday, Wikipedia could keep thriving for years. Most people donate because Wikipedia is useful. Wikipedia has given you $2.75 worth of knowledge this year. Take a minute to donate. Show the editors who bring you neutral and verified information that their work matters. If you are one of our rare donors, you have our gratitude, and we warmly thank you. But that's fucking sad. 98% of their fucking people. $2.75, bro.
You know what? You want to hear a funny?
What do you want me to Google?
I gotta check something out here. You guys do what you guys.
What is what?
The fattest person
Yeah.
in space?
Yeah. Bro, Elon Musk, he's on some stuff, bro. It's 2020. I feel like
No, Elon
everybody's...
Musk is the man.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, he's doing the things he's
Here,
doing,
here.
man.
John Brower Minich.
Yeah, how much?
He died September 10th, 1983, and he was only 41. Known for heaviest person ever recorded. Oh, this is just the fattest guy ever.
To go to
In space.
No, he's not in space, I don't think. This guy didn't go to space, bro. Look at, they're on me again. Hi, reader. It seems you use Wikipedia a lot. That's great. This is the second appeal we've shown you. It's awkward, but this Thursday we need your help.
Oh, they're giving you more messages.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice of them.
At the age of 12, John weighed 294 pounds with an estimated height of 5 feet 7 inches.
Oh my God, that's a big boy.
By the age 22, he was 6 foot 1 inches in height and weighed 500 pounds.
This guy did go to space?
No. At his heaviest, he was frequently referred to as the thickest man in the land. Thickest man in the land.
Not the thickest man in the land.
No, I googled but
To go
to go to space.
outer space,
Fattest person to go
out of this atmosphere.
to space. Fattest person to skydive.
I feel like that's surprising.
When will fat people go to space? Is this ignorant that I'm searching this?
I feel like this is
No,
a
it's not.
frequently
Wait,
searched
no.
thing, bro.
First
This is
off,
the first link. You know other people have
just
been
a
at.
second here. I'll tell you guys right now. As an ambassador to fat people, you guys keep on searching. Yeah, Ryan. What fat guy's gonna come and tell us shit, bro? I'm a fat guy, man. Like officially.
Okay, what is the definition though? Because there's like you can't.
Yo, bro, if you look at me and you don't think I'm fat, like I just recently realized
Bro.
I was fat. But
Bro.
if you look at me and you'd say, that guy might or may not be fat. You're full of
Bro, you are thick.
shit. Bro, I don't care about it. I'll be honest with you.
Bro, my neighbor was
I don't
fat.
have problems.
They used to have to come pick my. There used to be
but I
6 people that have to come pick
Yeah,
my
I
neighbor
don't-
up to go have a shower, bro. That is fat. Now that is like a feat to get that into space.
I don't know if a fat guy can go into space.
Mission Specialist Robert Barrett here. Begin transmission of login number
See, he's
ISS
thick.
381-48.
NASA tests effects of space on fat astronaut.
Transmission for yesterday's assignment. Was there a problem? The problem is the tests you're having me run. Okay, Barrett, go ahead.
Whoa, what happened there?
I think we're just about to
Mission
blast
Specialist
off.
Robert Barrett here. We didn't receive your data transmission for yesterday's assignment. Was there a problem?
What are we
I'm here to
watching?
further
I don't know. This is too much there. Anyways,
It just said. Well, this
We're
is
going down a
this is the
wormhole.
onion, so it's probably not.
what do
fucking
you
real.
think about the monoliths?
The what?
Those monoliths they've been finding.
What's the monolith?
Those
What is
little. Bring that up.
What the
Yo,
fuck,
tell me about
Fran?
it.
Google
You're
it.
on this
Google it
again,
for us,
bro?
Jamie.
Yeah, but you guys can't. We can't have two podcasts the same day that have the same content.
That's true. That's true.
But I do want to know what these monoliths. Are you talking
A
about
monolith.
Is it a
Okay,
metal, is it a
no.
metal thing?
Here we go.
I did see this. And
Yeah,
they-
it's
it
a
was gone?
it's a geological feature consisting of a single massive stone or rock. It's not even
It's not even that then. Yeah.
But they,
such as some mountains or a single large piece of rock placed as or within a
Stonehenge.
monument or building. Erosion usually exposes.
I
So
did see this metal thing that they found on a beach or something, and they took a picture, and the next day it was gone or something. Is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
There's,
the
yeah.
Utah monolith was a non-magnetic metallic pillar
Yeah.
that stood about 4 years in a red sandstone slot canyon in northern San Juan County, Utah.
4
It
years.
says 4 years.
I don't know, but I did see this.
I didn't know that.
But I don't get into all those conspiracies because it's so easy to get people fucked
Yeah.
up with that stuff.
Dude, it's not a conspiracy. Okay, I'm not gonna get mad on this
Don't
because
get mad. Yes, don't get mad. Don't get mad, man. It's not
whenever
a
you can tell when I get
conspiracy.
passionate on something because my voice goes right up and I get condescending. I'm like, all right, fuck you.
You
You
don't-
suck a
yes.
fat dick.
You're not gripping that mic no
You
more.
know- yeah.
I don't
I'm not. I'm not all in.
Fuck that.
talking
I
about it.
keeps it real.
I keeps it real, motherfucker. Okay, this is rich motherfuckers trying to
You're
fuck.
like, this is a monolith.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
this is a monolith in my
That's-
table,
You're right. I know where you're going with this.
bro.
For sure.
It's pulling shit on people, bro.
It's like
Crashing.
people laughing at people, like being like, "How you fucking idiots are still talking about this monolith." It's like that guy, like he said, that's his legacy.
Yeah.
I want motherfuckers to take these things around and stash them. That's my legacy. It's a stupid legacy.
That's a
I'd want more of a legacy like R.
Man,
Kelly.
this
I
is a
pissed
big
on
thought,
bitches,
bro.
baby.
This is a big thought.
Golden
You know what I think about all the
sheets.
time? Like, kind of has something to do with
A
monolith.
big thought announcement coming up from Fran.
Stay tuned.
Stay
No.
woke.
How much shit though is like hidden in this earth? We
Too
don't know
much.
about, though. You know what I mean?
A lot.
Like, look at these monoliths. So this thing sat there for 4
So
years
much.
and someone just discovered it, bro.
But
Imagine-
why do we talk
No
about
one
this
just
in
discovered
plural?
it. Wikipedia knew about it in 2016.
That's what I mean,
Somebody
bro.
just
But
tell
it
me,
didn't get
why
brought
is
up.
this plural?
It's
What do you
only
mean?
because there was another one in fucking
There's
some
two
other
more.
weird place.
Yeah, I only heard of the one on the beach.
Because it's not relevant.
Okay, that's in my life. It's definitely not. I was probably woke up early in the morning and was on my other phone looking at Facebook. feed
Your
or something.
brain was like, I gotta shit. That's more important.
That was more, I stopped looking at yes, and I only know the word because.
So
I
no
was like,
rude,
why
You
is
guys
yeah.
don't
that
look
funny?
on your phone when you shit though.
No, I don't. Bro, have you
I
not?
don't either.
No.
I guess.
I don't either.
I stopped. I
Shit
Yeah.
outside in a green box, bro. The
Yeah,
last
that's
thing
not
I'm
true.
doing
Sometimes-
is
I
looking
still
at my
bring
phone.
when I'm out there.
If I'm on a good video chat and I gotta drop a deuce, I'll bring her with me. That's
Bro, you
okay.
used
She
to
can
go
be-
lives. You used to go lives with us while you were
Yeah.
taking
Yes,
a
no
shit.
problem.
Bro, that was so funny. You
Me.
posted these
I have
pictures
no
with your
picture.
vape.
Yes, yes.
I seen that on your profile. I remember looking
Yes.
at your vape and you're like,
Dropping
taking
a
a
deuce.
shit, bro.
Yes, yes.
We're like zooming in. We're like, oh, he's on the shitter, dog.
Yes, he was, yeah.
But you used to do that when you were live too.
I used to. Yes, of course. It didn't matter.
Because
to
you'd
me,
come
yes.
in, and we'd be like, is he on the shitter?
Yes, he probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he's
yeah.
on the shitter,
So
dog.
you get carried away and
As I got
talking,
older.
and then you do this selfie because you're
Yeah.
talking like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I don't want anybody to be
That
in conversation
bathroom,
with me.
that bathroom light's so nice when you look up, though,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
soft.
Oh,
What was that? These hardwood floors are creaky. My house old, eh? Splash. Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's too funny.
Love it. Listen. Another metal monolith appears. See, this is how bad fucking news stations are, bro. Trying to
it's
get
terrible
clickbait and clickbait.
Clickbait.
Clickbait. It makes me so mad. I goddamn I went retarded on that one.
Yo, you didn't even get that second accent on the way around, bro. You said you were gonna
wonder
give
if-
us a location.
I wonder if there's ever. This is like kind of back to this UFO shit. I wonder if there's ever been like UFO crashes around in Ontario, like around us. Do you ever think there has been? I heard an old story that there wasn't like an old time story. You know what I mean? There was one in Roblin.
Okay, that's good. I thought you were gonna say Roslyn. And
Were
I
you
was
gonna say Roblin?
No,
Or Roslyn?
I was gonna say Roslyn, but I think I'm not sure. I think we're too.
It might be
friendly.
the same thing, bro.
I don't think a conspiracy can travel as
Was
well.
it early
in Canada as it
1900s
can-
though?
I don't know.
Like 19
Call it
50s,
whatever
60s.
it needs to be. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Because an older guy I used to work with, he wasn't skeptical at all. Like he was like skeptical, sorry, like he didn't believe in that shit. And he had something happen with his mom. He lives in the country, and it was out that way, like Roslyn or Robin. I don't remember which one, but they're close, right? Like the one with the lumber mill,
right? Right on top of each other. Yep.
And they were out that way, and they said he seen something.
What do you see?
But like some kind of light that came down over him and his mom, and it was like maybe 100 feet, not even in the air, and it came right over top of them. He was young too, so I don't. He told me this a couple years ago, but it came over top of him. He said, I don't know what happened or what they're walking to.
Sure.
I don't know if they just ended up going, but the thing was on top of them and then shining on top of them. And then he said the thing just took off, and there was like a sonic thing. Scared the shit out of him, where he's kind of like scared.
Yeah, of course. But I think as a young boy, if you see something that can't be explained to you right away, you're gonna be scared.
100%.
You know what I mean? And something big like that, not an event like that happening.
But I also heard there was a UFO crash out that way in the
Nice
cow
tables,
field.
right? Tables are nice.
Thank you, sir.
They're nice.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm listening to you, but my brain sometimes just goes like furniture.
What are you into?
I was watching your bullshit monolith thing in Romania.
I
This is
actually
so
put them.
fake.
I actually-
can't believe
I put those
I
up,
can't
bro.
believe
Taking it.
They have been.
it disappears.
The first one
it
got
disappears.
No, the first one got took down by hikers or rock climbers. They took it down. I don't know what happened to the other ones.
It's
But
ridiculous.
that's because people are getting fucking bored, and kids are making millions of
I'm gonna
dollars
make.
on fucking
I'm gonna
Snapchat.
make a fucking model.
That's fucking global. That's global news.
I'm gonna make a model because everybody's
not
picked that
even.
story up though now.
It's not even like kids.
Yeah,
now.
essentially, you know what? Yeah, it's a fair point there. Everybody's picked that story up by now.
Yeah, it's just like news stations. You can't believe a goddamn thing no more, dog.
Oh, you can.
You know, you believe Alex Jones, bro.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Alex Jones, he said.
Alex Jones, 100%.
Do you like
Alex
Alex
Jones.
Jones?
I don't know about Alex Jones. I like him when he's being tame. When
He
he's
can
not.
get pretty wild. Let me tell you.
I know. I just don't. He seems to have these big with Alex Jones. The only problem I have with him, because I believe a guy like that has information.
100%.
I really do. I think he's not. But with somebody like Alex Jones, I think more. He goes on these tangents, on these rants about some sort of. Let's say an egg, okay, just for the sake of the story. He'll go on this thing about an egg, but then never tell us where he got it from, how he heard it. He never has to reference a source. And I understand that's in that line of work, you probably wouldn't want to reference a source. But I think for the sake of credibility, you would give up little things here and there.
This is like reminding me of this shit. I seen some crazy shit the other day on the internet.
Was it on YouTube?
No, this is actually a real thing that happened.
Okay,
I
just a second.
I checked a couple pages
Just a
though.
second. What do you
So-
mean? Okay.
There was a special forces, like a U.S. Special Forces team, attacked a CIA server farm in Germany. There's like 4 or 5 special agents die, and then 1 CIA guy died.
What happened?
They attacked like a server farm in Germany. So I'm
What is
assuming,
a server farm?
I'm assuming it's a big farm building, like an house
Servers.
with just computer
Like
servers.
computer. And
Something to do with the election shit. I don't know what it was. They didn't mention much about it, obviously. But they were mentioning, like,
I don't want, it seems that we keep on trail riding to this election thing. So I'm just going to put my point straight. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't care what's going on with Donald Trump. I don't care with Joe Biden. I think that the politics in the States is so polarized right now that people are going to start doing smoke and mirror games.
Mhm.
And that's it. And I mean, everybody can say, yeah, but come on, Craig, politics is smoke and mirrors. No, I'm talking about bigger shit than that. Because the stakes have gotten so high.
But that's what I mean, though. It's crazy to start seeing, though, like, even hearing about that shit.
But there's no way. I mean, you just never know right now. That's the fucking problem, is that you never know. I'm sure Ryan knows enough about computers that he could put a post out and somehow fit global news, their icon in the bottom.
Yeah.
On a video.
Oh,
of
I
his.
get what you're saying,
Fuck
yeah.
global
So
news.
Everything
now-
is so
now-
translated through, right? And
But this is the problem.
diluted.
As soon as you got technology,
What?
is running. What's the matter there, brother?
Nothing.
Okay, so as soon as you have technology that's running every single facet of our lives, and then you have people that can learn that technology, they're going to do things to take advantage of it. They're going to do things that are going to... And I was sitting with my accountant, okay? My accountant was a very bright woman. Very, I say was, that's not fair, is. And I was done signing my paperwork to get my taxes off, and she said, we need to get Trump back in. I said, what do you mean? I think Trump lost that election. I think Trump's out on January 20th or whatever. I think there's an inauguration going on. And no. And she gets into this rabbit hole. And this point is not to talk about Donald Trump and that. It's to show how strong these rabbit holes are. Like, this is a person that knows the tax law. Mm. But she's talking to me about, I don't like what Trudeau's doing taking all the guns. What guns is he taking from us? They're taking fucking machine guns, man.
Not necessarily, no, not everything either.
What?
No.
They're not?
No, there's big fuckery with that because they are like that.
So you would know, okay, so this is good then. Let's talk about this. I'd love to understand this better.
Yeah, so they are like that. I shouldn't say they are.
Are they taking my rifle that can shoot Bambi, or are they taking my fucking assault rifle that can shoot Greg and Steve and his whole crew?
Both. Because they are taking those guns, but in that thing too, there was a lot of guns that were mislabeled. Like there's 100-year-old fucking shotguns in there that can shoot single shots, and there's also airsoft guns they put in there. There's like 2 websites they put in there that somehow got named, and you know what I mean?
Okay.
It was just a bunch. There's a good point.
So do you believe there's an agenda? So do you believe that the agenda that's happening with the guns? Do you think that?
I don't think it's gonna go through.
Well, I don't know. And this is the whole thing. I thought it had gone.
Yeah.
This is how much I know, but
yeah.
You're talking to a guy that when they caught us, and I can show you guys paperwork on it.
Mm-hmm.
They caught us with fucking choppers, bro.
Yeah.
Big motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Big motherfuckers. Yeah. And I never one time. Every time I had one of those, it was to hurt somebody. Yeah. It was when this shit goes down. Yeah. This is what we're gonna kill with. And you don't need those fucking guns, man. You don't need those fucking guns.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Listen, man, I'm telling you.
You don't.
I've been in a lot of vicarious,
yeah,
very, 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 or not vicarious, really bad situations with firearms. And I never used one. You know what I'm saying? There's no, because when you bring those out, there's damage.
Yeah.
Like it's collateral damage.
Unfixable damage.
Beyond your recognition.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even acknowledge it because it's so big. Because when you start spitting one of those, and I've shot every kind of gun you can imagine, from 50 caliber assault rifles right down to 22 handguns. And those guns are fucking dangerous, man. Those guns, I've seen guys in, I'm sure there's fucking YouTube videos. I don't go on YouTube or I don't go on the internet to look at gun shooting and all that stuff. That was part of my old life. That wasn't something I would ever be turned on by, you know? But I can remember guns that we had that would chop down trees, man.
Oh, fuck, there are a lot of guns.
I remember holding a MAC-10.
Yeah.
And the slug on the fucking thing was something I'd never seen. And we don't need to have guns like that, man. And I know a MAC-10 they would have.
But some of them guns aren't even, and not all them guns are even taken off either, you know?
Well, then I don't know. What I don't understand is that
I agree with what you're saying. There's no need for an LMG guns, like heavy machine guns that are belt fed, you know. But like, say essential, because there are guns say that for coyote hunting. Coyote hunting, it depends really what you're doing. But if they're packs, right, it'd be nice to have like a gun that can hold maybe 10 rounds, right? Because you know, if you shoot, say your gun holds 4 bullets. You shoot them, and you have 6 more coyotes coming in, or something they pack up, right? Sure. It's good to have it, sure. You know what I mean? And you're also licensed. You pay for the course, everything to go through it. Yep. So there isn't that's a fine line, right?
Okay, now to be the devil's advocate on firearms.
But like, just before we get off on that, I just think it's weird how there shouldn't have been that interference with like old like shotguns or like just someone that didn't have the knowledge and is putting stupid shit in there like that, right? Because I agree with it. Like, say there's a fine line, right? But it's like when they start throwing in shit that's kind of like ridiculous and has no need to be taken out, right? It could do, it's like has no point.
How did it get there, you think?
Crookedness and just like it's that fucking wormhole of politics, man. And
I mean, I don't understand how in the States they can't talk anything about guns. The NRA's got that thing locked, shut down.
Well, Canada has that too, right? And which they're going after because that's where it was like the pandemic happened. And with the pandemic, they were able to rush the bill through.
But then why would she? This was her argument. If you want me to be honest, to trail her whole argument out was, I don't understand why Trudeau's taking our guns, and I'm not even sure she even owns a fucking gun, to tell you the truth. But whatever. Let's say she's got a whole plethora of them. but the natives can keep their guns. They can have AKs. I said I don't think the natives can have AKs.
There's
I don't
an
think that's the
exception.
case.
See, there's an exception
think that's the
where
case.
it's like they have a grace period, and if you hunt and fish with your weapon, then you can use it, but you still have to get back within I think they're going to give you time to get. It's just like a grace period, so you can get a gun and then get rid of yours, right? But it's like
Okay,
not
so
really
if I
fair.
have an AK, and I
no
made
one's
it-
using that though.
I know they're not using them, bro, but I'm using AK because the people listening to us understand that that's a chopper.
As sad as that is, though, bro, it's not really that. It's kind of like it is that, but it's like it's other guns too. It's
Then
just
what's
like
the
hunting
problem?
rifles. It's hunting rifles.
But how can Canada, as a society of hunters, how can the government ever think they could come?
See, bro, listen to
To
this
that
though.
table.
Yeah, but see, you can go out and bear hunt, right?
I
you
can't
you
do any
no, but
hunting,
listen,
for the
like for instance, though, you can go out bear hunt with just a bow.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But you're not allowed to have a sidearm, a handgun per se.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, wouldn't that be nice, just in case if something happened with your bow and shit, or something came up behind you, just something to protect yourself, just in case, right? Just
Yeah,
something
but
happened
don't
with
you also?
You're not allowed to do it.
Here's
but some places you are.
Here's my playing devil's advocate
Mhm.
right now.
Yes, do it.
Playing
I
both
love it.
Yeah.
playing both sides to the parries,
Yeah.
right? So I agree with you. I don't think the government should be able to take away anything, let alone our guns.
Mhm.
Especially tell us that we're
Because
fucking
that is scary
assholes.
too, right? In a
Okay.
sense, right?
On
Yeah.
on the flip side of it, if there's anyone that can say that there shouldn't be guns, he's probably one of those guys that should be allowed on the other line
No,
to say
100%.
like,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have these guns.
Yeah.
Because
First-hand
I know
experience.
But
there's
that's
more, man.
but that's where it says.
The end of the day,
At the end, and it, but like
here's
cut you off
my
for a
third
sec, though.
thought.
You're
My
right.
third and final thought
Because-
on the whole thing. The end of the day, boys, people buy guns and people buy bullets, and there's a lot of money in that, so it'll never go away.
Never go away.
100%. No, it won't. And it's just like, but like you say, there's a fine
Right.
line though, right? Like when it actually involves guns that are doing damage, but it's like,
Yeah, but dude, any gun's gonna do damage. I could do damage.
yeah, but
with
that's
this fucking
because-
water
yes,
bottle.
listen.
But that's what I mean.
man,
I'm just
listen.
talking like I'm talking big clipped guns, belt fed. Imagine like a belt fed 30 cal.
But you're
as
going
opposed to
back
my
to
hunting
belt
gun.
fed. I don't even know.
That's heavy machinery.
Okay,
Heavy
I
gun.
understand that,
For
but I
sure.
don't even know. I'm not even sure I've ever even come across one of those, and I've been in fucking.
But okay, so here's my next thought. So
Sorry.
all these guns, this is a question. All these guns that they buy back and all this shit, where do they end up? Like Saudi, or like the next place they want to
They
go
probably
and take?
dispose of
They
them.
want
they're
to.
gonna say.
They know they put them
they're
on
not
planes
gonna- of course
and they take them over to these countries and they
Of course they
fucking
do.
sell them and they give them to all these fucking other countries,
Yeah,
bro.
but
It's
that's what
like
they do to us. They tell us they just dispose of them.
That's
They
what I
give you
mean.
a shitty price. So it won't happen. But
Why?
that's-
What are they trying to say? The government's trying to say we'll buy your gun from you.
yeah,
well,
it's
that's what
buyback
it's a
program.
buyback program.
Okay, so if I have an AK, I can go to my local police department and give them
Well,
my
I
gun
don't
and
know
they'll
if
give me my money.
is it that easy.
I don't know.
There's a process. Whether it's that easy or not,
Whatever,
there's a
there's a
process.
process.
There's a process. Yeah.
And then they give you a lower dollar amount.
They're actually paying quite high, aren't they? To try
It's
and
retail,
actually
though,
get
dude.
people
It's
to.
just, no, it's just retail.
Well, retail's better than buying. You have a
So
fucking
you've
used
had
gun.
Your gun. You've had it.
But retail's like good. Like,
That's
it's like,
what I
it's like
mean.
taking a video game to EB Games.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like taking
You're
a-
It's
taking.
a used gun.
That's what I
and
mean.
You're getting it for fucking.
That's
You
what
can
I
get
mean.
more. You can get more online.
Yeah.
You can get more online. If you were to sell your gun to somebody else, you get more money online.
Yes, of course, but.
Oh, you would? Guns have more money after resale. They don't
Depends
lose.
on the
They
gun,
don't
dude.
lose.
It's like taking a game to EB Games. You know what I mean? You're not going to get the same. Like, it's a government. They're not.
Well, you just said
I don't
retail.
Yeah.
So if I buy a game at retail,
Well, retail's like.
hear me
That's
out.
like the
Hear-
highest
hear
thing.
me
though.
out. You got to pay
It's like a
attention to what you say.
Okay.
Because if I buy a game at retail
Yeah.
at $79,
Yeah, and you
what the
have it
fuck
for
ever.
4
If I
years,
get to
whatever,
play
and sell it
fucking
for
for
retail.
5 again, I get to go back
Yeah.
and they're gonna give me all my money back.
Okay.
Is that not
okay,
a
say
sweet
you
deal?
buy a gun this week. You bought
Yeah.
a gun, then they restricted it.
Yeah.
You take it in. They'll probably offer you $600.
Okay.
They're gonna tell you
How much did
highest-
you pay for it though?
I just said 600. Say you take it in there. You bought a gun for $600. You take it in there.
They're
Whatever.
gonna give you
They're gonna
600.
probably give you 600, yeah.
Okay, that's
But
what I
per
understood.
se,
That's
per
what I
se,
understood.
No,
but per
on a
se.
good scale, like you could buy a gun though, and that's the thing. It's
Well, this and like
It's
you
one
said,
of those
an
things.
old, if you have
Yeah.
an older gun, what's the value on it for him as opposed to someone like
Yeah.
he got it given to him by his grandpa, and now they want to give him $150 for it. He's got like a value on it that's like I don't even want the $150. Doesn't
No money.
Yeah,
I want to keep
right.
this gun.
but even
And I
yeah.
understand that. Like I get the
But
full
it's a
circle
fact
of
though
it.
I've seen because like I know friends that were gonna take guns in to
Yeah.
to do it right to get the money back, and they're like, it's no fuck them. But courage to buy more and keep them.
Well, and you know that could be the person though being cunts. Like, oh,
Yeah,
you want to
no,
buy
but
back my
I've
gun?
asked,
That's
yeah,
fine. I want
because they
fucking
looked
triple
into
what
it,
you
though.
what I paid for it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
because that's not
Like
not
$1,200
plausible.
guns, I
or
know they're trying to give them like
unplausible,
six.
you know?
That is
$800.
100% probable,
Yeah, right. Like
for sure.
yeah,
That-
like because
That's
that
just
like you
scary to
said,
me, though. That's just kind of scary to me in a sense, too, right?
I don't like the fact that the gun law is scary because of the timing.
100%, yeah. And it is.
Like
but
I
it's
don't give a fuck whether there's guns or not. I don't give a shit. I've went 35. I always keep saying I'm 35, but I'm 34.
Yeah.
34 years of my life. I shot a couple pellet guns, a couple 22s. I've been selling drugs for a good chunk of my life, and I've only managed to ever have one gun pulled on me, and it wasn't even really me, it was someone else, and we were in a stupid spot at a stupid fucking time, and I would never put myself in that position ever again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I had it happen to me once, and I was like, yup, fuck that shit. Never
sure.
again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but that's seeing the bad end of the stick, though. That's
Well,
seeing
no.
a shitty perspective
No.
before it's good.
No,
right?
no, no. I'm not even talking about the gun side of things.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I've went 34 years of my life, and I haven't seen guns.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like there's going to be times, like I said, one time I had a shitty, but it was my decisions. I put myself in that position. You know what I mean? You've seen a lot more guns,
yes.
but you put yourself in those positions.
Oh, no,
You know what I mean?
100%.
So,
my responsibility for sure. Yep.
right? I feel like
Yep.
at the end of the day, guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Yep.
It don't matter if a gun is on a shelf or not. So the person's gonna die.
Yep.
That's what I.
Whether it shoots one bullet, 4,700 bullets, what the fucking ever, it don't matter.
No,
That's
that's
what-
it. It's gonna a bullet. You gotta think it's just a piece of fucking metal flying through the air. Whatever it hits, it's gonna go through it. And that's what I think is why I get so impatient about it. Because you shouldn't need a gangster.
You don't need to explain yourself.
No,
But
Because you've been in that
See.
side of it, right?
Yes,
so like
yes,
I
yeah.
understand your point of view
But
150%.
my point
But
is,
see, our-
why the
our
fuck
point
you
of
need
view-
somebody that can show, okay, here's paperwork that I had those guns illegally. Why the fuck does everybody need somebody like me to say that when you can just look at fucking what damage it does?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's why I get impatient
I
about it.
understand that, right? But that's where it's like kind of we have 2 point of views because you think of that, but I think of like the good times hunting, shit
No,
like that,
yeah,
right? Where that's why
100%.
I've seen
Of
shooting
course,
skates,
of
right?
course,
I
man.
understand that
Of
shit happens,
course.
but I'm a strong
But
believer
that's-
like good people should have.
And
right?
that's the difference of like a responsible gun owner, as opposed to like someone who's not as responsible with a gun.
And I've seen
Right?
seen that
Yeah,
fair
that's
share
the
of the
difference,
stick though, right? But that makes me believe more that like it's like people like me should have more guns.
Well, you
I
don't
think
need.
responsible-
I'm not saying more guns. More guns. Like America. I'm not saying more guns.
You said that.
USA.
It was
USA.
like, I need all the guns.
But if more response, if there was more response people that had guns, then we wouldn't have to rely on like, because it's like sometimes you hear about all those shootings in the States. There's one old guy with a
Sounds
gun
like a
license
gun owner
that's
trying to keep his guns, man.
yeah.
yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. It
We
sounds
both
like
There's
we
good and
both
bad
agreed,
everywhere, bro.
We both agreed with him, and he's still like defending the guns.
sending it on still.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna send the last one out here. Guns
I
are really
feel-
good because I'm an honest guy.
And I feel like I deserve all the guns.
Canada, baby.
America.
America.
But it's like a hunting standpoint
America.
on things. It's I don't know. It's just like you say.
But listen,
it's
hunt-
good
Hunt with your
perspectives,
hands,
right?
bitch.
It's
But
cool
listen,
to hear.
here's
Set a
my brother.
fucking snap or
one thing I
snare.
One thing I did in my career on the other side of the world was I would buy every gun I saw. That's how we got every gun. I'm not lying to you because I was never moving. I was always moving aggressively. So there was a good chance that somebody I was aggressive with would want to shoot me. So if I could get their gun from them, I would.
You know what's crazy?
But just let me finish this thought here because I want to explain something to you about you hunters.
Oh,
I've bought so many guns, long guns, rifles.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that were in your hunting camps.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
but
the
they're
kids go
stolen.
out there, yeah, of course they were stolen, bro. But if I can steal your fucking gun, then that's my gun, homie.
Yeah, but if you're leaving your gun and untended, like a hunting.
I don't know who's doing that, but they're responsible gun owners because they have a registered firearm.
Yeah.
So that's my point to you guys. That's what we would do. I'm gonna buy those guns.
Your
and I'm
car is in the
saying-
garage. I came up and stole it. Does that make you
No.
a responsible car owner?
No, it doesn't. And we can go along that route. We can go.
hardest. That's that.
No, we can go along that route. Now I'll tell you something. If you steal my car,
Locks only keep honest
if you
people
steal,
out, bro.
yes, listen, brother, we can talk
Right.
about a banana, an apple.
Yeah.
You're not gonna catch me on
Yeah.
that. Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
I love that you want to debate me here, but I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
you're about to get flipped upside down. Yeah, you're right about the car, 100%. You know what the difference between you stealing my car and me stealing your gun is? My car is gonna get you to fucking buy some weed or some chips. Your gun is gonna make me put it right through your fucking head. Which one's better? Which one is more?
Well, I
which
could
one?
drive the
I
car
could just drive
through
that
you.
Will you though? Will you though? Will you? Are you ever, when you see a
Probably
gun,
not.
are you ever going to, I don't know, let's say, are you going to go to you to sell a hot gun, or are you going to go to me to sell a hot gun? Whose finger's going to be in the hot gun pool?
Yeah, it
Checking
depends on
the
the
temperature.
person. But that's what
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to, bro. You don't have to. You can go to Canadian Tire. You can go to fucking Walmart,
Yeah, bro,
wherever
but
you
that's
can buy
the thing
guns.
too,
What?
dude. Now that's the thing. I'm not saying
I'm buying the hot guns, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying though,
I'm shooting people, dude.
Yeah. Dude, but I'm just, 100%. But I've
Okay.
grown up in an area where I've seen a lot of hot guns. People bought them, not
Sure.
used for hot shit, but used for hunting because
That's
they're
because
saving.
you
They're
grew-
saving $400.
Of course.
They're saving $500.
Of course,
right?
they're saving $400 or
You
$500.
you also live on a reserve, so I don't really
Yeah.
live that.
And
True.
You're talking
Let's
about
say you-
Indians, so
yes,
that
and
doesn't
let's
really
say you
count.
don't,
But a
let's
lot of
say
them
you don't.
time, and there are times too though where I think though, people with licenses go buy guns, and then that's how they get the black market too, right? They sold them.
Of course.
But
Well, look at
still-
those shows.
But then
'Cause
you
do you
still
need a
can't-
license
but
at
still,
those
though,
shows?
there's no reason why that should take away from people like me.
No,
you know?
it doesn't.
Cuckoo.
What it does.
Those weird gun shows they go to. Do you need a license to buy at those?
But in the States, I think you don't. I think in
Well,
America.
no. In America, you open a bank account and they give you a
yeah,
shotgun.
okay,
Some
Dubai,
places.
do we have those things? Do we have?
But in
like,
all seriousness
swap
though, if
meets here?
I'm
They have.
Do we have weapon swap meets in Canada?
Oh, yeah.
They have gun
I go to
shows.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
fuck
there
yeah.
you go. I had no idea about that
Yeah.
because again,
They have
this one I'm not buying my
honestly,
guns.
So I'll go in.
A gun show.
They have big plastic tables and they're laid out.
Sure.
And there'll be one guy. He could have 30, 40 guns, and he has it all tagged. You ask him, he'll bring them up for you.
Yeah, sure, for sure. Back to my point about the. I don't think for a second that because there's a possibility your gun could get stolen and given to the hands of a criminal, you should lose your guns. That's not my standpoint at all. My
That's the same
standpoint
thing
is
I'm getting at though. Is like I can take so many. Like here's the weird part, okay?
Okay.
To store like certain guns, right? They give you
Sure.
gun safes.
Yep.
I have my guns in a safe.
Yep.
But 2 or 3 guys could come in and pick up the whole fucking thing and leave
Yeah,
it.
but they're not. The guns that are being stolen from people are not being done in safes.
No.
Because the people that have the tools to get into the safe, unless it's a rare gun or it's a fucking missile launcher, nobody's coming with a fucking safe to the safe cutter to get some fucking long guns. That's the truth, man.
They
That's
ain't, they ain't shooting deer, man.
No. That's the truth. If we're gonna pick up a long gun, you're gonna pick it up for $100, and it's not even fucking registered to the guy you're buying it off of, and you're only putting it in a closet so that idiot doesn't have a gun to shoot you. And I'm not trying to say. I'm really not trying to say for a second that anybody should lose their guns because I know very
I get what you're
responsible
saying. We're
owners.
just talking about scenarios, right?
I'm just saying that when anybody wants to, I've had this conversation over and over again
Yeah.
because I've always advocated to not have guns because I know the damage they can do.
100%.
That's the truth.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm not talking about the victims that get hit by it. I'm talking about the collateral damage. When a gun goes off, there's a sonic wave that happens.
Mhm.
And
Ripple effect.
yeah, it creates.
And it's a long line of.
Yeah, it doesn't stop, man.
Yeah.
And it just,
But it's a lot easier to shoot somebody than it be face to face with the person.
Sure. So you're going to use a long gun for that. All I'm trying to say here, man, is that's what I'm trying to tell you, but you're not using a handgun for a long shot, you know? And that's, I'm just telling you, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that the yard sales for guns that I've went to, any hot gun I've ever bought, and believe me, every gun they found us with was hot from somewhere, because we didn't buy it from a fucking gun store or a swap meet.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, that the people that have guns should be using their fucking brains. People that have the ability to have guns
100%
shouldn't be fighting.
Yeah.
They should be picking their battles and saying, you know what? Maybe I won't have to shoot all 6 coyotes because there's a really good possibility when fucking Roger, the second in the pack, goes down and Lily's looking for her boyfriend when they're running down the fucking field because their fucking thing, what threat do they pose anymore?
But have you ever been, but that's what I mean. How do
I'm
you
asking.
Yeah, but
I'm asking, if you're using a long gun, you're not running up on it and popping it behind its
no,
ear.
a lot of the time anyways, they're a distance away. But I'm saying if that situation came across though, is it better to have something instead of
Well,
one shot?
fuck,
And
bro,
then
my question to you is then, this is my question. What if that crazy guy down the street that's always in his garage is making a fucking tank? Should I be able to have a missile launcher to shoot him out?
No, you should have a gun.
What's the gun gonna do?
Stop him before he gets in the
That's
tank.
all I'm saying, man, is that any time I've ever seen a shot taken
It's been bad.
at an animal or a human, the reaction is get the fuck out of there. That's the reaction.
Yeah,
Tell me, why do coyotes pack up like that? I don't know coyotes, but if I shoot a coyote, are there going to be 6 coyotes that are gonna
No,
say,
no,
"Yo,
no.
bro,
No,
we gotta
no.
get this motherfucker now. We just got our guy."
No, I was just putting that
Yeah,
in
bro.
perspective. But a lot of
They
times
come
you
in
shoot,
like
Kyle.
Bruce Lee, like
Like I'm asking, when do you need 6 shots? You need 6 shots if you're a garbage shot.
So no,
and you're tracking the
okay.
deer.
Yeah, look at this though. Yeah, 100% though. But that's the thing though. It's hard to say that like. So I'm out deer hunting per se,
Sure,
right? My
yep.
gun I can hold 6.
Sure.
Right. What happens if a bear or something came at me? I'm out of them 6 shots. I'm fucking.
So now,
I hit the bear 6 times, but it's still shooting. It's still running
is
at
8
me.
gonna kill it?
That's hard to say.
6
Depends
didn't?
where you're in. It
What if
depends
you're only
where-
hitting it in the knee?
But I'd rather do.
Is it gonna limp at you?
I'd rather be able to do that.
But I'm saying to you that when does it stop then?
And why? Hey, you're in the bear's woods. So if you take 6 shots and you don't take him out, isn't it fair game?
Yeah, pretty much. But I'd much rather. Okay then.
But I'm asking,
Okay.
when does the number stop? When does the number stop? If you can't kill a bear with 6
I had to
shots,
come in on
is
that
it
one, bro.
8? Is it 10? Is
What
it
if
12?
it's 7, but your gun only holds 5?
What if if I want to have a fucking 12 round, all my what ifs are gonna be I need a 12 round.
Yeah.
If I don't want to have a 12 round, all my what ifs are gonna be why I don't need one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
ifs are
Yeah.
based
I'm
strictly
just
on your argument.
100% though. But it's like if you guys are you're both talking about the bad perspective of it.
No,
Right?
I'm talking about the good perspective too. I'm saying
But
is
have you ever been out deer hunting and shot at a deer running through the woods?
Yes.
I understand, right? And then
Of
like say
course I
some
have.
situation comes, right?
No. Of course I haven't. Thank God no bear popped out of its cave or den or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they're called and got me. Thank Jesus.
But I'm saying that shit does happen though, right? And it could probably be
How many
avoided.
times does it happen to justify having these these big rounds, these long fucking clips? That's my point. If you tell me, if you say to me, brother, if you say to me, there's 6,000 tags going in Ontario, okay? 6,000 deer hunters or packs of groups with you guys, that there's only 3 tags or 4 tags amongst you guys, and there's 6 guys, 2 are running dogs, 4 running guns, okay?
Yeah.
If you want to talk to me about this, I'll listen all day long.
Yeah.
But you need to tell me, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible when you're hunting, you're gonna have a deer in your sights, and a bear is gonna pop up out of a fucking hole in the ground and grab the deer and suck it in. That's possible. It's not gonna happen probably, but it's possible.
I'm not saying you got a 130 round clip though.
Let's say 10. Let's say more
You
than
can hunt
3.
with 10.
Let's say more. You can. The fuck are you guys complaining about if you have 10, man?
I think 10. Yeah.
But let's say.
But they're trying to take that away, is what I'm saying though. That's
then
part of what they're
justify
trying to
the
do.
now justify the 10. I was giving
Yeah.
you 10 because I was like, holy fuck, you guys are crying. You
Yeah.
got 10 shots.
Yeah.
I can remember having a.
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
gun
If
that
there,
only
that's
had
what I'm
3.
saying. This is where the interference is, though. There is 30 round clips, but this is where shit is all caught up because they're trying to take away that too, right?
The 10.
They're because someone in this fucking financial situation doesn't have a fucking finger they could run up their own ass. Is what I'm
Okay.
getting at.
Okay.
Is they've classified hunting guns with these guns you're talking about. That's
But then,
what I'm saying.
okay, then my question to you is, what are they using to classify these guns? Is it caliber? Is it the
Bro,
amount of
honestly,
rounds?
so
Clip?
ridiculous.
Is it length?
This is where it
Is it
gets
the
fucking
smell? Is it the-
length? This length, somewhat. It should be kind of do with caliber because if all they sell they sell military surplus rounds, it's going to be used for a military gun. You know what I mean?
Who does?
The government, if they make say like all their guns are 5.56, they're military guns
Yeah.
and they're access to the public. You know.
Okay. Well, we can access military
forget.
guns in Canada's public.
I just forget where I'm going with this. Bro, they just got rid of the prohibited license maybe 10 years
Talking
ago.
about regulations.
You could own a fucking bazooka when you had a prohibited
Yeah,
license
I
up
could
until
always
years
own a
ago,
bazooka.
right?
Yes, I could always own.
No, but it's like the thing about it is though, and this is where the interference is, where this is where like debates can never come to an end because it's like you are talking about one thing and I'm trying to talk about the same thing, but it's like what we're talking about is like the guns that I'm talking about are mixed in with those guns
Okay,
though, right?
okay, so we can put an end to this debate.
Yeah.
Thank God we're doing it on film and on microphone.
Well, it's not bad. It's good to talk.
How
though.
many
It's good to
bullets
fucking-
as a hunter? How many bullets do you need for a successful hunt to feed your family?
I don't think that really. You can't. It's such
Okay.
a. I don't even hunt, and I feel like that's like a.
A loaded question.
A content,
Yeah.
a content.
feel
Like,
like-
what am I content with?
Yes.
Like, what about would I be happy with?
Yeah,
I
but what
think-
are you hunting? Where are you? How cold is it?
But what is that?
Fucking-
But I'm saying, what does that matter? Because you're there for the hunt, brother. If you're sitting on the top of a mountain, you're standing in a tree. If it's cold or warm, you're gonna get if you're hunting.
Okay,
real
And it
hunter.
depends.
Okay,
it depends.
sorry.
Yeah, it
What are you
depends what kind of
hunting?
hunt you're doing.
Are
though,
you
too, right? 'Cause
hunting-
if you're dog and the deer's moving, right? So
That's what I mean.
Are you
for
like,
sure.
are you stalking on them? Or are you fucking like?
Now it really
Like
depends
that's
on
what
your
I mean.
area,
There's
right?
so many different ways you can hunt.
Yes, of course.
Because it's like, though, even where I hunt, it's good to have a rifle with you, just in case you do come across something, right? Like fishers, fucking whatever. Coyote,
Anything.
Anything.
Because
Yes.
coyotes fish, you know? So it's
Of
like,
course.
I do agree with, it's nice, say like, I'd be comfortable with probably 8. If I could, I'd like to carry 10. Because that way, I'm not, and that's the thing, when I have 10, and it's a moral thing at that,
Can you
right?
carry 2 guns that have 8?
No. It's a lot to wait. But I'm saying, though, if I had 10, I'm not going
Le-
to...
carry 2 guns that have 4.
legally,
I'm
can
not
you
gonna
carry
sit there
legally?
and
Can you
start
carry 2
blasting.
guns that have 8?
I'm not going to start carelessly blasting at deer just because I have 10 shots, right? But I'd shoot, like, still what I have, but it's a safe thing knowing that I have that, right? It's like taking it.
That's
it's
fair.
Like,
I understand
it's like
that perspective better.
It's
I've
like
never-
when I go camping, I bring a shotgun with me.
You don't have to double down. You don't have to double
yeah.
down. I know what you're saying. That
Just
makes
to
that
be-
perspective makes sense to me.
And bro, and I'm saying, like, even when I've been camping, we went back there and ran into some crazy, like, guys bought this land one time and they're standing on the road with their shotguns.
Here's the
And it's
thing.
like, that shit, it's like...
Here's the thing.
But that's the thing. It's all. This
This is coming from like I said, someone from who's just been listening for the past little while, and you both
we went hard on that.
you both make really valid points. Like you're both standing like on the same side of the fence, really. You know.
We are.
Yeah.
It's like 2 different perspectives.
The
though,
problem,
right?
the problem
It's a good thing.
with it is people who are into guns, like, might just have to suck it up and realize it's like the gun pool might not be as large as it was before.
That's it.
Right?
But I can't see that happening.
No, I'm just.
I know what you're
it's
saying, though.
gonna, no.
I do what
It's
you're
gonna
saying,
happen.
man.
It's
I do
gonna
what
happen.
I'm not
because
saying it's
I do what you're
right.
saying.
It's gonna happen.
I'm not saying it's
It's
right.
gonna happen.
Right? You know what I mean? But it'd be the same thing if like.
That won't stop shootings or anything like that.
No, it won't. It'll make them worse. I think
That's exactly what it's gonna do, because you're not gonna stop. You guys are still gonna get. People are still gonna go about the way. Gun price might go up.
But this is
There's still
it.
people capitalizing
They're
on
not
that,
getting
you know?
rid of guns. There's no, because this is where I'm like, why is everybody in an uproar about the physical, like,
it's like classic everything every time. People get fucking, I swear they threw in websites and they threw in all that shit to make people mad at how stupid it sounds, so that no one really fucking looks at the actual purpose of them stripping rights from people. It's the same thing with this COVID shit.
Yes.
Everyone's focusing on masks, focusing on fucking race, focusing on this bullshit, when you're missing the point of it's our free right to breathe air. Whether if you don't want COVID, stay the fuck inside.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we masking it's like, now they're going to make everybody take vaccines and they're going to do all this fucked up shit. That's our free rights.
Yep.
That's what we're missing. What the fuck, it's guns, whether it's this, whether it's that. The stupid little things, there's a bigger fucking picture.
And I think
You know what I mean?
that the magnitude of how stupid it is, I think it's always shielding from something that's bigger.
Like, I'll be the first one to be like, I don't think
Well, that's what bothers me. Is the bigger fact of, though, like,
it is, and I agree
You know?
with you, dude.
Yes,
and
I
I
agree
don't
with you
think
for sure.
it's scary, you know what I mean?
But I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's what's a fucked up thing, though, is because both perspectives are making sense, but we're coming at it from
totally different. You're coming at it from a
100%.
gun
Yeah,
we've seen
activist,
it.
Yeah.
a gun rights activist.
But it's good to have both perspectives
and
like
I'm
that,
coming
right?
from we don't need to have these big
A
choppers
trauma
anymore.
victim.
But
yeah,
no, but
exactly.
Yeah.
But see, and that's what I'm agreeing
That's
with
why I
you.
get both. I listened.
100%.
I fully listened
Yeah.
to the whole
Yeah, I
thing.
know you did.
And it's
I
just so
get
hard.
it, man.
And that's where it's so hard, but that's where it's so hard, and like you say, it's so hard to come to, like, it's so fucked, but it's like,
but it's like
That's-
you said, you can't because
and
you're
they
not,
don't want
neither
you
of you
to.
are wrong.
no, and that's
Exactly.
the thing, but they
Exactly.
don't want you to either, right? It's just like, it's so fucked up, though, how you say, like
you're
those
still
guys.
on this thing where you think that he doesn't want you to specifically have guns.
No,
or like
no, I
whatever.
know what he's saying.
But it's like this
I know what
whole
he's saying.
thing of like it's
No,
not
but
even
it's-
fucking about that.
But the crazy thing is, to me, though, is that of that list, and this is why we're, the whole thing is like.
But this is what I'm saying to you: is
It's
you're
over, I
fixated
know,
on
innit?
You're
I'm just-
fixated
let
on
me
the
finish
list.
what I'm fucking saying
I've been
first.
listening to you for fucking half
But
an
it's just
hour,
crazy
dog.
that, like you say, though, those 30-round clips and these one single shot shotguns are incorporated in the same list. Like, I could have a gun from the 1800s that's right underneath the AK-47, right? And it's like, that shit's fucked up. And that's why it's all intertwined. There's no need for it.
But it's like he asked, and
Who
you
wrote the fucking
you
list?
never really said in the beginning. He asked, did it go off
'Cause that was
caliber?
hard, bro. That
Did
was
you go
hard.
off just go off barrel. Fuck, I don't even know anything about guns. So it's
that's
like
the whole thing. I don't know nothing about them either, bro. He
So,
knows his shit. I don't know
the
nothing
classification of the regulations of why they want them back. What is that involving? They can't just be like, we're just gonna make a list of 27 different fucking
See?
guns.
Yeah, but it's not clips, right? It's not like
No, it can't be. It has to be
No.
something to do.
it's a
It
gun.
has to be
It's-
something to do with the
now,
actual
It's
gun.
a barrel diameter. It's
It
a
has to
barrel
be something
diameter.
like that, yes.
It's a barrel diameter, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's the actual pressure, like the release force of your gun. Like
pin
what-
and,
okay.
the pin and the gauge and like
it's
all
like
that
I
shit.
can't remember the name. It's like an ohm or something. Not an ohm, but it's I can't remember the name of it. But
Okay, but when you're saying, and this is coming from somebody that's completely uneducated when it comes to firearms, and even this
no, I'm not.
restriction-
No, I'm not like a crazy
I don't
gun
think
activist,
you are.
but I'm
Listen,
trying to
please,
support what I
please,
knowledge
please,
is, right?
please,
Like what as
please.
far as I
I'm
do.
talking to you as a fucking expert
Yeah.
here. I don't know why you're defending your position. I'm talking to you like
Yeah.
you know.
You know more than we do.
I'm
so
telling you
you're
that.
the
I'm
expert
saying that
on
to
this
you.
right now.
I'm saying to you, as an expert, or as somebody that understands it, fuck the expert thing. There's really guns on these lists that you know the criteria of how they picked it, but you don't understand why it's on there. So does
me-
it have a different criteria? This is what I'm not trying to
I
patronize you at
no,
all.
No, 100%. I understand.
I'm trying to understand it. If they have, if they say every red car has to be impounded, then I would ask, why is there a blue car in that line? Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And I'm just asking this as an honest question, really. Is there guns in these lists that go against what criteria they've said have to be in the list?
There's airsoft guns in there.
But do they have the right size of barrel?
I don't know.
Well,
See,
this
I
is
don't know
where-
much
this is
about
where you guys
airsoft
have to
guns.
talk about it,
But
because
see,
if-
I definitely not, because I know there's a couple websites in there, so that would not have
Yeah,
any criteria, right?
But there's probably another regulation that has something to do with fucking the fact of that. Or like I said, these
It
are
was
the,
something to do
these,
with like a big AR. thing,
these
too.
are the two or bigger websites that are pushing guns from the
Mm-hmm.
states into Canada, and they're trying to show you
Yeah.
that you don't do that.
That's a deep
It's
perspective
the
on it,
same
and that's what you
thing.
think would make sense, but it isn't like that. Not at all. That's what you think would fucking make sense, but
What is
honest
it
to
then?
God,
What
though,
is it? If that's what we all think it is, what is it?
it's stupidity. That's honestly all it is. Is they
Can't
put
be.
that's
It can't. Listen,
well,
brother.
it can
Yeah.
because the government is
Bro,
No,
It's-
no,
no,
no, no.
because-
The government is
They,
methodical.
well, they have to have a regulation on it, right?
Yes.
Like there has to be code in what they're taking back, like
It's
150%.
not stupidity though, because Canadians aren't stupid people.
Well, no, it's like I said, they
no,
didn't
but
just-
that's why there's because they passed the bill through a pandemic. They tried to pass it quick to get it
Okay.
through.
Okay,
Now there's 4 different lawsuits going against them to try to, because of this shit.
okay. Then there
Right?
should be. If they did something
Yeah.
funny, they should.
Yeah.
sue.
It's a rights thing. That's
Yeah.
what it comes back to,
Yeah,
though. It's like a
which-
rights
If he
Again-
thing.
stands up to pull his pants up, I know we're gonna get in some trouble here.
No,
So-
but
My ass is sweating, boys. This is a good
Fucking
debate.
helmet.
It's like I fucking said, right? That's where it gets scary. And
Yeah.
that's where I'll agree with you. I'll stand on gunsman's side. Like, I'll stand on the side of the people with guns
So would I.
when it comes to that.
So would I.
You know, when it comes to, like...
But even at the end of the day,
They're
good or
just-
bad, we should all be staying together,
No,
right?
no.
Because that's where it's like...
I'm not with the government. Just so that when this thing goes public, I fucking hate them.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
me
fuck,
too.
bro.
I know. I know you guys
100%.
do.
Bro, that was...
I don't have any. I don't know, but this is what I don't understand. Why the fuck aren't people just that are smarter running? We're in a fucking. They haven't taken over our election process yet, and that's the next thing to go. Just so we're all clear.
Bro, they're rigging elections.
I know,
Been doing that for fucking...
but they didn't.
You ever watch Simpson stuff?
Yes, I do watch the fucking Simpsons.
Would you
and I
guy
watch
this morning that
Simpsons
said
all
was
the-
an alien? Matt Gomery or something? I actually really feel like super like NRA Texan right now.
What?
That debate just got me feeling like super like America, like...
Like go kill somebody or go? What do you
No,
think
like
about?
super like...
Like clean the barrel of your gun and go and fucking.
Bro,
Yeehaw!
I haven't seen Fran so
Yo,
like fucking
I love getting him
passionate
animated.
about
It's awesome.
a
I
fucking
love to see he's
topic
got that.
in a while.
I said,
man.
no, you guys don't know what the fuck is going on. This is what's happening.
I'm telling you right now that it's what it should. That's what it should be about. It should be about human rights and our free right.
It should be. Because it's
not
a hard
bear
line to
arms
play,
or
though,
Whatever the
right?
fuck it is,
It's
but
such a hard arm to play.
it's the same thing right now with the whole COVID shit. Like, you can't...
Like we're in fucking Fabricland today. I got fuck.
Let's get off the gun shit.
I
I'm
was
done
mad.
with it.
Yeah, I'm
That
done.
was
I'm
a
talking
lot.
about Fabricland.
That's
You
So-
okay, bro?
That was a good debate, bro.
Are you okay,
That was
though,
a good
bro?
debate.
Okay,
No,
good.
that was
So-
a good
I'm
debate.
glad we
That
had
was
it.
a good
I'm glad we
debate.
had
So
it. I'm
Mags
glad I
and
gave
I-
you
It's
for that.
two different sides, though.
Yes, of course
It's
it
good
is.
to see.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, you guys were literally arguing the same point from
Just
like
from two different
different
perspectives, yep.
boats.
Yeah.
You're like yelling at the same fish.
Yeah.
But anyways,
That fucking fish, man.
fucking. So we go into Fabric Land, and right now I fucking hate Fabric Land because
Okay.
they literally the store is fucking busy. It's Christmas time.
Sure.
There's
sure.
old
Oh,
ladies
yes,
fucking
for
everywhere.
Sure. For
And you know
sure.
how big that store is?
Big
I don't know
store.
if you've been in there. It's a big store.
Oh, of course
They
I've
let
been in there.
12
I never.
people at a time in there.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
The store, like, you could have 240 people in there and you're still not 6 foot from someone. Like, kind of shit, right?
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
like
okay.
all old people that work in there too. You know, it's all old people. So it's like they're trying to keep shit down, whatever. So there's a lady, the last time we went there, this lady was working at the door too. We didn't have to wait that long, but she's condescending. And I'm getting really bad with people who are like, if I don't like the tone of your shit, I'll say something to you now.
Good for you, man.
And I would never before.
But now Megan
It happens a lot now.
Megan fucking hates it.
Like
I'm
I
just sick of people's
bro,
shit.
I noticed that when I
Like,
wait. If you gotta wait
yeah,
for someone
man.
there, you're walking to the fucking butcher shop. They're like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
so this is how it
fuck.
starts. So they like
Spraying
funnel.
Lysol
They
in the
like
face.
you walk into the store. The fucking lady zaps you with fucking this fucking liquid shit.
arms up.
So and I'm like, this fucking cunt. So she funnels us around this thing. Understand? There's like 6 people in front of us, whatever. And there's this old guy, and he's got his mask on, but it's like just so he can breathe with his nose, whatever. And the lady's like, the guy's standing there like I seen him when I walk in, and he was like that. I don't give a fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like pushing my mask out with my nose so I can breathe out the top too. I'm like, you catch my COVID, motherfuckers. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean? Like, whatever. But anyway, so I'm pissed at this point, bro. I've been in the store for 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Like 30 fucking. We're not even like in the line to wait yet, and I'm already fucking mad, right?
Tents and fabric land.
That's
So
not a
we
good,
get-
that's not a good start
It's
to
an
a
old
shopping
lady.
trip.
I know, and it's old ladies everywhere. So Megan's always like, shut the fuck up. It's old people. Shut the fuck up. And I'm like, fuck you. I can't fucking old cunts.
I'll
Like,
knock her out. I
I'll
don't care.
fucking T-bone this bitch right on the fucking tapestry. I don't give a shit. But fucking, so they funnel us around and we get a thing and I like pull out my phone because I'm like fucking, I'm gonna turn, like I got my hood up, right, dog? So I'm like, I'm gonna turn, face this glass window, and I'm gonna pull my fucking mask down off my nose so I can breathe. And I'm gonna stare at my phone and I'm not even gonna let anyone see that I'm in my own little world right here and fucking not giving a fuck, right?
I don't give a fuck for sure, but
Do I not have that thought? No sooner did not. This lady goes, excuse me, sir. And I'm like, fuck, I'm busted already? Like, I didn't even think I had the mask down. But she ain't yelling at me. She's yelling at the
Homie,
guy I seen in the
homie,
front.
Oh,
So he's old. Like, old as fuck. And ratchet, bro. Like, this fucking dude was ratchet. Like, I'm talking, like, long hair like I got ratchet, but, like, bald on the top ratchet. Like, straight ratchet. He's wearing...
Dennis the Menace homeless.
Dennis the
man.
Menace, like, yeah,
Creepy.
full Canadian tuxedo.
Oh.
Full Canadian tuxedo. Dude's got denim from top to bottom.
So he's a fucking partier.
Top to bottom. Fucking beat out, baby, from the feet up. You know
Guy
what I mean?
offered this girl acid.
She just fucking smashing. Anyways, so this lady bitch is like, excuse me, sir. And I look and I'm like, fuck, I'm busted. And then I realize that she's talking to this guy. And he's like,
Gordon Lightfoot there.
Gordon Lightfoot, yeah. Oh, fucking Richie Gervais. Fucking Lightfoot's like, he's like, I can't have my mask. She's like, you're not allowed to be in here if you don't have your mask up. And he's like, well, I have it up. Like, it's just my nose. He's like, I can't breathe. I only have one lung.
Holy fuck.
At this point, I'm like, man, poor bastard.
yo, no kidding.
Like, homie,
He's
why?
like, get the fuck out.
Bro. Homie, I'm like, homie, why you in fucking Fabric Land with one lung? What the fuck? Anyways, she goes, I don't care how many lungs you have. She goes, I don't care how many
no,
lungs
she
you
doesn't.
Fuck yes, she did. I don't care how many lungs you in here. It's company policy. You're not allowed to be in here, sir, without a mask. And I'm like, I already don't like this bitch.
You gotta stick up for this man, bro.
Bro, I'm pissed. Like, I didn't like this bitch from the last time we were at Fabric Land because she squirted. This was the bitch that squirted shit in me. Remember? And I was like, I don't want it. And this bitch fucking juiced me, dude. And it shot all over my shirt and shit. I was fucking mad.
Oh, I bet you
I was
were.
mad. Yeah. In my
No, I haven't
face.
experienced
In
this.
my face.
I'm laughing.
Their dreads look like they need to be clean.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, bro. If somebody tells me, walk into my store, put your hands up so I can spray on, I would tell her to fuck off. Yo, spray that on you.
It puts
so
the
I
lotion.
can
It
get
puts
your
the
COVID
lotion on the
shit.
skin.
Watch
Yeah.
it.
Here, put this in my hand. There's a fucking powder. Fucking how high. He's got the powder.
You should let him scoop in your hand. Just slap it
Just
across the face.
slap the
Oh
shit
my
right
God,
out.
man. I haven't had that happen to me yet.
Okay, so
Sorry, yeah, go on.
So
So Gordon's now getting accosted by
So she's yelling at this guy. Then she yells at Judy. Fucking yells at
Not
this lady
Judy.
in the back of the store.
Not Judy.
This girl's a beast.
This chick, you can tell this chick's been yelling at Judy all afternoon because Judy just like comes out of nowhere. She's like, "Sir, I have a fucking mask. You just da." So she comes up with this face shield for this poor bastard, bro. This shield was like.
She gave him a shield?
She gave him a shield. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
show me.
No, this shield was good. The chick in the back though was like a fucking cunt, right?
Okay.
It gets better. My story.
Oh, I know it's getting there.
the
No,
build-up.
I wasn't trying to push it.
It's the build-up.
Trying to understand. Yes, of course.
So this guy. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I'll shut up. It's chilling. Guy's like, she's like, how's it fit? And he's like trying to put his hat on, and his fucking hat wouldn't fit. And he's like, well, it doesn't really. And the chick in the back's like, well, just put it on backwards. You'll look like a rocker. Like they're trying to like have fun with the situation,
sure.
kind of deal, right? So I was like, whatever. So then he goes, they let her through and let the other chick in front of us through, and like we get to the front, and the chick's like standing there, and she's like fucking staring at me.
You out of breath, you old bastard.
And I'm like, bro, no, I'm not even fucking with you right now. I'm literally standing there, and Megan is like in front of me. Bro, it pisses me. I hate this bitch. So
Yo!
I'm
Hit it,
standing there.
Gordon. Go.
I'm standing there.
Give it to us.
I'm sorry. I'll sit down.
No. Stand
So
up,
I'm
stand
standing.
up.
I'm standing there. I'm like, I gotta stand there, man, because Megan's in front of me, right? And I'm kind of like, there's the door to the like outside, whatever. And I'm kind of like staring. I'm just like staring at the glass, like spaced out. And I like look up, and she's like staring at me, and I'm like, fuck you. Like I'm like, she can't see.
You're looking at her, telling her fuck you with your eyes open.
I'm like, fuck you, you fucking stupid fucking
Like
cunt.
that.
Like just
I know what you just said.
mean mugging that bitch.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
She heard that through your eyes.
What if she looks right at me, she goes, where are you from? And I'm like,
Did you say Toronto? You should have said Toronto or a hotspot, Windsor.
I go,
Just down here breathing from Windsor.
well, I don't know exactly
The
what I
red
said.
zone, bitch. That's where I'm from.
I go, why? Because the way I fucking look? She heard that one.
Oh, sure she did. Of course she heard
And she
that.
goes, no, we have people from Quebec. We have people from all over.
Oh,
And I'm
that
like,
was-
well, I hope you don't, because it's fucking COVID. I was like, fuck, I was mad, dude.
Oh, yeah, you
Where the
were
fuck
so
are you
mad.
from? Whose hillbilly's assholes you crawl out of?
But she's like, where are you from? Just like after I'd like stared at her in her
Bitch,
face for like
Oh, yeah,
30
she was
seconds
just trying to
straight.
engage.
Yeah,
She
she just
wanted to
wanted
see
to
your
piss.
scoop.
She wanted to piss
Yeah,
me off.
she
bro.
wanted to. She
wanted
wanted
to piss. But that's what she does. She sits at the counter like she's all fucking the judge and juror with her fucking liquid juice,
need to get rid of her.
spraying you in the face, thinking she's got COVID.
Next time she goes to
Protection.
spray your hands, let her spray and be like, oops.
That would be. That's what I should do.
Oops.
No, bro. I'm gonna go in with a straight.
Oh, that's
It's-
a good one. Do that.
That
for
is a good
real.
one.
That's a sick
That
one.
is a good one. Oh, hey.
That's why he's always around us.
You can squirt. Oh, shit.
Pull back and give her the flip.
Yeah, fuck you. Stop
And then pull
swearing
Sandy
shit
out.
on me.
Just pull Sandy out of your own pocket. Hit your own hands
Yo,
with it.
bro.
90.
Our sanitizer at work smells like fucking straight tequila.
Yeah, when it's hot some places, bro. That's what I
Oh my
mean.
god, man.
Their stuff wasn't as bad this time,
I've
but
had
the
stuff
first time, bro,
watery.
it was like straight
I've had
liquid.
stuff
That's
that
why it
was
shot
like-
everywhere at me.
Man.
Yeah.
I've had stuff that was
fuck?
like skin lotion. I've had water.
Oh, I've had them all too. Yeah, I've had ones that go right through your hand. I've had ones. There was one at Walmart when it
I
first.
can't
came
believe
down.
the bitch was like, "Where are you from?"
You should have told her fucking a
Pine
hotspot. I
Street,
would have
baby.
said a hotspot so much. I would have been like America.
I'm from fucking Carolina.
Yeah. Wherever the
Something
last
heavy.
outbreak of fucking
Yeah.
COVID
Just
was from,
passing
that's where I
through.
would say the
Yeah.
biggest one. If it'd been Mars, I would say I'm from Mars.
Where are you from? 14 days or no, 7 days of quarantine.
Yeah. Really, I was supposed to be quarantined for 14 days to kill this bitch, but in 9 days I just had to get some fabric.
yeah. I'm gonna make a scarf, bitch.
Yeah, you dumb bitch.
I actually tested positive for COVID. I'm just making some masks. Actually.
Zing.
I'm trying to get groceries.
I wasn't gonna tell anybody yet.
Fuck yeah.
That's too funny, man.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking ignorant though. Like,
Fuck that.
well, only one lung. Like,
Oh
okay,
my God,
well,
if
I don't
would've
care
been
how
there-
many lungs you have.
Yes.
It's company policy. You gotta wear a fucking
Yo,
mask in
if
the
I
shop.
if I could be part of
Right?
that one day and have somebody say that to somebody that only has
You know
one
what
lung,
though? This dude.
this man's saying
this
Canada on the
dude-
map. Okay.
Dude, he.
Oh shit! Sorry, sir.
You gotta give the guy credit though, bro, because like
Yeah.
he honestly wasn't even like
It didn't even phase him. It's like he's been going through it so much.
Yeah, probably.
He's used to it. He
Probably
was
why
like
the hair's gone
he was
top
like
of his head,
laughing
bro.
at
Where
it,
the
bro.
fuck-
Like he wasn't even upset. Like he was just chilling. Like
Yeah.
I would have been so offended, man. I would have
I
dropped.
would've
I would have
said something.
Kim
Yeah.
Jong Il that fucking bitch.
That's so ignorant.
I
Though,
would
to say
have
that.
just would if she would have I mean I hope I always have 2 lungs. Just want to put that out there. But if I ever do have one lung and somebody said it to me, I would make them feel so fucking stupid. I would just flip them right just backwards.
Yeah, that's bullshit, bro.
It's like a shitty situation because you like say that guy's probably dealt with that a lot, where it's like
Yeah, for sure.
where he just bite it and just kept going with it, right?
Yeah.
She's like, bitch, I'm gonna sue you for him, like, that's fucking not
I'm
right.
a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer up. Yeah, you should have said that. She'd be like,
A fucking
who are you a
attorney
lawyer
at
for?
law.
Yeah.
myself.
But you can have dreads and be a lawyer in today's times. That's the crazy
Oh, you
part.
can
You
be.
can say anything.
Yeah.
You can say anything,
You
man.
should have dropped that on her.
You could have said that. I'm just Gordon's.
I don't care to fuck with that bitch. She got her.
My dad
You
drives
better
truck.
You know her life sucks.
And you
dude.
probably go to Fabric
You
Man
know.
often, eh?
Yeah, you know her life sucks. Now I do.
Do you know
I
what
never
car?
used
Do you know
to.
what car she drives?
No, I'm not gonna fuck. That's karma, dog.
No, I was gonna say slap some
Yeah.
Frosty stickers in the back.
It's one thing, bro. I
Yeah,
see,
it
and
is
this
karma.
is where I never used to say shit to anybody because I was like, karma's a bitch, and I don't want to fuck with shit. But lately, I've been like, no, man, like, karma should be served. I feel like too
on a cold platter.
on a fucking
Ice cold platter.
Yeah.
I haven't actually had too many ignorant people
On a
to me
stick
at
with spikes in
restaurants or stores or anything like that. I don't mainly think because I don't give a fuck either, to be honest. But I've been pretty good for it. People
Well-
are really ignorant that work at the stores. I noticed. Like when you ask people for something now, or like you go to sit mention, think you're looking for something, they're just kind of fucking rude to you.
yeah. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to help you. Everybody uses an excuse to fucking just run
Nobody
away
wants to
from
work,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work.
I think it must
Nobody
be.
wants. Everybody's watching out. They're all nose thinkers now. They just think to the tip of their nose, and that's as deep as they go.
Well, they treat you just like fucking garbage.
Well, I mean, I think
It's tough though, man.
Not everybody
We're in a
is.
weird
Not
time.
everybody, man.
We're in a
Just
weird
so you-
time.
weird
Not
time,
everybody.
man. The
Yeah.
weirdest time.
It's a weird fucking time. But I think we might have to wrap this up here, boys. It's 11:30.
Yeah, I
Holy
hear
fuck,
that, man,
yeah.
for sure. That's a long one.
That's
So-
good though.
That's a good
That
one for
is a
sure.
good
That's a
one.
good one. That's a
Yeah.
long one for
So
sure.
thanks for listening to us ramble about
Appreciate
some
it,
crazy
sure.
shit. Thank you, Craig, for coming out.
Hey, man, thanks for having me here, man. I had a great time. I really did.
Yeah,
This is a good time.
Yeah.
This is a great time for me.
it's a good
That
chat.
was a good show.
Yeah, for sure.
You're welcome back anytime you'd like
Yeah,
to
well,
come back.
anytime I'm invited, I'll make the trip down. That's for damn sure.
Okay, brother.
I love listen, man. I love that we're doing this because we do this at the shop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we get into the same type of debates, and we
Yeah.
get into
Well,
the
that's-
same
Yeah,
type of.
that was good.
Bro, that was 100. Okay, I'm not even fucking. Literally, I'm so glad you said that. I just want to touch on that a little bit because I kind of feel like we haven't really explained the podcast or like whatever,
Yeah.
you know. That's what I want this to be.
Cool.
Like
Perfect.
The whole thing, like my homie, that's coming out next week. It's the same thing. He's like, "What? Do you have an agenda?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, dude. Like, literally, like, if you want to promote your tattoo shop,
Yep,
you know,
promote it.
and like have some shit in there and talk about that,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool." But I'm like, we'll probably just end up talking about conspiracies and shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Is
like
he a big conspiracy guy.
he's a flat earther, so we're gonna tease.
He's a flat earther.
Yeah, we're gonna tease the fuck out of him.
Oh.
He better be ready
Oh
for it.
my God,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna have a bunch of shit up, dude. It's gonna be a
Oh
good. It's gonna
my
be a
God, he's
good.
a flat earther.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's actually flat
But you're
earther.
just giving him the title because
No,
he's been
he-
in that pool.
He posts like he believes it. So I don't know if he's one of those dudes that like fucks with people.
Ah.
I don't. He's not. So he's been my homie, but I don't know him on like a sit down and shoot the shit
Awesome.
like really good
Sick
level.
one.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
for
it's
sure.
gonna be a great
It's gonna be a
because
great one.
he's not afraid
Oh.
to, and he's an awesome. He'll talk and
Awesome.
talk and talk, and he's a
Awesome.
great. He's great. He's a firecracker. Yeah. So it should be a good one.
This one was
Um,
really good. Fuck
yeah.
right.
But that's kind of what it's about. Like I just wanted to capture like the conversation and shit, like the vibe.
Yeah, and I
The-
think
the
you
vibe.
did. I think
Yeah.
at the start I was a little tense because this is not normal for me.
Yeah,
And
100%.
every time I've been in a situation like this, it's never a good thing.
You
When
don't
I'm
get to
sitting
go.
there
You don't
with
get
my
to.
cameras and
You
my
don't,
mics on it.
you don't get to go home afterwards.
Yes, you do this time, and that's what
Yeah,
makes it so
yeah,
comfortable for me.
yeah.
You know.
Say your name a little louder into the mic, please.
Yes. Yeah, but I mean, I was a little bit. I don't know if it's even apprehensive or just more worried about my environment.
Mhm.
You know.
That's
And
why
then-
I wanted
and
to
then
make it
then I said,
chilling.
"Fuck it," I'm talking about the cameras and stuff. I'm saying. Then I just said, I'm just gonna do me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna just talk about what we're talking about, and if I can talk on it, I will. If I can't, I'll stop talking.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the truth. And I'll
That's
be
why
honest
it's
with you,
set
has
up like
inspired
this,
me.
too.
This has inspired me to do something, man.
Good.
That's the truth. This has inspired me
That's
to do a podcast.
Why I wanted you to come
I
out.
know. This is definitely inspired me to like when I'm on pause. When you guys are into your debates, bro, I'm going through who am I gonna ask to come see me?
Yeah.
I'm being
Good.
honest with you.
Good.
Like, who am I? What kind of conversations when I was out having my smoke?
Good.
I'm asking myself the same thing. What kind of
Good.
conversations would I have with this person?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's amazing to me
Yeah.
because this is a wicked setup, man. How you have it going here?
Yeah.
It's wicked, bro.
Thank you.
It's
flows.
wicked.
Thank
It's
you.
it's fucking right. It flows, man. And
Thank you.
it's I like I said, anytime I'm invited here, I'm gonna come
Yeah.
because I like it.
Good.
So that has to be some indication because I'm not about gassing anybody up. You guys know that about me.
It's all
That's not
about the
who I am.
vibe. Maybe that's
Yeah.
what we need to call the podcast.
It's all about the vibe.
the vibe.
Just the
The
vibe.
vibe, yeah, that'd be cool. I like that, the vibe.
Yeah, you could.
That
You
went
could.
really well. Like,
Unless it's already a podcast,
Yeah.
which it probably
we
is.
didn't
but-
have, like, we flowed,
Yeah.
like, that flowed for, like, what, 4.5 fucking hours.
Yeah, we talked for a long ass time.
But that was, like, no, like,
Now I'm gonna have like so
so
much video to edit.
Yes, I was thinking. the same thing.
That's okay, cause I pay Lambo and he's gonna do that shit now.
Is he good at it?
Fuck
Is
yeah!
he
Well,
gonna-
I'm gonna teach him.
He's gonna be.
It's gonna
Perfect,
be a learning
perfect,
thing
perfect.
for
I gotta
him
get
in
some
the first
cushions for
little bit,
that. My
Yeah,
ass.
you
thank
know what?
you, guys.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I again, Ryan, I want to say you too, Fran. I appreciate you guys having me here. And
Yes.
anytime I'm invited, I'll come, and we can get into some good combos.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. All right.
One love,
That
guys.
was good.
One
Have
love,
a good night.
For sure.
Cheers.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a good one, man.
That
was a
flow.